Hello, everybody. A very good morning. कैसे हो चार्ट्स? कैसे हो? थंबनेल एनएचके रे पता नहीं किधर है. Hey Binks bhai, good morning. Looking fresh. Thank you. Just ना क्या? Books boy is back. Good morning. ऑफिस जाना है. जाओ. थंबनेल चेंज करो है नहीं रे. ओ आज ना दो के? नहीं मेरा यही शेड्यूल है अभी. सुबह ना तो बिफोर द स्ट्रीम ताकि मैं स्ट्रीम में सो ना जाऊं ड्यूड्स. नहीं मतलब वैसा नहीं. बोल भी नहीं सकता. 4 घंटे सोया. हाँ 4 घंटे सोया. कुछ 3:30 बजे सोया. 3:30 से 7:30. पूछो नर्फ को कोई भी यार. एफसी मैंने पूछा हुआ है मैसेज. गोल्ड बैक को टारगेट नहीं कर रहा है यार. वैसे मत करो यार. अभी भी आंखें खोलिए तुम लोग. मेरी आंखें बंद मत करो यार प्लीज. वाशी कब आ रहा है? नो आइडिया रे. ये मन तो एनएच की. हेलो बंक्स भाई. मैं भी 4 घंटे से सो के उठा हूँ. वेरी नाइस. जी चलता हूँ. जिम जाना है. जल्दी जाके आए. फेनेटिक का मैच इसके बाद वाला है. ठीक है. ये वाला मैच इजी जीत जाएगा तो आगे हमारा कंसिस्टेंसी में. कैसे हो? तू कैसे है आप? हेलो बड़े. ओ. आज भी समथिंग नहीं है. 2 गेम्स के लिए नहीं है बोला था. तो आज शायद लास्ट ऐसा है कि समथिंग नहीं है. इसके बाद में आ जाएगा तो चांसेस है कि समथिंग आने के बाद दे हैव अ गुड मैच एंड दे कम फ्रॉम लोअर ब्रैकेट. बंक्स भाई जिम जाना ज़रूरी है क्या? यार जिनको अच्छा लगता है उनके लिए जाना ज़रूरी है यार. मैं आज तक गया नहीं. ये बुढ़ा जल्दी आ गया. लैंग्वेज. गुड मॉर्निंग डैड. गुड मॉर्निंग. अरे फ्रॉम मैंगलोर. नम्मा मैंगलुरु. Yesterday I met a local YouTuber in Bangalore. So next international YouTuber Binks on checklist. सच्ची love you वेंकट. इंटरनेशनल हूँ मैं. थैंक यू. कल ही रात को वीडियो कॉल में मेरा बात हुआ था 4 सेकंड से. तो जैसे बात कर रहा था पोस्टर का भी कॉल है वीडियो कॉल. तो सीधा कॉन्फ्रेंस कॉल पे हम लोग गप्पे मार रहे थे कि यार क्यों फ्रेंड्स को लड़ना पड़ रहा है करके. लाल है टी शर्ट लाल है. स्पोर्ट्स में घुसने का प्रोसीजर. टीम बनाओ 5 जन का. जो भी फ्री टूर्नामेंट्स रहते हैं उसमें घुस के परफॉर्म करके जीत जाओ. रखन गए कल आना कल. क्वेश्चन है बैच. हाउस द यूज 169 लाइक मेरा. थैंक यू. मैच स्टार्टेड या इट्स स्टार्टिंग. मेरे को सेटअप भी करने का. मैं बिना सेटअप के आया हूँ. तो लेट्स डू द सेटअप. सबसे पहले सेटअप में हमको करना है वेबकैम. इसकी वेणगी इधर. ठीक है. उसके बाद हमको करना है यू. पहुंच हो गया. हेलो गुड मॉर्निंग रेड बंग्स. गुड मॉर्निंग. लव फ्रॉम कर्नाटका. लव यू मेरी जान. हाय ब्रो. लासा हियर. लासा.
Team A or Team B?
Team B.
Team B. So EG, you will be Team A, and we'll start with your first ban.
EG जीतेगा यार.
Find your ban.
We are banning Pro.
Thorough. EG, map number 1.
We pick fracture.
EG जीतेगा.
Side on fracture.
हाँ?
Futures.
Defense. Okay.
British.
Alright.
Map number 2.
We're gonna play with Haven.
Haven. Side on Haven.
लव फ्रॉम माई लवलू लैंग्वेज. फर्स्ट मैच है ये. हाँ.
Expect.
Oh, what about defense? Hey.
Defense. Okay, so we're gonna start with the next set of bands. Starting with EG, you have Ascent, Lotus, and Split.
बकचोदी कर रहे हैं लोग
Lotus, okay, you have Ascent and Split.
We remove this.
हाँ
Okay, we ban this.
Ban Ascent. Map number 3 is Split. EG side on Split.
आज पहली बार ऐसे बकचोदी
Okay, so
कर
we're gonna go through this really quick. Make sure we're all good to go. First set of bands, we have EG with Bind, TL with Pearl. Map number 1 is Fracture with TL on defense. Map number 2 is Haven with EG on defense. Next set of bands are Lotus and Ascent. Decider number 3 is Split with EG on
थंबनेल
defense.
यार चेंज हो
Go
जाएगा
Tebow.
सॉरी यार मारो बुक का पर good morning Binks, good morning everybody. Put का बैग no idea. जब तुम्हारा शेड्यूल सुना पूरे दिन का यूज रिस्पेक्ट फॉर बेस्ट एफर्ट्स में यू गेट ऑल द सपोर्ट एंड लव यू यार. टुडे इज डे 5. डे 5 है डे 4 है यार. इजी जीतो भाई हेलो.
Two teams from different parts of the world who faced similar adversity this season, but despite it all, managed to persevere. No one gave them the time of day, but now this day belongs to them. Evil geniuses, Team Liquid, let's get it on.
They earned it.
पांडा लेके आया भाई.
Theirs, and everyone has to pay attention to these two squads now because they have
एक वीक हो गया ना बिंक्स पता नहीं यार याद भी नहीं.
in their runs to
हे
get
पॉटर
to this
लैंग्वेज
very moment.
लैंग्वेज
And I cannot wait to see this clash. Can we just start the game already? We know the map starts to get in there.
कांकांग
with you,
सुपर
man, but
Go
मर्सी.
agent select. We'll find out when we get in the lobby.
कांकांग आज नहीं
Let's
है.
talk about the maps real fast, Paper Thin, because honestly, seeing that fracture come in first, that's pretty big for EG, a tone setter without a doubt.
बिंक्स
Yeah,
इन
absolutely. It's a map
14,000
they've been
बिंक्स भी
very
लाइक
good on. They
पैसे
have
पैसा
great
नहीं
reads
है
on this
लेकिन.
map. Their rotations are phenomenal. Everything about the way they play this map, I love.
पहले नहीं है, पहले
They
जैसा
kind of
नहीं
have a really unique read on the
पहले
way to
वही
play
मैं
compared
6
to
घंटे
other
में
teams that like to run the neon and
शायद
things like
कमा
that.
लेता.
That hasn't
वो भी
really
उससे
bothered
ज़्यादा
them
शायद.
playing against some of those high tempo.
अभी 14 घंटे में उससे कम कमा रहा.
switching over to the neon, so this is a really good
क्योंकि
start. I like this map.
ये
a lot
फाफी
for
फिट नहीं
EG.
है.
EG, at the beginning, I'm right there with you, and I feel like this could very well go to 3. I say this all
Good
the
morning,
time.
good morning.
It happens
Morning,
so
boss.
quickly,
Watching
it does
stream
happen
before
today.
leaving
Since
for
that
office.
fracture,
Good morning.
They're 7-2 on it this year right now, EG. They have been so strong. This is their bread and butter.
Fnatic या
Dropping
PRX,
it
Fnatic.
only twice this year to teams, like Cloud previously, and then they were able to best them again just a couple days ago. So it was a
सपोर्ट
really
PRX
strong
को करेंगे
performance
लेकिन
from them.
जीतेगा Fnatic.
Then
समझ रहे हो.
Haven is a map too, and that's where it's starting to get concerning for
अरे,
them
अरे,
because this
अरे.
year they're 1-4. It has been one of their weaker maps in this pool. So I feel like as long as TL are able to show up today, if they're in form, that this is going to go.
मेरे
the
भाई
distance.
क्या आप
We are
अभी
gonna
भी
see
हो?
that split at the end of the bell.
Yeah, and we saw that Team Liquid has a really good read on Haven, especially against
कि आप
EDG.
कल से वहाँ से
I
उठे नहीं
even
हो
though
वो
EDG
दिखाने
was
के
throwing
लिए.
some really unique, really
Yeah,
interesting
they were.
things at them. They still handled it very nicely. So yeah, certainly you got to feel good about that. But then you go back over to Split, you get Jogamo back on that raise, and I feel pretty good about EG here today. I mean, they did beat Energy.
Gatti करके आओ, please,
They
language.
do run the Astra instead of the Omen in their
यार
last
मेरा
Haven
हाथ
matchup.
थोड़ा
So
सा कट
that's going to be
गया.
maybe one of the stylistic differences that you're going to see there. So that sometimes can play a role.
Thumbnail,
Generally, teams
editor.
like the Omen, because of the ability to use the TP,
थोड़ा life में
the
दिक्कत
smokes are a
चल रहा है
little bit
editor
easier
का.
to control. You're a little less predictable because the Astra Star is one of the most predictable kind of utility in the game, right? You know where those stars are going to go. You kind of can anticipate.
किस टीम
how
को
your team's
सपोर्ट
gonna go.
करना है मेरे हिसाब से
All right,
इजी
and here we
जीतेगा.
go with the Prime Gaming agent select for Fracture, and there's
EG.
that pesky cipher that could be a thorn
भले
in the side
Liquid
of
का
EG,
lineup थोड़ा
courtesy
सा
of Nats.
And
बाप
this
है.
is kind of one of the big reasons why I strayed
Viper,
towards
Omen,
TL
Cypher,
being the series because they have better
Raze,
instinct. I think
Sky.
if they can knock down, if they can pick up, start off this
लेकिन
map in a really strong fashion, that's going to
EG
offset
के पास
the
breach है.
mentality of this younger squad of EG. And if you could do that, if you can inflict that mental damage, that can be your avenue to success. But that Cypher trapping Jogamo stopping those really aggressive.
क्या बाल है
guys
बंग
on the
लैंग्वेज.
sides here on Fracture.
पोलिंग करवा दो
Nats has a
यार.
lot of
हर
pressure
बार
on his
पोल
shoulders,
ज्यादा
but he
होता है.
showed
लाइक्स
time
कम
and
है.
time again that throughout history he's able to deal with it.
तो
And
पोल
I
ले
think
लो ना
really
अंदर.
keyed in and calm
लाइक्स
right
भी
now
बढ़
with those
जाएंगे.
shot stars to take care of that
क्या हाल है?
Cypher
Good
utility.
morning
How
यार,
well is
बंग
he going
भाई
to be ready
कैसे
for
हो?
Nats lineups?
Well,
सब
we
बड़े
are
बड़े बात
ready to
कैसे?
go, and for this epic matchup, you needed two epic
I'm-
freaking
are you
casters,
ready
and I
to-
couldn't think of a
ready
better
to-
pair than my friends Brent
Huh?
and Sideshow.
कल आप कहाँ पे थे फट बाय रात
Thank you
को?
very much, GB. Yeah, you guys have set this matchup, I think, quite perfectly because
गया यार
you got two
Watchparty के
teams
बाद।
here
Good लग
that could
रही
not have had
Watchparty के बाद
bigger
सो के
strides
सीधा
coming from
सुबह उठा
Loki
तू।
to now with this matchup here. Josh, if I
नहीं
saw
रात
this on
को उठ
paper,
गया था
Loki,
फिर
I'm
स्ट्रीम नहीं
calling
कर
this.
पाया और
Yeah,
अभी तक मैं सोया
this
नहीं।
match would not have been a banger.
रात को उठ
We
के
are literally
स्ट्रीम को क्यों
witnessing
नहीं
two
कर पाया?
teams here, Liquid and EG,
कोई
that are
आया
reaching
नहीं था
their
ना
peaks
तो
at just the
वो
right
अकेला
time.
खेल
Yeah,
रहा
the
था।
glow up is absolutely absurd from both of these squads.
मैंने जब
And
मैसेज
for
करा था
Liquid, they
ना
already
ग्रुप
managed
में
to
तब
win
मैं
their
उठा था
domestic tournaments,
9:30 बजे
be
करीब।
able to lift that trophy, outpace Fnatic.
ड्रिंक ग्रीन टी फिट हो जाओगे लाइक फेंक दी।
With this EG
क्या करना है
squad,
फिट हो
though,
गया?
was
मेरा
saving
दिल
themselves
फिट
a
है
little bit. The
पहले।
form that they've been on at this tournament is ludicrous. I don't know whether we've seen anything quite like it. They've won 11 out of 12
एक
of their
जनरलाइज
pistol
थंबनेल
rounds.
भी
That's like
बनवा दो ऐसे टाइम पे काम
92%
आएगा। हाँ
win rate in
तो
pistols.
अभी हो
That
जाएगा
doesn't
अपडेट जब भी वो
happen.
उठेगा।
And then they've taken that and overall been converting
बंक्स चार स्ट्रीम
Let's
कर रहा है
go.
all of the
वो शीला
halves
जीत लेता है तू भी ले
into
क्या
a
क्या
bonus
बंक्स भाई
round as well. So they go up 3-0, often 4-0.
क्या
You
करो यार,
cannot
कॉल
beat
भी
a
आ
team
रहे
that's
दिल्ली
doing
से।
that. You have to stop them.
Already we've seen some ideas that played was
मैच देख
being
लो
held there by safe, but
भाई
very slow
बंक्स
beginning.
भाई क्या लग रहा है यार
Josh. It's EG's
EG
pistol
जीतना तो
rounds,
चाहिए।
version into the bonus as well. That's
मेरे को
been
भी
their
लग रहा
bread and
है
butter.
बट मुझे वो देखना है
Shock darts close.
अरे
in case there
इन
are
गेम
some
साउंड नहीं आ
trips.
रही
The
ना
bot line is sent flying as well into
ठीक हो जाएगा।
walls.
And Demon One's just feeling this out. He knows that there's a reactive push coming.
Yeah.
You can feel it in his bones.
कितने सेकंड चल रहे हैं ऊपर
That's why that triple face and triple contact.
1, 9,
Have to watch some
8,
of that. Demon One
7,
is going to be quite
6
integral here to try and put a stop to
ठीक है,
this
ठीक है।
push.
Same है,
Spots it out
same।
with the jiggle. Is going to be calling for reinforcements.
भाई उसको
potentially.
And that was a
स्पैम
headshot
हेड
through the
मारा।
box onto Seth.
हाँ ना मैं भी वही बोला।
What is this guy?
Set up now that Solcast has a bit of a one-way smoke, but there's been a timing. No one was
Solcast भाई
watching for that
ऊपर।
one. Bustio's already looked as
अरे
वो
well.
कैमरा ने क्रॉस ने देखा कि क्या हो गया?
From Boombot, Nat's catching that time and pushing
Nats
through
भाई
the smoke.
lovely lovely
Kill.
And that's
Now with his
great.
life.
That helps the rest of his team control arcade for the retake.
Really quite important. A bit of a tap onto the spike to try and force out Util again. Another fight
Oh,
to be
भाई,
taken.
उसने
Running and
दो
gunning is
मारे।
the name of the game here for save. Trailblazer now trying to supplement, pushing forwards as well, but that's a double face. EG.
अरे
जीत गया भाई
Sure that they've
जी।
got good control over this one. Left
हाँ यार
up to just Redgar. Sole player from our
भाई वो कैमरा ने देखा नहीं कि क्या हो गया, मेरे को वो देखने का।
Yeah, EG, not a kind of team they're going to be leaving any gaps in the play. You can see it already with the
Redgar,
high setup.
flash है मेरी जान।
Clean, and it
कैसे
is
बैठते हैं ना
at
ऊपर
that, quite
नीचे?
clinical. Another pistol.
हाँ।
गेम साउंड आया नहीं है,
For
बोले क्या
EG,
इनसे
Josh.
आएगा।
Keep track of him at home.
आ गया आ गया आ
How
गया आ
far
गया
can they really take this, man? Because they are burning
Push the bar.
right with this kind of form, but how long can they keep it going?
नो
That's a
नोटिफिकेशन
big
तो इसने
question,
लोगों को पता है मैंने।
Because I don't think we've seen a team be able to keep this up. I mean, obviously you can't keep this up long term, winning 90+% of your pistol rounds.
यार मेरे को
and
कैम
making
देखने का है यार।
a ton of them into winning bonuses. But can you keep it up for a tournament?
भाई
It actually could be possible. Let's keep track of that over
भाई
the course of this
जीतने
match.
वाला है।
But on the other side of things, I watched
But तुम
many,
support
many
किसको कर रहे हो,
Team
बंक्स
Liquid
भाई?
eco
एजे
in their run in
मैं
EMEA,
Liquid
and
को कर रहा हूँ
partly
यार।
due to the performance of these players with the
क्योंकि मेरे को
ghosts.
पता है EG जीतेगी
They've got 4 players grouped up here going into Boostio.
EG का coach is very hard working.
That's a turret that
Ah!
takes out safe. Okay,
Wow,
I mean,
ये
we're going
कर
to get
दिया।
started with this. Some bit of tomfoolery
निको
from Team Liquid
निको
early on.
He was
नी।
weak off the bulldog shot, but
also
that
what-
भाई रीड तो है,
happened.
रीड तो है 20 टैग का।
Okay.
Team Liquid
ये मरा।
really are the
Redgar मरा।
tomfoolery team.
Yeah, it's
रीड
just
तो
fun.
है।
It sometimes disguises how excellent their tactical play is too. Liquid really are going to give you some amazing rounds in this match. I can guarantee it. They'll also give you a bit of trolling.
They will. They will. They do love a bit of trolling.
यार,
Redgar
वहाँ
tagged
क्यों
up by
smoke
the
करा?
drone, flashed
भाई
up.
क्या blind था ना?
I mean, we
भाई
talked about the
साहब।
excellency with a supportive util that comes out from players
मैं
like
यही
Ethan,
यूटिल्स की बात कर रहा था
But,
बंक्स भाई
yeah, I
यार
mean, you just
तो
gotta
देखा लेकिन ऊपर नेट नीचे आफ्टर शॉक क्लोज राइट ब्लाइंड।
amazing. Enabling players like Jorgamo, who's really also coming alive.
देख
This
रहा
guy's
है
always been a
ओवरपिक कर ही
fantastic
नहीं
player,
रहा।
but on this map in particular, it's Demon One who's playing the Brimstone, taking a bit of a backseat. Jorgamo playing the Raze.
And I would say over the course
Demon
of
One
the
इसमें
American
Brimmy
season,
खेलता है।
Jormo's
Last time भी वो
not
Brimmy
been
खेला
as
था।
impactful as he was.
डीमन
last
बोलेगा डीमन
year.
वन
Throughout
वाले।
2022, he looked like a star
Demon,
player
Demon,
when he was
Demon।
on the jet and the race. This year, taking a little
हाय
more
हाय
of a
ये
backseat
कर
on
लो
some of the
इतन
more
भाई।
वाह क्या
physical,
ऑनेस्ट यूट्यूबर
and
है।
then here
क्या
in
हो
this
गया?
tournament found his form
नहीं
again
समझा।
and just looking absolutely electric.
चैट क्या लगता है कौन जीतेगा? तुम्हारा
A lot of the
प्रेडिक्शंस
other
बताओ।
players on
मतलब
EG.
वोट किया तुम लोग ने लेकिन
Absolutely integral to the way that the team
Very big.
plays. Yeah, right. Ethan and Con with the supportive utility, potential for clutches. Demon One, we all know what he's able to produce. You've seen it just with his
लिक्विड
raw
का
range.
लेकिन
But then
प्लेयर्स
you've got, like, the X
बहुत
factor.
बाप बाप है।
Jorgamo is that X factor player.
लेकिन मैं चाहता EG जीते तुमने
Now
लेने
let's
चाहिए
see what EG have got cooking. Remember when they played against Loud, this bonus round ended up going into tower. It was a huge util dump onto Sadak, but it was important that they
भाई
got
3-4
Com's
जन ने
Hunter's
पिक
Fury
किया
on
इसको
round.
मारा टरेट क्या
Com has not got the ult around. They're 3 orbs away from Boostios. Do they make a play for the lockdown? That to me seems a bit too slow.
फट भाई
A bit too slow, a bit too obvious.
एक्सिलर घर पे और तो पूरा दिन किधर न गया घूमने का ऐसा तो हो नहीं सकता फट भाई
The city approach. It's Commons
Yeah,
holding it
yeah.
offside. Deep dart
वो
towards.
सिर्फ सोने आए
ऐसा
तेरे
नहीं
घर
है भाई
पे
अंडरग्राउंड
Make it
अंडरग्राउंड
feel like
Huh?
I believe that there's more players towards.
शर्म करो
Well,
झूठ
teams
बोलने
do that
पे
with their 1-4 defaults on Fracture. They
Match
run their
देखो
initiator
चुपचाप।
player on the north side, and it does make it feel like there's more presence there.
Yeah,
पकड़ा गया भाई
Team Liquid are using the same setup they did in the pistol.
But a deep
Oi!
Bye 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 bye
Well,
bye bye
Satchel,
bye bye
Jono
bye.
jumps on the opportunity, strikes, and he's rewarded with the kill onto Yampi. There's another re-clearance. Hall, as the doors opens up, they're going to be aware of this.
भाई क्या एंगल था वो
Delayed the spray transfer. Nice.
दो
Oh
HP में
यार.
Cheeky little two-piece. Might have done enough as well to salvage some portion of this round because he's
ठीक
brought it
है,
to a 3
3v3 है.
versus 3.
इसका ट्रैप
This
सेटअप्स
play
देखना
potentially saves things for Liquid. You're
हाँ
right.
ना.
Because if he falls there,
एक बी पे है
the whole of the A site
एक डिश
completely
पे है.
open. Now EG has to do a little more. Save still has full utility here, tucked into such an unusual spot at back dice. Jorgamo has nade for it.
You see players do use it in that portion. Safe underhand nade as well, preventing a deep push as well, but it is the tight squeeze.
LOL.
Wrapped around, Com pushing past it now. Have the shock in his face. Shock does to try and
Mara.
get through.
Oh.
Takes a straight to
अरे
tower.
यार.
Nats भाई कल
Nats and low enough that a single bullet will
ये
do it. There's
दो
another
HP
bonus
था,
round
क्या
for
ही
you.
भाई बोनस राउंड
It started
अरे
already,
यार.
Brett. It started already.
थोड़ा
बोनस
अलग
राउंड
ही
भी
हो
जीत
गया.
जाते हैं यार ये लोग
They win the
बंदा
pistol.
क्या बात है अपना
12
जीटे
out of
8
14
वाला
pistol
डिमन
rounds in
विजिट
this
के
event
लिए
won. Only one that
वही
they
जो फाटा का इमॉर्टल क्या गया था
Against
आज
Loud
लेफ्ट
on this
राइट
map,
नहीं
in
हुआ
fact.
देख के
And then
डन
they
डन
convert the
डन
bonus.
अच्छा था
So that's now I'm trying to
अरे
keep
बात
track.
सौ
That's
रुपए
9 out of 12 bonus rounds won as well.
मीर भाई
It's
कहाँ
just
पे हो रहे
truly
लबड़े
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And you see it with the
Mir
small
bhai.
eyebrow raise on safe space. How do they win that? It's not through any kind of elaborate utility play. It's by baiting out dry reactive info pushes from Team Liquid.
ए वो रिकॉन क्या सिर्फ वन वो रिकॉन मारा क्या उसने
Happening here. A lot of presence over towards Hordes. That's essentially
What?
alone when he's making that play. Cage down with the
ओ
Now as
बैंकर
well,
लो
play
करके
now
वापस आ गया.
towards it. Save with the sheriff shots. They do land. So Jogamo
फिर भी जीत सकते हैं लोग टावर खाली करना पड़ेगा
maybe getting a little bit too aggressive. They attempted to pivot there. I mean, that's is so gas.
ओह
Marshall
फिर भी जीत
ओह,
सकते हैं
before being traded. Sight is going to be theirs though.
जीत सकते हैं जीत सकते हैं.
She should be able to get this plan down.
And this is a major opportunity for Team Liquid to strike back quickly.
ओ भाई लग गए
अरे
This is why
यार.
Reasonable using the lockdown
Lag
to try and
gaya.
clear
Boppled
out.
by
Team Liquid gonna be
boppled,
feeling the time
boppled.
pressure again. Yampi going for a cheeky play. The time is running so down low here though, and he is going to get detained. Not going to be hunting this one out though. Probably going to be suspecting that he's actually in
वो लोग
spawn,
को
so
स्काई के बारे में
he's
नहीं
gonna be
पता
safe in that position. Yeah. And they're not going to be aware of this at all. This is actually a lovely play. I quite like this. I don't think Com's been
भाई
expecting
बहुत
it.
लवली प्ले है भाई बहुत लवली प्ले.
Oh,
अरे
okay, rifle aim. They know that tower's compromised. It's Yampi up there.
फिर
Now
भी
the
जीत
swaps
सकता है
though to
अभी
delay further.
Nice.
Ethan just left to hold it down.
Yeah,
So
nice.
pushing back again. And now
नाइस
one kill.
नाइस
Bustio.
नाइस. अरे
बस जीत गया जीत
No
गया
time. 6 bullets.
बंक्स भाई.
हाँ
There it is. Round win. Everybody falling in the end. No
क्या हो गया?
survivors on either side.
Yeah, safe choosing also not to keep the Vandal into the round.
आज आऊंगा क्या कैमरा पे मेहर
So,
भाई
weird one, but
I don't,
okay.
think that, I don't think that was intentional though.
Yeah, it's not going to affect the economy that
डिस्कॉर्ड में
heavily. either.
बताया तो
Alright,
लाइव का
everybody
यही पे
falls on
वो
both
लोग
sides and
प्रीमियम
EG
सीट
managed
पे
to get away
कैमरा
with
ले
that
रहे
one.
ले ना
You know, some nice
ले
plays
ना
there. Could
लवड़े
potentially
प्रीमियम
turn things around.
हाँ
I am worried
कितने
though
का
a
था
little bit about the
प्रीमियम
way that Liquid
सीट
are playing
बता
this defense,
हम वो
because
करते हैं
they're
गोल
staying
गोल
3 plays over towards a holes a lot, and so much of what they're doing is just. you
उनको
put
दो
out
बार
into
दिखाया
it.
मीर भाई
It's a very, very slow
यार
composition.
Just saying.
हक गया था.
It's
Literally
excellent if
हक गया
EG
था.
just run into them, but EG
Whiff
themselves
किया था, whiff
recognizing
किया
that
था.
if they slow the pace down, Liquid don't have that much ability to go and grab info around the map.
This double
मेरे को
smoke
लगा
is
ए
probably
एग्जीक्यूट
good
देखने का
on
बे
used to be much stronger in the chamber, man. You could have your chamber player.
भाई ये
shut up
देख
in
रहे
the
थे यार
walls like
एक
this
जगह
morning
पुश
here,
होता है
which is
टर्रेट
clearing
टूटता है
out.
सीधे टीम के
And
साथ
with
रिग्रुप.
the Omen one-way smoke on top of it, it was really quite difficult to chew through, but yeah, Hall's hold becomes a little bit weaker, doesn't it?
I mean, Red Guard was set up for a trap play over towards
अब आएगा मजा.
Cam. And now it's
अब आएगा
really
मजा.
stuck against a whole
Fury into the corner.
अब आएगा मजा.
See if he gets the value. He does. Redgar caught out.
Tight में बैठेगा. हाँ?
Swarming onto the location, but kills are being found. Two players already falling. It's up to
Tight
Tom
में
to try and
बैठेगा.
Stop this reflank attempt as well. He's an important one. Trying to take contact into two of these players. Loses his duel. So they lose the backside of four.
Thank you, I am Shubham bhai. Love
Nice
you.
one. Nice one. Lovely game. Lovely game.
Hey!
Grip close though, safe. Doesn't land it. Hit it at all.
हाँ,
That's
उसको
also
मारना
just been
था.
waiting and wandering right into the crosshair. Bustio, deep flash on top of it. Needs to be a fight taken and forced out of them.
अच्छा नेड है, जीत सकते हैं लोग अभी भी.
Popped off. That's really landing his shots.
नेड के बाद मॉली डालना चाहिए था बे मेन.
And a wide face into it. Yampi.
अगर वो मॉली डालता तो 1v1 फाइट होता तब तक.
Nice, nice.
Understanding what they needed to prioritize.
अबे हाँ उसने मॉली क्यों नहीं डाली बे?
हाँ, जैसे नेड देखा मॉली डालना
already
चाहिए.
dangerous though. Red Guard was set up, like I said, for some kind of trap play over towards Dish. Got caught on sight by the Hunter's Fury. And it is the reflank retake that comes through.
यहाँ पे वो नेड गिरा ना,
EG didn't
उसके
really
बाद
know how
उसके
to
पास टाइम
respond to
था.
it. They didn't
यार
actively
ये
go
बहुत
and push
crucial
forward
थी
to the
यार.
post line, but they
That's-
also
oh
didn't
भाई.
send anybody backwards to help with calm.
सेज है क्या वो?
And if those flanking retakes
Because
are going to
it's
find value,
healing
teams
my
are
heart.
going to lean into them.
घर
Liquid are one
जाएगा
of those
मार.
teams that likes to hammer
एक साल भी
home
नहीं हुआ.
strats that work.
Yeah. So good understanding from Team Liquid. Earns them the round win. First one on the board for them. Darts going quite far out here. Here's a rolling thunder. Anything else to push off of this? There's a snake bite at your feet. Ethan, he's being sandwiched and squeezed.
Oh
Showstopper.
bye.
And already the kills are
This
landing
is why
still.
I
Team
love
Liquid
EG.
again. A fast retake from
You
drop that
till
was talked
usage
about prior.
on
Wasn't
point,
aware of it. They get the
benchu.
plant down anyway, and look at the
हल्ट
reposition.
कहाँ से दी और
All
उसने
teams
रेस ने
playing close up into the spawn. They
भाई
realize
अभी
that
तक का
like-
बेस्ट टीम रहेगा यूटिल
Yeah, now
के
you see the
हिसाब से.
reaction from EG. Well,
Yeah.
they should have done their prior round.
बहुत
Nasty
तगड़ा
shot to hit. I
प्रैक्टिस
mean,
करा है भाई.
the nade pressure behind him still finding it. Redgar, last one left, and yeah, watching the wrong angle for it. EG.
Jogemo.
It's
Deafening silence across the arena, man. I could hear the primal screams from the EG players from here.
It's the ultimates though.
Fracture for the
There
god
is
util
no
usage.
team in the game right now using their ultimates as well as EG are. It actually reminds me of Fnatic at Lockett. And Fnatic themselves still use ults really cleverly. But the way that EG have been combining them together, especially on Fracture where you can access the ult orbs and get more ults
तूने
online,
देखा?
this team combines
Bugs भाई?
those ults
नहीं,
together
आंधा हूँ
to
मैं
win
भाई
eco
चो.
swing rounds like I've
बस
never
भाई
seen.
पहले उसने रिकॉन से साइड क्लियर करा
They're
स्टार्टिंग में.
playing 2025 Valorant.
Valorant of the future, I believe.
I mean, look, they're one away from being able to get their orbital strike online this round too. You know, they're using ults to chain into ults.
And, well,
Bye.
straight up duels as well. Listen, Soulcasting.
1v1 duel ले रहे बे. मेरे हिसाब से हो गया. Give up.
Can win it out.
खाया नेड.
Dart spots it. Methodical. Really?
हाँ,
Redgar?
ठीक है, मैंने
That's
देखा.
messy.
He's tagged
Bustio.
up there by the turret. Yeah, Bustio couldn't quite kill him.
Remember, Bustio's the IGL. May have been looking at the mini-map in that situation. Redgar, what in the Redgar am I
हो
looking
सकता
at
है.
again?
हो
He's
सकता है.
just silently taking
हो
the ropes
सकता है.
behind the
बंदा
entire
सुबह उठ के सोचता हूँ काम करूँगा,
Hasn't
फिर
caught
आपका
timing,
स्ट्रीम
but is
देखने
gonna
बैठ
be
जाता हूँ, तो
faster than
सोचता हूँ
they will
वापस आपका
expect on
स्ट्रीम
this
देखने
flank.
बैठ जाता हूँ.
Team Liquid
ये क्या कार्य
spank
बंग्स
the
भाई.
A-Force.
Sorry यार.
Take away that space.
Oh,
Position,
no.
he's got his knife out though, Redgar.
Regan
man,
bye.
please.
Love
That's
you.
unfortunate.
Oh,
अबे
But I can
hello.
respect it. You know,
Eco है,
this is the
eco
round
है.
to try something like that.
नाइफ आउट नहीं
When
जाना
you're
है
at
ऐसे
an
यार.
eco disadvantage, a player disadvantage. But the threat neutralized by EG being diligent and rechecking calls. So they're going to go up to 6 here. 6 to
मेरी
1.
भाई कोई सीन नहीं. Love you. Love you
This
too
is
यार.
absolutely
भाई लोग ट्राइंग में बेस्ट कैमरा पे आने के लिए. अरे मेरे भाई मस्ती कर रहे थे हम
everything that's
लोग.
been
Love you
working
यार.
for them so far in this tournament. The
तेरे को
pistol,
वहाँ पे
the
इवेंट में
bonus,
मजा आ
the
रहा है ना
plays,
बस. That is
it's
all
the
what
same
matters.
story. It's
Huh?
not the exact same tactics, but
Hope you are having fun.
The playbook is thick, man. They have so many different looks on this map. Individually, they're all popping off as well. And this is a real
shoot up
test for
करेगा
Team
लवली.
Liquid, you know, we haven't really gone into
पहले
the
बोलता
matches
बहनचो.
like that, but, you know, Team Liquid haven't played as many matches compared to a team like EG. We know that EG's in red hot form.
Yeah.
We've seen that consistently now over many series that they've played so far at Tokyo. And this is a match that's
Course
playing
by था.
minimum top 3.
Eco था.
yeah.
That's essentially what this is for. You move into
अभी
the
full
upper
buy.
finals, the lowest you can drop is in that top 3 position. It's a huge stakes on the line.
What? Okay.
For Liquid,
So
we
Bye.
need to see that
क्या read
step
है
up,
भाई
I
ये?
think, to try and get back into this map.
Team Liquid are playing an
क्या read
anti-lockdown
है
setup,
ये?
but not by north-side crunching, as most teams would do, with an aggressive composition. With their slower,
क्या
more
read
defensive
है
comp,
ये?
they're actually planning to just play full B retake. You saw
Free
the side
site,
from
वो
the
लोग कुछ
Viper,
नहीं कर
Nats and
सकते।
Soulcast just leave the site so early on. They're not caught by the orbital strike either because nobody had to leave.
Something that EG do like to do. They combo the lockdown into orbital strikes and Hunter's
Flank
Fury.
देखने पड़ेगा ये
Good
लोग
awareness
को।
from Liquid.
Okay, but now with the plant, Com gets his Hunter's Fury online. This is the threat though. Retake
Molly?
coming from many different flanks.
Gets 3 players onto on the arcade north side.
Molly?
Trailblazer leads this one in. They are slowly running out of time. Snakebite at his feet. His Hunter's Fury is being
नहीं
used
होगा retake।
preemptively. I mean, at this angle as well, straight into the spawn. Just too much to really watch for. The nade over the top, sails right through. It does collect the kill into tower here. Feeling the heat. EG
नहीं
now,
हो
Team 1
पाएगा
has to
भाई।
take a timing through the smoke. Will it be watched for? Team
NH
Liquid
के
are really
retake।
starting to do the most. Spamming into the smoke. Wild. It is blind. It is a pivot. It is absolute DPI increases as well as Team Liquid were just looking for any sort of possibility to get a kill.
नहीं
And if I
आएगा।
ask you, what won EG that round? Would you possibly say the ultimates? The fact that they had a free access to the B site because there's a
Free
lockdown
access,
on one
लेकिन
side and an Omen ult
बहुत
on the
सारे
other.
टीम्स क्या करते हैं मालूम है?
The
अगर मालूम
composition
है
that Team Liquid's picked,
तो
it's
एक
not a
A
bad
पे रह के
comp for
2 B
Fracture.
stack
I
करके
don't want that to be people's takeaway.
एंट्रेंस
You
पे
look at
स्पैम
the
देके
ult
डिटेन हो
potential,
जाते हैं
and that's
ताकि
why
बाकी 2
EG
लोग सपोर्ट
are
करें,
so
समझ रहे हो?
dominant with this composition on Fracture. It's
और वो
because
लोग का
they
read
have
था,
insane ults to play around
इंस्टेड
every
ऑफ
round.
फुल 5v5 retake
They min-max it. They really do.
वो
I
थोड़ा
mean, Team
बेटर
Liquid,
है मेरे हिसाब से।
their setup there did indicate to me at least that they had done their homework. And
कि अगर वो लोग ने मॉली वॉली डाला, स्मोक किया घुसने के टाइम पे,
particularly close up straight to the
तो at least
lockdown angle.
No,
एक
they-
एंगल वो लोग को
Nobody
नहीं
over
देखने
strike,
का।
he was pretty
क्या
far
बोलते
back.
हो?
They had plenty of players on the
हाँ?
north side as well, where they thought it was going to be weaker with the
But-
arcade reflex.
भाई जी तो पेल रहा है लेकिन
That
बंदा
is
लव यू मेरी जान के
all
डटा है,
just to
लव यू
say
टू
that
यार।
Liquid still had to
बंदा
play
उस दिन
5v5
मेंबरशिप
retake.
खरीदा,
And
आपने
even though they
रिस्पॉन्स नहीं किया,
approached
सॉरी।
it in the right way,
Love you,
having,
Bangla. Thanks for
you know,
everything you've
two
done.
towards
Happy
arcade, two
Fafa Day
towards,
to Fafa of the Fafa party.
Tree,
Love
one
you.
holding spawn, and then Red Guy
आज
went away,
X
so
Fafa
it was
Day.
free arcade. Like,
Fafa
I
Day
like
कल
the
था।
approach from Team Liquid, but they're still at that point having to play a 5v5 retake where there's ults on board for EG, and that's really difficult.
भाई एम
Ethan
भी
the
ऑन
whole
पॉइंट है
time
लोग
just
का।
acting as the final layer of defense in tunnel with his aftershock to stop the plan. An angle onto Redgar.
Solkas
It's
इतना
immaculate
एक
gameplay.
बाप
EG
player
are
है, एक
currently
kill पे
playing the
यार।
best Valorant right now. Whether or not they can keep it up is the only big question for me.
You have to see some kind of response from Liquid. There's a fast play, disrespecting first layer of this Viper wall.
भाई
Already taking
दूसरा
forward
किधर
steps
गया?
towards
Shock
arcade,
dart?
making a lot of noise in the process. There it is, aftershock with the boom bot. The emphasis there. Snakebite to push back anybody who might be pushing in the tower, and well, Soulcast pre-aiming the position of where he's expecting maybe the
उसने
satchel.
बूम बॉट डाला।
Pokemon falls, but he wants to refight. This does get the second one before it's traded, but the fight's just been
बाप
won out anyway.
रे,
Com got 2 from arcade.
स्मोक
How has he
किधर
managed
है?
that?
He's just alone when he's doing it. He's holding the angle as the, I'm guessing Team Liquid just trying to flood out of the smokes. But
Perfect
वहाँ का
awareness,
स्मोक
though,
किधर
from Com.
लेकिन?
he's brought it right back into their favor once more. EG have just been in control of almost every round. Now, this
जो
has been
स्मोक
still
अभी
down
डाला है
to
ओमेन ने वो डालना था ना।
control of Canteen, and look at it. They wait.
आप
They wait for Coleman to come back
कब
on
बन
to
रहे हो?
regenerate,
फाफा टाइम
to
मेरे
set
थे
themselves
भाई,
back up onto
2
the
साल
angle,
है।
but they don't actually take the space
पहला मेहनत
from it.
करके घर वर लेंगे, उसके
Looking at
बाद
the ults,
ओ
now Boostio
बहन
just
चो
takes a
बूस्टियो
straight up
फुल
fight.
फॉर्म में
Knows
भाई।
where he is, and that is
भाई
just
बूस्टियो फुल फॉर्म में,
precise. It's
बूस्टियो फुल
surgical,
फॉर्म में।
man.
So well
बहन
played.
चो बूस्टियो का फुल फॉर्म में
Incredibly well
भाई।
done there.
हाँ?
I mean,
My
you've got to see Com's
God!
skills in the replay, I think, because those are the ones that end up winning the round for him. So let's take a look. Dodges the flash, finds the.
क्या क्या फट भाई?
Oh yeah, just very good.
मैं full
Safe a little
confidence
late on
down
the
कर दिया
trade
Liquid
perhaps,
का।
but
ये
he
one tap
certainly
जो
think
मारे
that
तो।
he'll be able to get the line in the favoured fight with that flash. Team Liquid had forced into that round as well because they recognised there weren't any ults online for
बोल
EG.
दिया।
So they don't just want to go for an eco and grant EG more opportunity.
यूएस
to
में
build up
अभी
the
भी
ultimate.
फाफा डे चल रहा है।
Now,
ओह हाँ,
After having
भूल गया था।
won a straight up gun
आधे
round
तो मेरे
without a big
इंटरनेशनल
ult
व्यूअर्स है बे
advantage,
ये
thanks
टाइम
to
पे।
Com's 2K and boosting
मतलब
towards the end.
1800 लोग देख रहे हैं ना,
Now
800
EG
तो
have a chance to
इंटरनेशनल
go
है
ult
शायद।
farming again. Even if they don't pick up ult orbs, they're favoured to get them off the bodies of Team Liquid.
We are approaching the end of this first half, and it's just been non-stop. Turret takes the contact once more, but
Failed
Boostio's ready to
this
receive and shut it down. Oh man. Any pushback
सिटी स्टन करेगा या किधर स्टन किया उसने?
Armbot even spotting out safe, so he knows that there's one additional player, maybe more. Also trying to fight him out. Nate to set him up. It's a beautiful piece of util there from safe, but just buys him a bit of space. Does have the showstopper on top of it, but really you need to see a bit more.
मेरा भी जल्दी शादी होगी, धक धक हो रही है। अरे करने का मस्त है।
No, the pressure from the front is just too
शादी
much.
करो,
You're not even
जिंदगी भर you'll have a person शेयर करने को।
Should just take this. He does. Bit of a play now towards Halls.
लड़का रेस है लेकिन लड़के ये लोग हो रहे हैं।
Damn good.
कैसे?
Lighting them up. Last player. They know where he is. Safe. Threw the nade earlier. 3-2-1 double face satchel to try and set up a nicer fight.
Oh.
Can't reset the aim for the second one though. So 9-1 EG. This is just sheer domination.
It absolutely is.
Yeah, it's a team that's unstoppable right now. The playbook on Fracture.
9:30 बजे तक वॉच पार्टी खत्म।
Scratching my head a little bit at Liquid, not opting to ban it. Fracture is the best map of EG right now. They have so many different looks at it.
The thing is, Liquid just permaban Pearl.
Yeah.
So
Ustio
I don't
15
think we're going to see
पे।
a team in this tournament beat EG until their map pool works against them. Because
15
look at the map pool that we've got for this match. That I would say EG's best two are Fracture and Split.
भाई सेफ भी ऐसा प्लेयर हूँ जोड़ के था मतलब अबे बहुत अच्छे प्लेयर्स है रे लिक्विड में देखा जाए तो यम्पी अच्छा खेलता है सेफ अच्छा खेलता है रेडगार अच्छा खेलता है नैट्स अच्छा खेलता है सोलकर अच्छा खेलता है
available here. This is the same play that we saw previously from them.
Yep. Showstopper. Okay, Hunter's Fury into the Rolling Thunder. This time Jogamo will fall there. Red Garcia to contain. It is even fights being taken.
जीत गए fights.
It's that last line of defense as he just pushes up onto drop. Catches it onto Yampi.
पहला अर्ली पिक होने के बाद भी
likes to play in spawn
फाइट
here.
जीत गए
And already Boostier's just creeped up towards it, but is Nats going to be aware? That's a question because they have missed each other just like that. Granted Nats a kill. It's 2 versus 2 now. Ult, giving a bit of information. Look at Ethan.
रिपोजिशन करेगा अभी
No real theft, revealing his position. Still jiggling onto the corner. Spam down. Bit of damage. Com. Know his positioning as well. Just fired that dart off Snakebite to collect the kill as well, but no! He's vulnerable up.
ये देख
Shots don't land for Soulcast, left it up to Nats.
ये चीज होना ही नहीं चाहिए
Retreating up. To
होना
crossfire
ही नहीं
setup.
चाहिए
As soon as
स्पिट
Ethan
में
takes
आके वो
contact,
मार के गया
it's
है
gonna be a swing from Com. In fact, okay, well, Com just swings out while time's running low anyway.
Yeah.
They know the round's won. It's just so damn clean.
हाय मूवमेंट तो था
Really is.
अपन ने नहीं उसका भी love with this bot I want the 2 and the $2
Com has been performing spectacularly on an individual level for this map. He's really made
Nats
the
का
difference
BT हो
in a
गया
couple of crucial rounds, getting big kills there.
Nats का BT हो गया
And the one that he got from drop as well. Now it does look weird from Jorgamo here, but I do want to explain that this is a similar set play to one that they ran, I believe, against Loud. And so
बस भाई व्यूज चाहिए इजी को जो यूटिल यूसेज है उससे लग रहा है अगर इजी हो तो पेनल्टी हुआ पूरा तोड़फोड़ होगा पेनल्टी को बहुत ट्राई करना पड़ेगा नहीं 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 अबे यूटिल यूसेज जो ये लोग कर रहे हैं ना उसका काउंटर यूटिल्स भी होता है लेकिन क्योंकि वो एजेंट्स काउंटर करने वाले वो पोजीशन पे नहीं रहते ना तो वो हो नहीं पा रहा समझ रहे हो ये लोग के पास ब्रिम नहीं है मॉली डाल के स्मोक करने को ये लोग के पास ब्रीच नहीं है समझ रहे हो कितना बीटी है देखना रेस का नेड है ब्रिम का नेड है किलजॉय का नेड है डैमेज वाले यूटिल्स कितने क्रॉसफायर देखो क्या करेंगे
Man's backing with it. Nats though pushing all the way forwards. A bit of a tap onto the spike, forces out the aftershock. There needs to be an attempt and a play towards this one. Still low, Ethan. Last one left. Onto the spike, it's a tap. Damage done. Gets him on bit. He knows it. He takes the
भाई
fight.
स्टन हो गया था वो जिससे देखा रिपिक किया उसने
Are firing on all cylinders. They are
देख रहे
feeling
हो
it.
अभी इजी वाले रैंक खेल रहे ऐसा लग रहा है नहीं कुछ नहीं कर सकते वो लोग सबसे मेन एजेंट्स बहुत बाप है इजी का सेकेंड यूटिल यूसेज इजी का ऑन पॉइंट है थर्ड इजी वाले का एम ऑन पॉइंट है जब तीनों चीज ऑन पॉइंट है तुम लोग का दुनिया का कोई भी स्ट्रैट क्या ही करेगा वो अल्टी वाला राउंड में भी वो लोग ने ट्राई किया अल्टी वाले राउंड में 2-3 ही स्ट्रैट रहता है जो किलजॉय का अल्ट रहता है किलजॉय वाले अल्ट में ना 2-3 ही स्ट्रैट रहता है या फिर 3 बंदे डिश से पुश करे ठीक है और ये लोग वो करे दोनों जगह से पिंच करे या फिर ये लोग साइड से 2 बीमेन पुश करे और 2 डिश पुश करके पिंच करे, या फिर वो लोग सीधा ए मेन से आके लर करे और एक बंदा बी सिटी पे रहेगा, ऐसा मतलब 2-3 ही स्टैट्स है। या फिर एक वो है जिसमें एक बंदे या 2 बंदे सप्रेस होते हैं, लेकिन वो लोग को बीमेन में स्मोक डालना पड़ेगा, मॉली डालना पड़ेगा, वो सब, लेकिन इनके पास है ही नहीं मॉलिस। ये लोग रोकेंगे कैसे? वाइपर का पिट है, वाइपर के पिट से ये लोग को घंटा फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा है। जल्दी वॉच पार्टी खत्म होगा लग रहा है, समझ रहे हो? तो मेरे हिसाब से एजेंट पे थोड़ा सा
every single time. It has to be daunting to play against Clinton.
और
Yeah,
मैं
if you're
चेक
winning,
डिस्कॉर्ड फॉर
you know,
कमेंट
every
सच्ची
pistol,
बात
if
है।
you're winning both pistols on a map, it's something like 80% that you're going to win the map itself, like over the history of competitive Valorant. It's just disgusting what they're doing.
I mean, to put it a little bit in context, the second place team right now is Fnatic because they played one series. They went 3 and 4.
Yeah.
And then
This
it
is
was
by
like
far to
Clinton
learn
was in
to
fourth,
Aryan
set in
language.
third place as far as pistol wins are
Aviral, thank you for that $2.
Super, super done.
Bonuses.
Best watch party,
T1
thank
is in
you.
second place, but they have half the sample size as EG.
Yeah.
75% of the time to be able to start off a half 3-0 up is just absolutely disgusting. I have to agree with Josh and Brett. I think that we're going to be right back on the screen in a matter of moments because this is looking like it's done.
Yeah, with the way that things are looking, it's very clear that Evil Geniuses are men on a mission here to try and end this fracture right away. But I'm not trying to count out Team Liquid quite yet, because even though they're struggling a little bit, we've seen them put in these kinds of positions before. It's going to be challenging, but they are a team that can overcome. Let's send it back over to Brendan Sideshow.
ए सेम फोटो यूज करके तुमने वो किया, दिमाग तो है भैंस।
Seed coming into this event. All smiles from the Liquid camp as well.
Thanks.
You know, we're paying attention to some of the player cams, but EG are just too damn good with these pistol rounds. Let's see if they can add another one to the stat card, Josh.
I
Keep it going.
don't think they even need the pistol and bonus to win this game. But
That's a hot take, isn't it?
let's see if they can get it anyway.
Yeah, let's see it. Decent amount of util. It's going to be lobbed into
Give me
tower.
what?
Clear that one through. The nade and the Trailblazer. It's all used together, so they give up pretty much a lot of control
League
on
busy,
the
tell
side.
me
Now the
go.
swarm setup though. Look at the way this is being played. Soulcast holding it down. Towards the one fight. Wants to try and take it up, doubled up as well, but Demon One backing away. It's a squeeze.
देखना कैसे जा रहा है, ये देख जिंदा कैसे
Jumping
है,
over the top again. They're just fighting and reacting into it right up into
ये
the tower.
थोड़ा ज्यादा
across
हो
the
गया
ropes.
था।
You're not going to be set up for it. Left.
लेकिन तुम लोग समझ रहे हो उसका जिंदा होने का सेंस ही नहीं बनता जब
Pistol
क्रॉस
round
फायर में
lost
2 जगह
eventually
से
added
फटका
to
खा
the
रहा
ball.
है।
Com's going to be trying to prevent it. Isolates one of the fights. Where's going to be that? It's okay.
बच
Double
गया,
face with
बच
the
गया,
flash. Pistol round for Team Liquid. All smiles.
बच गया।
Gonna have fun with it. It's
Team Liquid are a team
Bench
that like
Dave
to have
isn't
fun,
he
keep
well?
the energy high, and also it's quite easy to brush off a situation like
Thanks.
this because you just go, it's their map pick, GG.
अबे
And you just think about,
फाइल का
you
वो
know,
गलत है क्या? हेलो
Yeah, this one's going to be annoying, I think, for all of the stats fans out there because, like I said, it's another...
That's how we're starting the game.
yep.
Yeah, it's
TNG फाइल ही
another
है,
one of those
क्यों नहीं आ रहा?
pistol round losses. They've only had 2 pistol round losses this entire tournament so far, both of them on Fracture. You know, weirdly
मुझे
enough,
समझा
both on
नहीं।
the defense side as well.
क्यों नहीं हो रहा यार?
Clearly a massive gap in their playbook. Potter should be ashamed.
Yeah. Got to go back to the lab. Got to fix that one for later. All kidding, of course, but should be an easy one again. Sights wide open on the A side. Of
हो
that.
गया, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you,
Oh, not quite. Oh, no, wait a second.
Boostio picked up Redgar from
thank you,
How's this
Plexon, thank you so
Uh-oh.
much, thank you so
Nobody's
much.
players.
I mean, you can't give him thrifties as well.
No, you just can't, man. I mean, the site was open, in theory. Okay, now we're going to be able to get that plan
Dancing.
down. Have to hold on to
Plexon, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much.
Up close, how do they want to take it? It's a wide jump spot. They do collect onto that one. The down as well. Nobody can follow, but it's just under save. Oh boy, it's crumbling.
पता
It's
भी है
crumbling,
उसको,
man.
स्पैम कर रहा है वहाँ से.
75 health. Got to do so much more than that. You've handed over the weapons. That is a thrifty
By
win.
Boostio
It's over
अलग
his tummy. He's
Boostio
hungry.
अलग फॉर्म में
He's a
बैठ.
hungry lad.
इको जीत गए बे.
Oh, God. Even when EG don't win the pistol, EG win the pistol.
इको जीत गए.
Okay.
हो गया, अभी पैसा नहीं है. मैच पॉइंट पे वो लोग.
Great shots from Boostio.
फास्टेस्ट विक्ट्री है क्या ये?
I mean,
Masters
whoa,
का?
what was this? We won't talk about that one.
Any
love the way that
stats
they've
वाला बंदे
taken this
इधर?
retake
Is this
forward
the
for us.
fastest?
I mean,
13-2?
Ethan, who's... Oh, he wasn't rubbing his tummy. He was tapping his chest. He was gassing himself up.
I like the idea that he was rubbing
I
his
thought he
tummy
was saying,
instead,
"Oh, I'm
but
hungry, guys. Let's wrap this up." I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. I couldn't hear it. Couldn't hear the comms.
The Boostio high-pitched pop-offs have been some of my
Thirsty by
favourite
बाप के
things to
लिए
listen
भाई.
to on these comms check-ins as well, though. So here we are, map point for EG. We had a strong suspicion we were getting there in this half, but not exactly sure.
Right here.
We predicted
Right
the
here.
exact way that we were getting to this point.
Okay.
Launching smoke.
भाई
Glad though the team
stats
just
इतना
laughed off a little bit.
insane वाला नहीं है EG का, लेकिन
Little worried as we headed into
वो
match two
अच्छा है
with-
लोग का.
They were all quite stern and stoic.
क्या बोलते हैं? Util usage और aim on
Stomping
point
off
है bench.
off the stage at some point. This is a common position that Cypher's
Fnatic also 13-2 energy.
close to the wall. The cam to just watch for a deep push out, regrouping.
Yeah, definitely something that Nats
ये ये लोग का match बहुत जल्दी
EG
खत्म
could
हो
try
गया.
to punish with the north side crunch at some point, but we may not even get there in terms of their defensive playbook.
Yeah, we'll see. Cam was again spotted out there. Nats is going to seek to
देखा ये चीज देख रहे हो?
one line here, but it's
ये
just
चीज.
contacting through. Trying to
कैम
take it
थोड़ा
one.
बहुत दूर से ये
Oh, the
पीछे चेक
paranoia
करने
goes
गया.
so damn wide.
वो लोग का टीम ऐसा नहीं करता.
Couldn't quite land that shot across their placement. Wasn't
Fire
good
on.
for it. So Yampi enters himself onto the
यूटिल
site.
स्किल
That's
जो
gonna be a
यूटिल
plan
यूटिल
from
डाल के होल्ड
Solgas.
करता है. अभी ऑफ गार्ड पकड़ा
South into
जाएगा
it.
शायद.
Have to hold this back though. It's up to Nats once more. Satchel. It's so damn wide. He's jumping and skipping it off. And
ओह मारा फिर
Quite
भी
get
एक
the
को.
two-piece. Almost getting it done. Left it into a 2-on-2. EG, this is for the map. Could isolate these kills alone onto the site. That's Solgas. Weak enough, he will fall. Sprayed. It's laboured. It's messy. Yampi's got the Seekers. Has to use it. Jorgamo onto half. Dodges the flash. Seekers in his face. And he still wins the fight out.
क्या
It's
करेगा?
just so damn clean.
कुत्ता बिल्ली होके भी इसने मारा है भाई.
13-0 by the way. And now putting up close to similar scorelines against the #1 EMEA seed.
Loud, absolutely dismantled by this squad.
What a reaction
It looks like-
time. भाई
At least in
खतरनाक
map
खेला
one,
मैच.
Team Liquid to follow. #1 seed means nothing for EG. They are taking down trophy lifters left, right, and center. We got Haven coming up next, which is, I think, the best chance for Team Liquid to find a weakness in EG's
वो
map.
लोग भी हंस रहे हैं
It's a
लिक्विड
map
वाले.
where Team Liquid have looked good with that double flash comp, and EG have
लिक्विड वाले भी हंस
something
रहे हो
like
ना
a
बहन से, वो
1-4,
क्या?
might even be 1-5 record in Americas on
अभी
Haven.
तो यार मैच खत्म हो
There's
गई.
lots of good
35
teams in that
minutes
region.
baby.
There was no real need to show safe down to the turret, was there? But it really was not the greatest omen for how Liquid were going to perform on this map.
Real. I mean, this was a very Liquid game in my mind. I'm not going to lie. It was a bit of a Liquid game. They're all smiles, a lot of individuality as well. We saw some amazing moments
हाँ
from
ना.
Nats as well to try and again back up, deadlift a little bit, but EG
कोई बीटी में नहीं था बे
have
लिक्विड
too
के.
much variation to how they played this
वो लोग ने
map.
accept
They're
किया, वो
too
लोग अच्छा
clean
खेला.
right now.
If you wanted to be harsh on Liquid, you could be. There was a lot of contacting around the map. It didn't look great, but I think...
Happy birthday wish का तो first time I have to celebrate alone because my one girlfriend is living in USA and I'm too far from her. निखिल बोर से many happy returns of the day मेरी जान. Oh, I don't know. फाटू भाई आपको कैसे लग रहा है फाटू भाई? फाटू भाई
तो अगर जीतेगा ना तो
मैं प्रेडिक्ट कर रहा हूँ
नहीं, लेकिन आपको कैसा लग रहा है आज आप जल्दी बाहर घूमने जा सकते हो?
अरे यार ये ऐड क्यों आ रही है
पैसा
क्या कर
कमाने
दिया
के
मैंने?
लिए, पैसा कमाने के लिए ऐड
नहीं,
जाता है.
अभी प्रेडिक्ट कर सकता है.
अरे यार रुक जा प्रेडिक्ट कर रहा हूँ यार
5,000 डाल दे, 10,000 मत डाल, पॉइंट्स नहीं बचेंगे फिर.
बात तो यार 5,000 डाल दिए वोट
क्या प्रेडिक्ट कर रहे तू पॉइंट्स वॉइंट्स डाल के?
कास्ट प्रेडिक्शन
हेलो
प्रेडिक्शन बस हो गया
हो गया
बे 5,000 पॉइंट्स डाले
टीएल का.
बट
टीम लिक्विड पे डाले हाँ
क्या कर रहे हैं मेरी जान?
अगर जीतता है तो तेरे को
अरे चोमटी है ट्विच में है ना एक नीचे फीचर भाई मेरे पास है 5,500 पॉइंट्स और पड़े हैं
बिंक्स को क्या लगा कौन से
और इसको लगा मैंने सर्टिफिकेट है ये सब नहीं करते हम ठीक है ना
वाह तो पॉइंट से क्या
मैं
कर रहे
क्या
हो?
बोलते हैं,
कुछ
5,500 अगले मैच के लिए रखते हैं, क्या बोलते हैं?
हाँ
पाटो भाई पुश टॉक कर ले मेरी जान।
तेरे को बैच भी मिला देगा टीम लिक्विड तो टाइप करेगा ना वो टीम लिक्विड का बैच आएगा ऐसे।
हाँ क्या टाइप
गाइस मत करना बकचोदी, भले वो पॉइंट्स के साथ कर रहा है, मत करना बकचोदी, अभी बोल रहा हूँ।
घंटा आया
अबे रिफ्रेश कर आ जाएगा, रिफ्रेश कर आ जाएगा।
पक्का।
हाँ
भाई जूतिया बनता है भाई फाटी। ट्विच में फीचर्स आ रहे, ट्विच में बहुत कुछ चलता है भाई, ट्विच है वो, ट्विच में बहुत कुछ चलता है। पागल वाईटी वाले बुंड मार देंगे पहंचो। भले वो फ्री का कर रहा है पॉइंट्स का, गाइस मत करना। और तुमको लग रहा है तुम लोग पॉइंट्स जीत के यू आर गुड एट इट और तुम लोग गलत रास्ते पे चले गए, इट विल बी वेरी हार्ड टू बी बैक, ठीक है? समझ रहे हो? बहुत पॉइंट से भैया हो। हाँ it seems like mal bunks. बंक्स भाई तुम्हारा माल जैसे ही है, ठीक है तुम लोग बोलते हो तो, बट prediction of match is different from mal, and please if you are doing from points don't do with money, that's my only request. Mal looks us language. भाई गाना अच्छा है हाँ? Thanks.
I'm standing by with Potter, who just came off of an outrageous stomp on map 1, as this just become kind of customary on Fracture now. But what do you think needs to be carried on to win map 2?
The same kind of confidence. You know, we're not playing to lose at all. We're just stepping the gas on the foot pedal, just constantly. We have a lot of good flank pressure, and we have map control across, especially Fracture. But even on Haven, we're going to need that to beat Liquid. So, yeah, just map control.
Thank you so much, Potter. Best of luck to you. Back to you, G.
Good coach.
Thank you so much. Yeah, great map control. That truly is the name of the game, and we've been seeing that time and time again, Paper Thin, where it's just very
Mumbai ka server
clear
kaya
that
Binks bhai?
this squad has a
देखते हैं
brilliant
इस
read on how they want to execute, especially on Fracture.
Oh, they're just absolutely brilliant, and I mean,
और मैं तो
it's
भाई
everything
क्या हाल है,
that
सब बढ़िया सब बढ़िया।
Two of the biggest takeaways I had from this map was their disrespecting of the utility that Team Liquid was throwing at them. They would just step ahead of it and play ahead of it and get ahead of it.
Guys, Liquid वाले को देखो,
And all, yeah, exactly, in the flanks. The
वो
flanks
लोग
are
वहाँ
all-
पे
their patience and their timing with them as well.
रेंज में।
This is just, it was just a masterclass. You know,
Huh?
the most dominant first half that we've
मिडिल रेंज
so
पीसी
far here.
बनने के लिए कितना लगा है
Just
अप्रॉक्स
absolute
1.5
brilliance from them. And yeah, you know, I said, okay, this Cypher from Nats, he's going to be able to lurk, he's going to get a lot of information, those trap
आज तुमको ज्यादा सुनने मिलेगा लोको स्ट्रीम
maybe
से
slow
पहले
them
नहीं,
down. Did anticipate.
तुम लोग को बताता हूँ क्यों। मैं एक तो 1 घंटा कल किया नहीं लोग, तो मेरे को आज 1 घंटा ज्यादा करना है, समझ रहे हो? समझ रहे हो? क्योंकि मेरा एवरेज चल रहा है 400 एंड इट इज वेरी फार फ्रॉम 1000। बंग भाई मोबाइल सर्वर डिसेबल शायद से कुछ अपडेट आ रहा रहेगा, हो जाएगा मेंटेनेंस चल रहा रहेगा यार, होता है ये सब, गेम है। इसी बहाने जो गेम्स खेल रहे हैं आज थोड़ा वॉच पार्टी में आएंगे, क्या सीन है। बिस्मिल्लाह, हमारा सबमिशन स्टार्ट हो गया सेमेस्टर का बेस्ट ऑफ
Sova players all over the world are rejoicing because I think you're going to see a lot more Sova on this map with the way he plays it, the way that he's so good at not only setting up his team, but just finding the angles, finding the timings. He does a lot of lurking, he does a lot of flanking with this Sova as well. It's a very kind of uncommon way to play the Sage.
Somewhere Jesse Bash is going, I don't have to play Fade anymore. I'm bringing out the Sova, baby.
It's my time.
He absolutely pounded this whole way throughout. It was just such a star-studded performance from Calm. Comes in, I mean, maybe not the top ACS, didn't quite get to see it, but certainly the highest KD. I mean, he was at one point was like 16-8, kicked things off really cleanly as well. This is just a gorgeous performance from him the whole way throughout. And from, you know, we're talking about the overall run back here from EG and how improved they have been. Calm did not particularly look good at the start of Americas. It was a really rough time for him, but man, the glow up has just been absolutely fantastic.
And you'd also see it, I mean, you know, if you ever get a chance, you ever come to the Americas arena and you get to meet Calm and stuff, you see just the confidence brimming from him. He has grown exponentially as an adult, as a player. It's been magical, genuinely, to see. Couldn't be more proud of him, and that's the reason why they were able to walk away with such a dominating performance. But let's go ahead and detour a little bit as usual as we take a look at the aim lab shoot-around. This time we're looking at Demon 1, who honestly, he was the talk of the town, you know, in Americas leading up to this event, obviously, because the world wanted to know whether or not he was going to be able to participate in this tournament. But now that he's here, it's been really nice, and I'm sure he's happy with it too, that he can kind of go into the background while the rest of his team, Achilleos, steps up and meets the moment, and then Demon 1 can kind of just do Demon 1 things.
And that's the thing, and what we were talking about during the pre-show is that you can
थोड़ा माल ओम पटेल, thank you for the cast those membership मेरी जान.
There are so many
ओम पटेल, welcome back to the cast those membership. बंग्स भाई कितना वॉचर्स और चाहिए लोगों पे, आओ यार मेरे को भी सपोर्ट करो बंग्स भाई को, जो तुम्हारे लिए इतना करता है, आप उसके लिए इतना नहीं कर सकते. अरे शुभम भाई, सबका काम बम भी रहता है, स्कूल रहते हैं, कॉलेज रहते हैं, ऑफिस रहता है, फैमिली रहता है, फ्रेंड्स रहता है, समझ रहे, इट्स ऑल गुड, समझ रहे. व्हाई नो वॉच पार्टी ऑन लोको. आई नो यू डू दिस फॉर द कम्युनिटी, बट खुद का भी ध्यान रखना करो. या दैट इज द सीन, दैट्स व्हाई जो भी मैं राइट्स लेता हूँ ऑफ वैलोरेंट वॉच पार्टीज, मैंने अभी तक कोई राइट्स नहीं लिया है फॉर लोको. दैट इज द ओनली रीजन, क्योंकि तुम लोग के लिए कर रहा हूँ, सिंपल. तेजस भाई, थैंक यू फॉर द $2. कोई स्पेक्स रिकमेंडेशंस नहीं यार. स्पेक्स और मेरा जो रिलेशन है वो सेम आपके और आपके एक्स के जैसा है. समझ रहे हो?
Times it is well known. Was there anything different that you saw that maybe caught you off guard or surprised you in that match?
A little bit how we used for ults were different. We know we must swap something up, and we had a pretty extensive anti. So some of the stuff was a little bit different.
कब तक सही होगा ब्रो, क्या
I'm gonna
चीज?
be honest.
पता नहीं.
We just didn't play our game.
Usually
So,
2-3 घंटे तो
like
लगते हैं यार सर्वर मेंटेनेंस.
Best of luck to you in map 2 and the rest of the series. Back to you, GB.
Thank you
यार
so much,
बेचारा
Fnatic,
सैड
and
था
I
और
just
उसको
like that
इंटरव्यू
it was
कर
just
दिया
straight to
बंच.
the point. They didn't play their game. I know that they know that. They felt it when they walked off that stage. But
ये
this is the
Killjoy?
time where Team Liquid turns it around. I know that this team has that capability to do so, and you just have to rattle some. And by the way, that
कैमरा
cost
हटा
me
दे,
$12
लोडे.
But this is the opportunity where you find a chance. I think Paper
यार
to
मैं
really
defamation का केस
rattle
डाल.
evil geniuses with this Haven pick.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, this is a map where, again, when I've watched Team Liquid on this, it's like they have such good
क्या मैं
counter moves
defamation
to
का
some of these
केस जीत
aggressive
सकता हूँ
plays that
यार?
other teams want to make, some of the unexpected plays. It seems like they've always got backup plans in their head, and to me, it particularly falls on the Nats and Soulcast. Redgar as well has some of these great moments where they're doing these counter lurks, where they're able to kind of anticipate the way that opponents are taking the space, what's left open for them that they can capitalize on behind that.
Yeah, and while I do think that this is the best chance for Liquid, and it's a map that they need to win, obviously, if they want to stay in that upper bracket, EG, obviously, no slouches on this map, despite being 1-4 on it. They still do rack up rounds. They make close series. The most that they've ever the least they've ever picked up on a map was 9 rounds, and that was versus 100 Thieves in a loss. So they still can fight back, and given the form that they're in today, this could still be very tough.
देखिए वो भी तोड़ दोगे भाई. Sorry यार.
Opportunity to come back into this one, and you'd be a fool.
भाई दो करके $20 हो जाएगा आराम से
For now, we'll send it back to Brennan Taichi.
आराम से.
Let's get this one started. Map number 2 in this series here, and this is, listen, that fight as well for that minimum top finish at Tokyo between these two teams. EG 1 map away now from potentially stealing it away from Team Liquid. And they've been on a tear, Josh. I mean,
मेरे भाई refund लो भाई.
in between, they haven't dropped a map yet in this entire run of Masters Tokyo.
How wild is that?
Yeah, it's
भाई मुंबई सर्वर गया. हाँ मैं सुना.
They are firing.
मेंटेनेंस चल रहा रहेगा आ जाएगा. टेंशन मत लो मेरी जानो.
is really the only
मुंबई सर्वर गया. इट्स मींस थोड़ा ब्रेक मिला है आपको लाइव से. आप कुछ भी कर सकते हो नेक्स्ट 2-3 घंटा. समझ रहे हो?
That they focus on seems to improve. Most recently, their Haven improved. They managed to get a win.
फ्रेंड्स के साथ खेल रहे तो उससे अच्छा कॉल वॉल वीडियो कॉल करके बातचीत करें.
Within Americas, beating NRG on this map
सर्वर आ
is no
जाएगा.
mean feat. Let's keep track of the pistol though. It looks like there's going to be a very heavy.
मैं नहीं वो दूसरा मीर.
I feel like Liquid need to win.
अरे मीर एक जैसे लग रहा है मेरे को अभी.
Get some momentum behind them. They're all smiles, but got to convert it into
a
potential win. That's disrespect shown off the rip by Demon 1. Takes the fight. Our Jet head-to-head already made manifest. There's a flash to set it up, but again, it's really a bit scramble, isn't it? It's a bit scrappy. It's contained well by Team Liquid. Com also gone for another attempt to...
Oh my God!
In hell!
What the fuck?
Away with that!
Bro! Bitch, क्या shot था ये? Hello?
Speechless. I can't believe it. He's completely alone on the site.
Bro, 16 HP.
On where Yampi is, and then just tapping away with the
16.
ghost. Look at his player react in the bottom corner. He can't believe what he's done either.
Bro, there is disbelief on both sides of the stage.
They're winning those kind of pistols as well?
Yeah, I mean, just get out of it. EG are winning the whole thing. They can't be stopped, apparently. After that, after witnessing that.
I'm confident that we're living in a very fringe timeline.
तू देखा फाटू?
It all started.
Days, thank you for the 20.
Getting that knife kill.
Yeah. Ghost Demon, love you, मेरी जान. Days. Thank you for the $20, yeah. Thank you for the $20. Sorry, job के चक्कर में थोड़ा लेट हो गया रिन्यू करना. अरे chill है. But love you too, Om Patel bhai. 11 months of Khas Dost membership is not a joke. Love you too. ये लो कर दिया. Total 20. Hey, $40 मिले. करेंगे.
Absolutely undefeated in terms of the maps.
Thank you, Tejas bhai. Thank you for the $4.
Well, Team Liquid might have found themselves an opportunity.
Liquid का mental health का full MCB है. क्या है देखना भाई. खुद के मार सकते हैं. अरे blind गलत डाला उसने. Blind अच्छा था लेकिन थोड़ा जल्दी pick कर लिया उसने.
Shock darts, aftershock into the corner. The utility is really being used a bit disjointedly. Is there going to be some sort of follow up the pool, collecting and colliding all sorts of players, and yeah, eventually collapsed on.
By utility on point by.
Slightly dangerous. 2 players surviving. It's not the healthiest.
Utility on point by
Okay.
On point.
Okay.
In what bonkers fashion are EG going to win this bonus round? Which of their players? I mean, what are they going to get a 5K with the aftershock? What's happening here?
They're going to do a quad push down.
Nerf का मैसेज आया बहुत पार्टी का बोलते पिंकी को दे दिया था मैंने.
Team Liquid are essentially just going to let them take that space.
Right.
Because the smoke at the back is going to push them back. And the quad push is going to collect 3 kills.
Right.
And that's how they're going to win.
Okay.
That's my prediction.
Well, let's have a look. It's not the best weaponry in the world for an EG bonus.
Nerf
it doesn't look likely for them to...
I don't want to say this, but you are a chumte ki gand, bro.
So they get the smoke at the back. They have deep A lobby control. The dash is active. Now they're going to wait for a good timing. Probably when the smoke fades. Going to go for something else. Here's a drone up close. Yep, so here comes the next level of disrespect, like I was saying. And at this point, yeah, has to use the TP to get out of there with the deep drone. Tags on Ricard. Are they going to push this further?
Yeah, well, you're wrong! You're wrong!
It was boosted with the 2-piece garage! I couldn't have predicted it, Josh!
2 घंटा मार के इसको भी एक फटका मारा 55.
Team Liquid rattled in a 3v4. And there's weapons
ये
down
लोग को
that
सिटी
Redguard
कंट्रोल
feels
लेना
like he
पड़ेगा.
needs to try to
ये लोग को
defend.
लेना
So
ही
that's
पड़ेगा
another player
सिटी
that's kind of
कंट्रोल.
isolated from the pack.
पैसिव नहीं खेल सकते ये लोग.
Presenting potentially like a 1v3 that Redguard would have to fight if the whole of EG decided to convert into him.
Can't give up the rifles here.
Raids नहीं है.
starting to get a bit of a collapse on into garage. Red guy. So line him up for him and take him out.
भाई कोलैट हो गया भाई, लेकिन बहुत गलत खेला है ये
Gives
लोग.
us highs, gives us lows. Recall. Star pops up, sets it up for the fight. But here we go. Team Liquid. Okay.
भाई
Win that go
बहुत
round.
गलत
No
गलत
bonus
खेला.
round win
ट्रेड
today.
के लिए कुछ नहीं था, भले एक
First
दूसरे को
part of
यूटिल लेके
Haven.
सपोर्ट कर रहे थे,
And Redgar having to do it all there. He was
लेकिन
really
क्रॉसफायर
good under pressure.
नहीं था यार.
Up towards top garage, had players all over the place. But let's take a look at
क्या
how
शॉट मारा भाई.
the first one.
ये भी लग सकता था.
Spectacular.
थोड़ा लेफ्ट करता, ये भी लग सकता था भाई.
For the EG players trying to overwhelm Redgar.
Come on, stand up again.
हैं?
Getting into it.
Rifle round on
EG वाले भी बोलते रहेंगे अरे.
That's a Hunter's
13 to
Fury.
मारा.
Kind of player that he loves
Abhi.
to throw out this ult as well, with little ideas to get cooked up by
पिस्तौल में
EG.
4
So
मारा.
actually save it for lockdowns most of the
और
time.
एक राउंड जीतते बच
in
रहे.
the same kind of play that you would if you were going for the Fnatic ult down mid. Team Liquid are cautious, but they're still
15 जुलाई से
forwards
असली
in
गेम
class.
शुरू होंगे.
Yeah, I think
कौन
Team
सा
One's
असली गेम है?
context
यही
is-
असली गेम्स
Okay, drone
बड़ी.
that deep into mid. Trying to time
इसके ऊपर
it.
कुछ नहीं भाई.
Activates
मास्टर्स
the dash
ऑन
now,
टॉप.
Aftershock as well, shot
हर
bad.
रीजन के बेस्ट
Will
टीम
we
जाके
fight
खेल
through
रहे हैं और क्या
Util?
चाहिए.
Close fight. The potential's on the board, isn't it? Demon 1 is on the angle here. So Com at his back, making sure to cover some of that.
पार्ट भाई कुछ रखा है मुंह में.
Now they start to explore towards a lobby.
And we heard from Kukuka on the desk during the last Team Liquid match. Team Liquid, the slowest team to be able to get those first picks online. Very cautious in the early round.
Redgar
That's accidental.
fires a shot, whipping a mouse around. That was accidental. Reveals at least that there's one player there. Now they're going to be ready for it. Look at this Nana swarm into the fold.
Ah.
Just obliteration. You can't walk through the choke point. Comms there, ready and waiting. He's got a
हो
100.
गया
Okay,
खत्म.
wants a piece of the action, piece of the fight. Right off into the corner. He's like, where can I predict the next
What?
player? Can't quite get the third shot off, but enough damage done to
Random
Gampi.
soul
Drops into 45.
मास्टर्स और चैंपियंस में क्या डिफरेंस है? अगर आपने ध्यान से देखा रहेगा तो चैंपियंस के बाद मास्टर्स हुआ.
To be honest with you,
समझ रहे हो?
I think Redgar's calling is
Champions
fairly decent in that
is
spot.
champions.
They put a little bit of pressure garage. They don't actually
And
flat,
masters is masters.
get into that area fully. They don't hear
समझे?
any Killjoy utility. Maybe they feel like they don't need to. They go back over to A, and it's only the Killjoy set up here until Ethan got himself into the spot.
समझ रहे हो?
The big problem to me is that he gives away that they're contacting into that area by just
firing a shot.
nervously, miss.
चैंपियंस बड़ा है. या.
Slamming the mouse into the keyboard.
मास्टर के बाद चैंपियंस होता है. वही. मास्टर्स के बाद चैंपियन होता है. फिर उसके बाद वापस
I do
मास्टर्स
though
होता है.
like the
समझ
way
रहे
that EG was playing the defensive
So,
set. Normally, like
Masters
I said,
is
there's going to be
Masters
Killjoy
and,
utility in the garage.
Champions
That
is
time,
Champions.
It was just Demon 1 looking for a fight.
Huh?
Sometimes teams are a bit sloppy in terms of how they
Basically,
take
it's like
garage control,
T20
they
and
expect just
T50.
to be out by a turret or an alarm bot.
Oh, that damage. Predicting that Orb's going to be
हक दिया क्या मैंने?
bring Gambi down to 1 HP.
हक देगा?
The
गाइस ये
heal,
3 घंटा का नींद का गलती
EG
है.
are
अभी
also
बोल रहा हूँ.
playing a
ठीक है.
different defensive setup here, Brand, where they've got Ethan and Demon 1 at the start of the round predicting a B hit. They have Nano Swarms ready for safe to go for that updraft play that the EMEA teams like to do.
Here we go now. Flashes. Full line to push it back as well.
P50 नहीं होता क्या?
The utility
Sorry.
exchange as well pumped one way to next. There isn't really too much committal here. Exploration.
यार मैं हंसा रहा था
Hoping
यार.
maybe
Sorry
for a
यार.
rotation from B.
None of this makes too much sense to me, Brand, because they haven't
P50 क्या
pushed
था?
combo
50
forward.
ओवर का क्या होता था फिर?
They needed a smoke there or something.
Yeah. Now does
माफ
smoke.
करे, माफ
Throw
करे.
it. Just try and fake that A pressure. And press
ओडी
the
होता
stroke's
है.
gonna be used
ओडी
now.
होता है. ठीक.
Only spotting the one.
Does it
Very
pull
nice,
anybody
very
away
nice.
from C? This is designed to be a C re-hit.
I don't think there was enough behind that A hit.
No.
Comms calling is like, guys.
मैं
this is
चैट में
fake.
पढ़ रहा गेम देख रहा
No
हूँ.
one is budging from
Wow,
EG.
what a brilliant game.
Maintaining the ground. Not giving up the space. Here comes through into drone. All the way through. It was an
Bye,
anti-flash
boost ये
position
fulfill
play.
कर रहा है
The
भाई.
booster still collects the 2 kills. Redgar's in the spawn.
अबे ओडी
20
नहीं
seconds
ओडी.
left.
अबे लवड़े.
Potential. The round might have just been overcooked
पागल हो गया.
entirely. That's his last one left.
हाँ, फट भाई 2-0. चलो.
4-1. Looking like a similar beginning to Fracture.
ODI होता है. OD नहीं. अरे ODI ही बोला मैंने.
Kind of in. All the
हाँ.
players individually firing off. They have really good ideas. The structure
OD?
behind some of their setups as well. It's always got a backup to it.
यार difficult नाम
But this
कैसे
attack
रखा
round,
किसने?
Not a fan. I mean, I don't think it made sense the way that they were trying to
O
push people
space
around the
D
map.
space
They
I
had early
O
pressure
D
towards
I.
C
समझा
that felt
समझा
real,
समझा.
and you know there was a bit of backing behind it.
2-0
but they never
baby.
had anybody deep down A. They weren't trying to create A pressure afterwards. I don't know. Overcooked, I think, a little bit. You think back to how Liquid were able to deal with an on-form EDG and eventually get that across the line. To me, it was putting safe in positions to carry them. Getting aggressive executes like this.
Dash into the dog.
Free B side.
So safe doesn't quite get into the site entirely, but they do have B control now.
Ulti?
Starting to the plant. Stun. Fault line. Everybody really just unable to play
Miss
that
कर
one.
दिया
Spam
उसने.
coming straight through the smoke. Nats is able to collect it still with the crossfire setup onto the rifles.
फिर भी जीत गए लोग.
Nats are still left alive. They got to try and stop Demon 1 though. The reposition here is so
ओ
intelligent.
उसने ब्रिज के
Smoke drop
दिमाग
down,
के
it
साथ
could be
खेल लिया.
anywhere. He leaves Yampi guessing.
अभी मालूम पड़ गया ब्रिज को यहाँ
Crossfire
पे.
setup. They're trying to reclear towards spawn. They don't know where he could be. Just misses the timing on that one.
That's great from Yampi though.
Both of them had to
Half
clear
हो
this one.
सकता है
Space granted to them. Left just down to Ethan. Stun in his face. He's got half on the
उसको
defuse.
पता है
Buys
half
himself
हुआ.
some time. 3 seconds till the fault line. Has to take a fight though. Taps it.
Oh.
It's the 3-2-1 swing. And it's clean from Team
भाई
Liquid.
दिमाग के साथ खेल लिया था. अगर वो किलजे क्लियर नहीं करता था ना वो उसका वाला एंगल बेस वाला
Guardians
तो
and ghosts across the board, but he
ब्रिज
still
पक्का
got the
विंडो
round
चला
on the
जाता.
board. That's the important point.
और किलजे ब्रिज के विंडो के नीचे रहता था ना तो
They just
खत्म
look
था.
better.
ये भी
Because
राउंड.
what I've been impressed with about Team Liquid is the way that safe
बाप
entries
रे.
and the plans that they come up with in the post plan. Not all of
भाई
this
टाइमिंग
slowly
देख रहे हो लेकिन हाँ?
moving around playing the info game. I think that's actually
Bench.
where they've looked a little weak. So
भाई
I'm
क्या
fully in
बाप
favour
खेल रहा है
of
ना
running
EG?
more fast hits like that.
Let's go.
A lot of the time, Boostio's been putting his utility to try to deny those fast B pops. This time he's got one nano swarm over there.
कौन सा कॉफी पी रहे हैं
It
लोग
doesn't
पता
always
नहीं
have
वो
to
लोग
be
क्या पी
towards
रहे हैं.
B.
एनर्जी ड्रिंक भी हो सकता है, चाय भी हो सकता है, कॉफी भी हो सकता है, पता नहीं.
Smoke does obfuscate quite a bit towards A lobby. Now the dog. Straight into garage. Alarm bot dealt with. Never smoked across.
You
Finds
should
some space in the
run.
lockdown, but they're backing away from this immediately, giving up the control. It's a lockdown used in response to try and push them back. So
I like this.
Ult for an ult.
Yeah, but it allows Team Liquid to go towards B, and they only have to worry about the A
ओ
connect. Here it is. Yeah.
बाप रे.
Draft. To the dash as well after shock deep into the corner. Spam onto the common angle here, just in case there is that refight attempt, which there is. We can see this.
ओ बाप रे. ए बिग फैन किया.
Hop, jump, resetting the aim. Shorty's out.
बाप रे.
Doesn't get dicey, doesn't get dangerous.
भाई
Boostio
ये
more than back
strat
in, but with no support, it's
sexy
more
था.
left to try and retake with the op. He has to save this.
ये
now.
strat
Back away. Another
sexy
round
था.
win for Team Liquid.
हाँ?
And another faster round too. They instantly took garage control, lockdown, stops any defenders.
it the
beating
comebacks?
C connector, go back, pivot B.
आप किसको
plant,
सपोर्ट
fight
कर
A
रहे हो
connector.
EG?
These are the rounds where I feel like Team Liquid show brilliance. These are the rounds that they need to be pulling out more and more often if they want to beat Eagles
Diversities
geniuses.
याद रखूंगा मैं.
It has to come here on Haven.
They won the op. You're right. The faster plays are working out.
I mean, God knows for Liquid, they
Flawless.
were the dominant map here to get their mentality in the right spot because map 3
One
both
round
teams
at a
are
time.
good.
हाँ?
This
ये
in theory
mentality
should be
से
about the
करना
weakest
पड़ेगा.
that you're getting, EG.
भाई ये मास्टर जीतने पे क्या मिलेगा? ट्रॉफी,
Coverage there as
पैसा,
well. Refight
नाम,
towards the connector.
इज्जत.
Yeah, I love the call.
Good calls. Yeah, exploiting
Plot.
towards B as well. And it's where these round wins have been coming from.
हाँ?
Potentially because
हमारा
the setup
प्यार.
isn't quite, entirely their defensive with EG's utility, leaving it open for the retake.
मैंने क्या किया? बेइज्जती.
The fault line and the dart push them back away from A lobby. Means Com can farm up the orb without too many worries.
Redgar's inside.
भाई क्या
the
बीटी
smoke
है ना
short
ब्रिज?
again.
कुछ कर ही नहीं सकते ना?
Oh, here we go. Straight through there.
ओह.
Damage done. Lighten them
again.
up. Yep, Redgar's been caught.
Redgar was getting caught inside that smoke at short constantly in the game against Edward. And now he
नहीं
just
नहीं नहीं
pulls
नहीं
it out
नहीं
again.
नहीं
They're down. No smokes.
नहीं
So much more difficult for Liquid to convert.
नहीं
Position could be
नहीं.
safe for the updraft dash.
कुत्ता
as
देख
well
लिया.
into the
Oh
smoke.
shit.
The
Ulti.
dog, it catches. There needs to be at least some help.
Ulti
Out. Demon
भर
One
दिया.
backs
चलो,
away. Here's a
GG.
rolling thunder though.
गया round.
One left in the chamber here
गया
with the
round.
blades. Needs to land a shot there. So
गया
gets
round,
stunned them
गया.
still. Hits it blind.
गया.
Yambi can't see
सीधा.
a thing.
Straight.
It's left up to the two Liquid
Round
players.
is
Enough
gone.
damage has been done by EG. Still spawning it. Fault line used.
एक और blind
Know
है.
where at least one of the players is, and process of elimination now starting a bit of a reclear into garage to put the squeeze.
Shit!
Is a gap.
ये क्या टाइमिंग है?
We could have found it. round to the back rally.
round to gaya lekin.
That's the spike dropped, so it's going to be called out for his team. An impossible situation for Soulcast. Ethan with the jiggle just gets info, doesn't give away his life. Baiting it out.
Round to gaya.
Spotted it out.
But that all starts with Redguard dying in short. And that, I think, is absolutely brutal. He's playing inside of his smoke, gets droned out, and decides to try and fight it aggressively. Com plays it very intelligently. But I don't mind Redguard.
क्या alt मारा था यार bridge में.
But if you have an option to retreat,
Easy का util usage insane है ना. One step at a time, one punch at a time, one round at a time. Bharat bhai. Russian मिलेगा क्या Binks में? मिल सकता है.
And Demon 1 are going to have an explore down mid.
Yeah, fighting for it. It's a dash used. Even Abusio, they have to collapse and they have to help him out. There's a Hunter's Fury that was earned prior. Right into the window, it's over like that. Blink of an eye.
10 सेकंड में राउंड खत्म कर दिया. 10 सेकंड.
I love it. That is almost like the Fnatic kind of play, where you use your Hunter's Fury and you have a jet push down mid,
second.
but it traps everybody.
कोई
in that
garage
window.
push कैसे मारने कर
So
रहा
they
था?
have two people facing mid, one that's going to swing off contact in garage,
देख.
and
कोई
then
नहीं
also
देख
the
रहा
Hunter's
garage.
Fury is the final follower. Definitely ways of countering that, but only if you know that it's going to be coming.
हाँ वो भी है. True.
Amazing ult from Com.
Hey, that's another thing, actually, to give credit to EG for. They use a lot of tactics, but they don't copy them, they don't steal them, they invent them. They're, you know, new, different twists on things.
Yeah, innovators.
बिना info के वापस जा रहे हैं अंदर.
Team Liquid going back to the default.
खाएंगे
It's
अभी.
been working for them. Fast plays into B. Jumping around with the knives though, safe. Can't quite claim that kill. Bustio locked in towards the back. Cross placement is just set up.
ये भी
Almost
मार
a
देता
three-piece,
था
but
वो.
eventually shut down. Spike was dropped to one side of B. A lot of
जाएंगे
that has
क्या
been
लोग?
compromises. That deep look down into C. Flash play. Even one will fall. This is getting a bit awkward.
The map's flipped.
It's flipped entirely. It's an odd situation. Still eager to take the fight. Ethan is so smart with it. Doesn't open himself up, just continues to spam. Gets the warband kill here. They can hear the plan.
ये लोग C क्यों नहीं गए?
They got to know that the map has been flipped to some degree as well because they gave up space towards C.
C जाके city लेना ज़्यादा अच्छा था.
Safe. He doesn't know where Nats is.
That flash tells Com that there's nobody playing in the A connector, because otherwise, why would Soulcast be looking for info? So now Com can creep forwards.
Here we go. Right over the top. Soulcast, he needed to force an early fight here. Needed to win it out. He's been revealed entirely. Nats though, he does win his one. He wins the second one.
Crucial round था. Oh, by Nats, by Nats, by Nats. Nats with such a Nats play, huh?
Nats about the only player that was able to have those big performances on map 1 too. Take a look at how he does this one. Sneaks through the smoke. Ethan caught just pulling his gun out after using.
लेकिन ये भी इजी की गलती थी. वो प्लान देख के बहुत obvious था कि A लिंक में बंदा है. A नहीं, sorry, C लिंक में बंदा है.
They have an operator and an Odin now for Team Liquid to deal with.
A chance to make this a reasonable half. Dart misses, I believe. Meant to sail through that slight gap above the top of the door.
Also a risky spot for Com to play. If they go for any fast garage control, he has to just backpedal and pull the Odin out. But Liquid are heading over towards A.
Turret contact.
No, the turret I believe is in B. This is just a double setup.
Yeah, okay.
Ooh!
Some sort of queue, but the fault line swing.
बच गया.
They've just got setups all over the place, don't they, EG?
Including the same Nana Swarm that's down there. There's an alarm bot close to the feet.
Nats का round
They
है.
won't help him out here. He just needs to land the shots. And he will do just that. There's two ripped away.
क्यों commit कर रहे हो?
Bustio,
Nats को
under immense
देखो.
amounts of pressure, just feels capable of almost anything.
ओमेन अटक गया है अभी.
It's left up to players like Nats to try and pick up the pieces with this deep lurk all the way through. Chaos in the round. That is such a deep position that's being played in the spawn by Com. Look at this. Because he knows that the TP came through from Red Guy. He knows Red Guy's in heaven.
It's so ridiculous.
They're aware of it. They are certainly aware of it. Red Guy spotted. There it is, cleaned up. Now they're like, okay,
2v5.
sights over towards the other side.
बाप
And Com has got the
रे.
read entirely.
बाप रे.
Yampi with the plan, but it would have to be a 1v5.
Why Mumbai is not showing VALORANT? Maintenance, under
Find a
maintenance.
solo
Guys.
player. opening a fight to be
भाई
taken.
नैट्स का राउंड था यार, इसके टीम को नहीं मरना था.
There's a fault line. One flash available. The fuse being stuck by Com. Teammates
Planting
holding it.
is-
Triple face. They shut that one down. Doesn't get dangerous.
I know we're heading towards potentially a competitive half. There's chances that Team Liquid can get this back to 7-5, but it already feels over. I mean, the way in
commit
which
कर
this is
लिया
the second
बे.
round in a row where Boostio has been able to shut down Safe on the entry. That's a massive problem right now for Liquid. Safe is 3-10 on attack side jet.
भाई
when
ADG कैसे
normally he
खेला है
takes over
अचानक में तो
games.
गेम ही नहीं
This
है
is the
भाई.
guy that's
बाप
been hard
खेले
carrying
बाप.
Team Liquid at times throughout their run
बाप
in the EMEA,
मतलब
throughout the
बाप
run to get the
खेले
trophy.
Yeah.
And he just keeps running into EG players that have got the read, got the angle, and shutting him down.
Which is insane, you know. We were talking about the Jet head-to-head being a potential factor.
They're both at the bottom of
PRX
the
कहना
scoreboard.
next match हाँ.
Bottom of the scoreboard. I mean, this is Safe as well.
शाम तक आ जाएगा, शाम तक भी नहीं, थोड़े टाइम में आ जाएगा
Paved the way
मोस्टली.
for his team to get the win.
ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं
G
लगता.
jump spot was anticipated to a degree, but
Maintenance
shot
के लिए.
goes wide. One pinging close, like there could have been somebody looking up onto that angle. Just being explored.
कब तक आएगा सर्वर? वो वहाँ पे लिखा रहेगा रे, या फिर तुम लोग ऑफिशियल पेज पे जाओगे ना, मेंटेनेंस टाइम कुछ लिखा रहेगा.
Utility. They don't buy it. They know that Liquid like to fake this map control. So Ethan
ये राउंड जीत गया, 8-4 हो गया ना, तो
all right, no one there.
2-0
That
है
means
भाई.
you don't have to invest, you know, fault line, aftershock, all of that kind of
अटैकिंग में तो ये
built
लोग
up that
घुसने
defensive
वाले,
teams often would.
घुसने वाले ये लोग.
And Nats is sat here knowing now that he doesn't have presence in garage anymore.
बड़ी ना लेग.
Just
ए लेग किसी ने बड़ी.
couldn't be there for
खाएगा
D1.
नेड
Now he
वेड
knows.
खाओ.
Under
खाया
attack
नेड
towards the
वेड.
B site. There's a lot of util being used, lining up these players into the connector, holding it through.
एक.
Picking up
ओ
the
दो
rifle at the
kills
moment,
थे.
but only the one kill, and not aware of it. That is aggression towards the extremities, straight into the connectors. Team Liquid
Jet
on their way all the way
मारने
through.
में
That's his
कॉल ही
score
नहीं दिया
into it, though.
टीममेट को.
Locked down. Eventually going to be destroyed.
And Ethan already knows that this is headed towards
ओमेन
A.
किधर जा रहा है?
A 2v2 though, oh sorry, 2v3 that's very difficult for them to win.
Safe being healed up as well. That was the one advantage that EG had. Okay, Redgar, I mean, he's
Why?
going for
टरेट है
deep
लेकिन
load timing here.
प्लान काम का नहीं
Missing the
है.
shot or the kill. Damage being done. Dodging of the flash. The rifles in their hands as well. Definitely doing the most, but well.
भाई
Liquid
क्लोज था. ओ माय
contained.
गॉड
Also
कितना
set upstairs.
क्लोज
This is
था.
scrappy
ओ
again.
माय गॉड.
But they have made this half decent. It's 7-5. The chance that they can bring it back.
शीश.
Yeah, definitely. It's competitive, but like I'm saying, I feel like EG is still in control. They are just, you know, in a slim margin by the scoreline.
सबसे पहला गलती
do such unusual things in
जेट ने कॉल नहीं दिया.
You know,
एक
you've
बंदा
got
ये
Binks
लिंक में
even all over the
शायद
place,
मारने में
pivots
बिजी
from
था.
B to A to O.
दूसरा गलती सिटी वाला जब हेडशॉट लगा उसको लगा मर गया.
Well, that's the first half wrapped up as well. Send it down to the desk to break it down so far.
हाँ? ये तो इजी का.
Excellent half there, truly from both teams. It was great to see Liquid really begin to
लिक्विड
just
का
kind
नसीब
of
था
clean
जो
things
पहला
up a little bit.
जेट
But
दिखा
we
ना
have
उसको
to
लगा नहीं वहाँ
address
पे
the
हेडशॉट.
calm-sized elephant in the
वरना
room
उधर
with
ही
our
राउंड
rise
खत्म
and
था.
high-speed moment because
क्या
that
ना
was
छोटे
one of
छोटे
the
चीजों की
craziest
वजह से इतना सब हो
plays
जाता
I've
है.
ever
हाँ?
seen. That was one of the craziest plays I think I've ever seen in my career. That was just bonkers, man. The faces from all the players, Paper Thin, they were all stunned at what they were witnessing.
I mean, that last bullet is a fadeaway too.
I mean, there's no ambiguity about what Ethan had to say after it, but you can see Liquid not being, you know,
what do you
they're
do?
really kind of roll with it. I mean,
What do you do? What do you
after
do?
that, like, there's nothing else.
I
to be
want to
done
see
there,
old
but
bunks.
it's
और कितना old यार?
still a
30 का हो
tragic
गया
loss
था.
to
गांड
pistol.
मारेगा मेरे.
Again, EG managed to scrape by and maintain that just incredible
But the
pistol
thing is,
round win percentage.
I'm not going to give him
क्या लिखा रहेगा है? एक बार
because Calm had to
नोटबुक
clutch up
भी
big
दिखा
time.
देते कैमरा में.
Liquid did a lot of things right,
He
but it
got
came down to
that
those moments.
They did.
dog
Find
him
ourselves
up.
now in a 7-5 half, and had that not happened,
True.
this could be the opposite side. This could be Liquid having that added momentum right off the
यार
rip.
लेकिन
It could be
वो
a 7-5
feel
in
नहीं आ
their
रहा है.
favor, maybe even an 8-4 if they are
जो
able to get that
लिक्विड खेल रहा है ना,
under the
नैट्स
belt nice and early.
obviously बहुत अच्छा खेल रहा
Instead,
है.
it is
You know,
EG
feel
finding
नहीं आ रहा
themselves
है.
with the advantage. Granted,
हाँ?
this is their side
लिक्विड
selection.
वाला.
Now they're going
क्या
to be
बोलते
looking
हो?
over. This should be where Team Liquid start
बस
finding
मैं हेयर
their groove
कलर
a little
करता
bit
नहीं.
more, finding a little bit more comfort. But if things like that
Old
continue to
bunks
happen
ये
for
बुढ़ा तो हो गया.
EG, there's
Language.
just nothing that TL can do.
Yeah, I mean,
आपका
Team
बंदा
Liquid
किधर
looks
है
a lot
क्या?
better here. They're making better counter moves. They're kind of
Feel नहीं आ रहा
reading
यार.
a lot
Liquid
better. You're seeing
इतनी
some of
बाप
the
team है
classic
यार.
Mac moments where he disrespects some utility,
Yes.
comes in and clutches out a
मेरे
round.
को जेन्युइनली लगा था EG वर्सेस लिक्विड जीतेगा, लेकिन मैं चाहता था EG जीते क्योंकि वो लोग का यूटिल यूसेज ऑन पॉइंट मस्त मस्का एकदम बोलते ना कोने कोपचा तक उसका यूटिल यूसेज है बेंच। ये रीजन की वजह से मैं चाहता था इजी जीते।
Winning this one out. Map 1 wasn't really, the taste that I was hoping for.
Guys, same strat. Same strat. 4-1.
Maybe they can make it even.
Same strat. 4-1.
Similar pistol
अब क्या होएगा वो
to what we
देखना
saw when the sides were flipped.
It really does. So much emphasis being placed towards the Team Liquid, the paranoia. It's just running it straight into it, Ethan. He negates the near side. Still seeking to just again barrel through.
ये लोगों को stealing क्या कुछ करना पड़ेगा।
Holding further back, a tap onto
मारो
it.
किल जाएगा ढूंढ
Now
के
seeking
भाई।
to also just try and clear out that, but the right click, it blesses him with the one kill. They give up on that prospect for trying to remove him from that position. Instead, just taking the C side, planting towards the back of it, and Comma's already lurked his way to a bit of a further back angle.
Shit!
Again, the Trailblazer does this clear it.
बच गया।
Safe holds that angle. There's a flash in the face of Demon 1 and his
बाप रे नसीब।
pistol round for Team Liquid.
अगर वहाँ कॉम जेट को मारता था ना ब्रिज फ्री किल था, वो हाथ में वो लेके बैठा था। बाप रे।
But also in the match.
शीश क्लोज था।
This one was a must win.
भाई इसको
And they
देखना।
have a very similar setup. 4 players over here, but they choose to fight it even more aggressively. And the key is the
क्या मारता ना रे नट्स।
a tool that Jorgamo doesn't have access to on Astra. And it allows them to get extremely aggressive, push up there. And Nats plays his situation.
फिर से कॉम को 4 किया था फिर तो खत्म था।
Realizing that
ओल्ड बिंक्स ये मिल जाएगा। बीमार के नीचे।
he just tucks himself in garage.
नट्स भी ऐसा एकदम कंसिस्टेंट प्लेयर है ना यार। एक लिस्ट बनाना पड़ेगा लगता है मेरे को। Consistent players in Master.
Bit of a faster play, try and get the spike down some way or form. It's a fault line re-clear here from Safe. Smoke was propped up in his face, just needs to make sure that nobody has worked their way past it. But they are quite unaware. I mean, it's an early Trailblazer being used to push them back. They know that one player is there. They missed the timing on it. Oh my. Shots hitting with the Sheriffs.
So much danger.
Just like that, it's a 3 versus 3. You just never know, do you? You just never know. Quick reload. Get the bullets back online. Demon 1 low though.
And he's holding that angle, trying to take a long-range fight against Redgar with a Marshall when Demon 1's on 7 HP. The confidence is never lacking, but they're heading
Bio
to
blind ने
Team Liquid,
info दे दिया heavy वाला।
who have double bulldogs.
ए बुलडॉग सो को दे।
Dart's broken. Watching for the lurk play. Good anticipation here from Yampi.
Yo.
Pushes it back once more.
सो को देना चाहिए था बुलडॉग।
One now. Steadily creeping ever so closer. Com also taking a lot of damage in this one, so both the EG players are weak. Team Liquid.
Plant मिलेगा ये लोग को।
Com run away here, so Demon 1's potentially set up for a kill.
They're trying to noise bait and pull the rotation. This looks like it. Uh-oh. Demon 1 finds the first. There are players in front of him into the corner, close. Shots here, fired off. Not enough time on the clock, so...
बाप रे, close.
It's a little bit all over the place. I mean,
बाप रे उसने मारा 6 HP में headshot.
Expected to be Team Liquid's win, but you just never know with these EG players.
Let's go Liquid.
Yeah, there's some big shots. I mean, one of the biggest strengths of EG.
Oh, ये बाप shot था. भाई बूस्टियो फील कर रहा है
And the way
भाई।
that they've been able to put themselves in spots tactically to maximize
बूस्टियो
that.
फील कर रहा है भाई।
Yeah, the individual aim stuff you get to see on those rounds where they just have sheriffs on.
अच्छा खेला, अच्छा
EG
खेला।
have yet to drop a map in this tournament, and this looks like their biggest test to me. Team Liquid's best chance of being able to pick one up is right here on Haven, and they've got to do it.
पाटे भाई शान की हो एलियो।
Possibility is there for the taking.
तूने बोला तो
क्या क्या? अच्छा वो बोलने के बाद चूतिया है ना।
It's a dash play, flash into the back on top of it. Nana Swarms lay it down as well, so nobody can really flood into this, but he didn't clear the close corner, and the reposition from Safe is good, and so is the aim. This guy is crispy, right when his team...
Oh, क्या?
Oh my. He finds 3 in that with a flood attempt to Team Liquid.
बेंच कॉम और वो फील कर रहे हैं।
There's all the players at.
बूस्टियो।
He did a good job though, Solcast, getting over there. But now he's going to be stuck in a really tight spot. I think EG have made a very good read. As soon as they identified that Solcast popped his way over to C, instantly getting themselves back over here.
इको फट भाई कच्चा उठा के कैसे भागना है?
No utility to work with. Still over 15 seconds
आपको तो
for Solcast to get a flash.
वो भी नहीं आता।
It's a brutal one.
आपका जल्दी यही सीन हो सकता है।
Doesn't want to reveal his positioning.
बंग्स भाई आप तो वो भी नहीं कर पाते थे वो भी
He's hunting.
क्योंकि आप कच्चा भी नहीं पहनते।
Anything to try and win this round.
लेकिन
out.
आपको
क्योंकि आप
हो
कच्चा भी नहीं
सकता है
पहनते
आप
यार।
कच्चा बन के भागो अभी, समझ रहे?
Here's a flash. Drops down.
ओ बेंच,
Not getting baited by that, is he? Playing the anti-flash, realized it wasn't being popped immediately.
एक्सेलर भाई,
Shut down.
ओ एक्सेलर
और नहीं सुन रहा वो, और नहीं सुन रहा वो।
यार उसको बोलना कि जब तू कच्चा उठा के भागेगा तो एक लाइव स्ट्रीम वो करे आयरन। पाटो का कैसे पता आप कच्चा नहीं पहनते? वो आया था ना 2 बार मुंबई।
Jet performance from Safe.
हाँ?
With the bulldog in hand.
चोकोलावा गेम प्ले।
Now in round 16, he picks up the operator. He's got Op and Bladestorm to work with. They're fighting for Demon 1's ult orb here so that the EG Jet also has Bladestorm.
क्या करो बंग्स भाई?
No semblance of counterplay here from Liquid. They don't.
और ये
deny
D1
space,
अल्ट में
so
जो
they let them
मारता है ना यार।
Bladestorm up. Knives online for Demon.
नाइफ
1.
मारता है और क्या मारता है?
That's about trying to spot this
और
one.
क्या
because
भाई?
Safe could be a difference maker. He tucks into A. Great mid rounding here.
हाँ,
Nats
सामान
punishes
तोड़ेगा
him.
भाई,
कल,
सामान
Boosters alone
तोड़ेगा।
when he's breaking that utility.
कल
Very
कल
good punish.
बेटे।
इतना मुश्किल से
Usually,
सामान
teams
डाला है,
gonna
सामान
try and use
तोड़ेगा।
Nanaswarm to break that close alarm. Sorry,
Dala.
close Nanaswarm on the other side. Instead, Demon 1 choosing to shoot it, and Nats is ready. You can't get scared of them, right? The more you get scared of EG, the more you allow them to get away with moments like that without swinging, going for the punish. So I appreciate the Nats.
भाई वो देखता कितना पीछे से ऑफ कर रहा है भाई।
Brutalized, and the entire team did on map 1.
गलत रीड हो गया भाई वहाँ
Play by
पे।
EG dump. It's both flashes, I believe, used by Soulcast for information, and the Trailblazer that was broken in the top section of the lobby. Gathered a bit of info here, but it has pulled the rotations over.
ठीक।
It's the trouble running the sky. You don't get that concrete information in the mid round to make decisions like that, and so they just leave the site completely open. Ricard playing for his life here. Gonna try and flood back in with the retake. Jorgamo becomes another layer to the lurk. Turret also taken care of. That is drawing 2 players away from it. Fault line into the side.
ओए
Shuts down the jet opposition once more. Dash
Blind
into the
है।
back of the side, not
नहीं
wasting the
हुआ
time
कोई
of it. There's a
blind।
flash repeat.
कल का
Ethan
ब्लाइंड, कल का ब्लाइंड।
is also not able to find too much value. Fight. Beautiful movement from Soulcast, and they do just face it. Straight down the main.
नाइस नाइस
All
लेट्स
the way
गो।
down that angle. Good game plan from Liquid.
वो डरा क्यों लॉन्ग प्लान देने को?
Really
टीटी से
well
स्पैम आएगा
played.
करके क्या?
Love the fact that Safe now has a rifle in hand as they go for the retake back into C. And Safe wins that.
यार मेरे को लेकिन
Imperative.
ऐसा लग रहा है EG हार रहा है उनकी गलतियों की वजह से। जो
I feel like for this team Liquid squad to be getting big wins like this on the board,
माइन्यूट
they need
मिस्टेक्स वो लोग कर रहे
performances
हैं,
from
लेकिन
Nats and they need performances from
अभी भी
Safe.
फील नहीं आ रहा लिक्विड वाला
And that's what started to seriously happen in this defense side. We were talking about Safe being at the bottom of the scoreboard not too long ago, at the end of the last half.
Yeah.
Now he's climbing his way back up. Defense-sided Jet.
Stopping Safe from getting value here is going to be quite important. Nana Swarm, that's what the purpose of it was, so that he can't set himself up onto that
एक
angle.
शॉट ने लेने लिया उसको 30 सेकंड हो गया एक शॉट ने लेने दिया
Might be in trouble. No, Safe just gives up the angle, realizing that A-Long was completely compromised. It's a rolling thunder that pushes them all the way back, so they give up the side.
1 मिनट होने आने वाला है एक शॉट
So we set ourselves up now
एक
into a post
शॉट
round.
ने लेने दिया
How concrete is it, and how good is the retake from Liquid? Safe has the knives. Might go for a
जबकि
double
उसके
up
साइड
halfway
में
on top
आया है
of
वो
boxes,
लोग
but no, just wants to follow the Trailblazer in. Aftershock deep into the corner, cuts it down. Hunter's Fury is offloaded as well. That's Com just using it to
Hampy ने
try and
शॉट
punish
लिया
us.
पैंच
Again, the attempt for the retake starts to really get moving and get going. Boostio is going to have to really shut this one down. Just a stinger. He's low, repositions to the side, but eventually traded. There's still a pull.
पुल है
Jorgamo, it's going to be important that he stays alive in this one. Aftershock as well, delaying all this time. Ethan needs to be cleared out of here. Here's the defuse, but again, the pull is online, and there's the damage being done.
It's a
They
pull
have
था
to get onto this right now. The shot to fire it.
Oh!
Jorgamo is. Here it is.
Oh भाई साहब
Nice call in the moment. And so
1v4
much
1v3 भाई
So good in these spots.
यार
It's ridiculous how impactful he's been in
कैसे
this tournament run so
क्यों
far for
कैसे
EG. Clutch on rays, on smokes, prioritizing his life in order to get the pull off.
Nuts भाई कहाँ huh? Where's the goings Nuts भाई
बंग भाई स्ट्रीम भाई
Step up a little
नहीं
more aggressively. The rest of EG did a great.
गई क्या
This is
तेरा?
going to be a serious battle.
नहीं ये
Because
ट्विच की
Liquid
स्ट्रीम
look
गई पूछ रहा था।
very disciplined here.
अच्छा वो लोडिंग ना 1 सेकंड हाँ वो हुआ था।
Marble cleared. Oh, spam onto it. Right onto the corner, it's damage.
वाह अलग ही फाइट चल रहा है यहाँ पे स्पैम फाइट। Nats का HP देख।
Bit earlier as well, the alarm bot was broken into A lobby very early on by Safe, which is quite important.
स्पैम फाइट भी जीत गए वे।
A lot of the EG players in an attempt to
हाँ
punish
नए
the
अपडेट
fault
में
line.
कुछ
Trailblazers
स्पैमिंग
spawning
नहीं
in.
चलेगी याद रखना।
Boostio's talked about the way that he likes to call his attack side sometimes is just ask Demon 1, where do you want to find a pick? And then he pushes Demon 1 into that area.
यहाँ से भाग
Demon 1
पाएगा?
hasn't really been firing today. So they're going to have to adjust how they play these mid-round moments. Safe almost got a freebie onto Com.
Show him respect, though. He used the dash immediately to get out of there. Was worried about being punished with some form of
बहुत
utility.
पैसिव। कॉल कैफे आसपास के साथ ट्रेनिंग करी है।
Reinforce the defenses over towards A. Now there's not too much presence there. Asher Star up top. It's a
Ashton
deep
का
dart
training
across
कर
the
रही है
map and a
मतलब?
fault line. It really makes this feel like an A hit from EG, but they have no intention of
There's
going
why
over
I
it.
can't call
That
a
puts the
lot of
pressure on
people
Red
out
Guy.
there.
He's going to put a stop to this now. He's going to be calling. Here's the hit coming through. It's a lockdown. Good ultimate.
There's today's thank of the $5 Mil John.
Clears out. There's nobody going to be playing close. Nats can afford to take this timing now as he realizes they're all flooding back off of it. Aftershock. It's used preemptively. No one playing close now. A lockdown of their own. They have to try and break this one. Com does not get the kill. Being that backstab, sticking through onto the defuse. Yambi gets half. He's brought down though from the util. The timing has been poor, and it comes down to spam. The bullets are landing, raining down onto the bump trap. Will not save you. Lockdown away. One player detained. It's down to just this. Soulcast has to do the most. But he's shut down, and Nats is detained off to the side. It is half under the fuse. A potential is there. Turret's going to be taking contact. Slowing him all the way down.
Oh my god!
Boostio. Pure RNG. Spamming down the line of sight. But it gets the job done.
कैसे ने मारा Nats ने?
Team Liquid go for another retake.
माफ कर अरे नहीं रे मैंने
So it's going to knock their economy down.
दो तीन जन को मना किया
this kind of situation had Red Guard chosen to smoke
तेरा
the
सब
spike
पढ़ के
instead
बुला
of just
लेगा ना।
smoking the choke point. I think it would have offered more opportunities for
Hope you
Team Liquid
understand.
to
Love you,
attack
Devil
this
Cities
fight
guys.
down long, put pressure on those post-ban players.
भाई Nats
and
ने
not
कैसे
just
नहीं
allow
मारा?
them to spam onto
टाइम
the ping.
था मारने का चांस भी था।
And Red Guard also potentially had the opportunity to just use his paranoia and fight there because he knew that there was both initiators committed to faking A. Anyway, what's done is done, and EG have flipped the
ये कोई
momentum.
टाइम है लाइव आने का ऑफिस में काम करने की लाइव देखे हाँ सॉरी यार वॉच पार्टी का टाइम है
And
ऐसा मैं कुछ नहीं कर
that's it. Suddenly, Team Liquid are on the back foot again after looking so great.
I gotta give credit to EG's calling here as well.
तेरा दोस्त आएगा या नहीं कौन
Against IGLs of the likes of Red Guard.
क्या पूछ क्या
Systematically crossing off all of some of the most major IGL players that we have in the game in VCT. Just cross them off the list, man, because that was, I felt like, pretty well thought out by Team Liquid. Yes, they had players over there, but they had a lockdown to clear out the side. They had a clear idea of how they wanted to play it. But then it was EG that were one step ahead. They had their own lockdown to push it back. Yeah, it came down to a bit of RNG with the spam down a long angle, but they had util to play as well into their pose with the nano swarms.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, EG love to run those kind of fake plays. Boostio is very good at finding the right moments to call them. And they're playing off kind of expectations of the defensive team. When they use stun,
कोई लाइव नहीं देखेंगे वैसे भी नोटिस पीरियड पे कोई नहीं लाइव देखेंगे वैसे भी नोटिस पीरियड
breach
पे
composition is about those 40-second regenerative pieces of utility.
नोटिस पीरियड में मेरे को लगता नहीं कोई काम करता है यार दिल से शर्म नहीं आता ना ऑफिस में इतना सब दिया है तुमको बेंच
Quiet behind the recon, no stun used. Makes it feel like they're saving Ethan's utility to just pop into A, actually.
Yeah. And they've been doing some conditioning where they haven't been playing it up close. The smoke has popped up now, holding that deep flank, but yeah, wide swing, safe with the Blade Storm. It's a fight you do not want to take, so immediately Jorgamo seeks to play his life. Dash forwards here, trying to punish these players into the short angle. Flash around the back of the side. Red Guard's inside the smoke.
एक ही मार सकता है रेड गार्ड बोला था
Round and round we go. Soulcast eventually traded, but he did bring down Demon 1. Maybe it could be the difference maker, yet Jorgamo was not cleared out of that position. Again, he's got that global presence of utility. He's playing the Astra. Yampi with a ghost.
ये लोग को अर्ली मिड फाइट लेना पड़ेगा ये लोग को स्ट्रेट 3-2 खेलना पड़ेगा मेरे हिसाब से अर्ली मिड फाइट लो और दो बंदे वहां स्टैक करो जहां पे है
while Demon 1's
ऐसा
not even
कुछ
having a good
नहीं
performance.
खेल सकते पैसे वैसा.
And it's not just that he isn't fragging, like he's actually beefing some of these situations.
ये राउंड था,
that you
जेट का
expect
पुश
to
था
win
सी
9 out
पे,
of 10 times.
लेकिन अगर जेट ने
And yet
इतना
EG are
इन्फो
still
दिया है
winning.
तो
That
तीन
should
बंदे
strike
ऑलरेडी ए पे
cold
होने चाहिए
fear
था.
into the hearts of everybody else in this tournament. Because yes, of course, their pistol round and bonus round win rate are excellent, but this half, they didn't win the pistol. Obviously no bonus. This half, Demon 1 is not going
ये
crazy.
अच्छा है,
And
ये
yet
अच्छा है.
EG are still out there winning.
ये तीन
The macro play that's going so well here.
Oh.
Nats is pushed up.
ये
Sun in
अच्छा है
his face
3-2
with the
लेकिन.
drone. He's traded. Felt like he had to make a play in the moment. Now a rolling thunder.
उछला क्या?
To the backside of it.
missed.
Misses
उछला नहीं
the
है.
platform and the Cosmic Divide. There's a space and a gap. And of course, Redgar jumps right on top of that one. Still, they don't have control of Garage. He goes for the repush anyway. Now's a rolling thunder. They're
Oh
waiting for it. The transfer
boy!
can't be hit. Jogamo once more.
भाई
lands it.
दोनों
Safe.
उछलने वाले मिस कर रहे हैं
The last
अल्टीज.
one left. They don't know where he is. Could be backside, could be on the flank. You can feel it.
2-0 है यहाँ, बेस्ट ऑफ 3 है, लेकिन एक मैच ऑलरेडी जीत चुका
Middle of
है.
nowhere. That is a position you just do not anticipate.
भाई ये क्या स्मोक
Crouched down at the top
है?
of logs.
What absolute filth that angle is.
भाई क्या खेल रहे हैं वो लोग?
Match
टॉप लाइन नहीं
point.
मिस किया उसने.
EG, they 2-0'd foot, 2-0 DRX, stomped loud their domestic rivals, no maps dropped, 13-2, the most dominant map
Bye.
we've had so far in Masters Tokyo.
Sexy kill.
And you can tell from the reaction that they are just one round away from being able to seal up
Baap
another
re.
major squad 2-0. This is the new guard, Brett. This is the new guard sweeping away the old
भाई दिल जीतने वाला
rusty
टीम है.
people from before.
EG, EDG.
Yeah,
It's
new
ridiculous.
kids on the
हाँ,
block,
I
man.
think it's something
This
to
is,
do with the E.
EG squad.
हाँ?
You know,
पार्टू जो लेवल का गेम बेंच EG और EDG खेल रहा है ना मास्टर्स में, इज्जत कमाया बेंच. क्या बोलते हैं पार्टू?
हाँ भाई,
क्या कर रहा है लवड़े तू?
मैं तो कह रहा हूँ ईजी के इतने फैंस हो गए होंगे ना इस गेम प्ले के बाद.
हाँ, क्या तू बना फैन?
मैं बना भी हूँ और टीम लिक्विड का फैन भी हूँ यार.
एक चूज करे.
भाई डीमन 1 तो चला भी नहीं यार, तब ये हाल है.
Get rattled too often. Normally, they've got those big personalities on.
जेट का काम मारना नहीं होता, घुस के वो इतना स्पेस करवा रहा है भैंच. हाँ?
फिर भी
keeping that energy up on the
कंसिस्टेंट है
squad.
भाई, वो
Do they
टॉप
have
फ्राई
what
के
it
करता
takes
है.
हाँ,
to be able to
उसको
pull this one back? It would be ridiculous.
free clearance and a refight. That's a very wide face by Safe. He does not want to lose that one. Takes out Com nice and early, and he knows now that
नहीं
there's
मार
some
पा
presence
रहा
from
ये
the
मैच.
EG players.
बात
And guess
कर.
what? What do they choose to do? It's a contact re-clear of themselves. Not worried about it. There's a timing in between this, but Solkas is holding that crossfire angle. Safe on top of it as well. Holding that short push. Nats. Hey up. Hey up. What is occurring here? Demon 1. Demon 1 still alive and kicking, but not
almost.
for much longer. That's Solkas. That was all over the place, no?
Yeah, that was.
भाई नाइफ कर रहा था, बाद में उसको याद है, oh shit, पहला मैच आ रहे,
So
दूसरा भी
Nats
हारने
went
वाले.
for an info play down C and tucked
बोला
himself
सॉरी
in the
यार,
cover
गोली मार
and
देता.
was begging to go for a knife. And then probably realized.
गाइस अंडी मंडी 3.3 के वॉचिंग है, ठीक है, 2.2 के लाइक्स है, और वोटिंग भी 3000 है, वॉचिंग भी 3000 है. लाइक्स क्यों नहीं है मेरी जान के डटो? अलग जगह दबाना पड़ता तुमको, क्या सीन है? लाइक्स करो बेंच. हाँ,
The more they can get safe activated and use
Come,
the utility to get in favorable fights, the more chances they've got of getting back in here. He
ये
really is
अच्छा है.
performing
3-2
better than
भाई,
Demon
जब से
1
लोग
right now.
3-2 करने लग गए ना, ये
You
लोग
gotta grasp that
जीतने लग गए अगर
period
देखा
of
जाए तो.
form while you can.
हाँ,
Spam. That's a punish.
नाइस.
They know that
मैं
EG
चाहता था
love to play
3
for
मिड
these
पुश
walls.
और 2
Comes
ए
away
या
from
फिर
the
2
Hunter's
सी,
Fury.
लेकिन सेम ही है. 3 ए पुश और 2 सी या 2 बी.
Those are the moments you need to drag it back.
Early info, early fight, baby.
Series. Aftershock is committed for the turret, removes it, dash forwards with the knives. Demon 1 is not quite hitting, but he gets the
Oh.
refresher anyway. With Solkas falling towards the back of the site, any util to set him up, jumping, right click, it brings down Yampi, and no one's facing the backside of it, it's down to just Safe. He's got to pick this one up. The pieces all over the place, and maybe
बुलेट
Forge
में लगा
around
उसको,
win, but it's
स्काई
gonna do it
को.
against Jogamo and Boostio. Cosmic Divide is
ऑटो
not
मैरिंग
finding the
एक्सेलर.
fight. Big ult. Maybe enough
पता
to
नहीं
seal
यार.
it. The positioning is all over the place
तू
here.
बोलता क्यों है? Sorry.
Not sure what he's got available with the utility. Doesn't
लास्ट
look like
नाइफ
too many
कैसे
stars.
लग सकता है यार?
Out of space,
कितना
smoking the connector. I think
कितना
safe not
बीटी वाला चीज होता है. 4 नाइफ मिस हुए.
Nano Swarm on the spike at the moment, and Boostio's still
There's
got a
one more.
second.
Yeah, and it's just delaying.
The time here is
It's
not
taken
going to
away.
work for Safe.
It feels inevitable. Safe.
GG.
He's clearing all the usual angles. Has to use the dash just to get on top of it as well. Smokes it. Has to get half. It's the only way he wins this one. Another smoke used as well. And here comes the pressure applied. The run and gun to finish it.
2-0.
Evil geniuses are just not losing maps.
This run is something different. Something absolutely
2-0
different.
बे.
Because they're not just
टीम लिक्विड आउट नहीं, लोअर ब्रैकेट. ये अपर ब्रैकेट सेमीफाइनल है.
They are smoking people. They are taking your trophy lifters from EMEA and rolling them around. Map 1, the most dominant map that we've seen at Masters Tokyo. And map 2, they felt like they were in control as well. And that's without Demon 1 performing.
By the positive energy from the coach here. Huh?
We were watching his POV. He's not hitting shots.
यार मैंने इजी का सपोर्ट किया था.
Wait until he wakes back
Audience.
for one of the later games.
Hey.
Then you're in some real danger.
Hey.
It's just
Easy on
incredible
tops.
what the players like
क्या बोलते हो?
Boostio, Khan, Jorgamo have been able to put up. When you were watching them in
What
America,
a nice
it was
team,
all
man.
about
What a
Ethan
nice
Khan
team.
And then Ethan being that
Insane
big
team.
player for them. The other half of the squad.
Yeah, let's go easy. तू बैठ रहे लवड़े. Let's go easy, let's go.
The vibe, the run, they've taken it all.
Yeah. Immense credit
Sorry यार.
to the coach and staff, Potter, and the crew that she's assembled as well. I mean, the ideas are all there. The vibes are good.
What's
It's
that?
just tremendous. And it puts them in that minimum of top 3 at Masters Tokyo. That's the furthest that this EG squad can fall from this point on. That's what they've earned by knocking Team Liquid down to that lower bracket.
Truly unbelievable stuff. I think the team that's most similar to the way that they play is Fnatic in terms of how tactical they are, in terms of the plans that they come up with.
वो राउंड याद है 1v4 वाला. कॉम पक्का वही बोला. भाई 1v4 वाला क्या मटका था बेंचो. भाई 100% कॉम ने पॉटर को यही बोला. ए 1v4 वाला याद है क्या? लॉल. भाई 101% उसने ये बोला.
I mean, credit to Team Liquid. They were all smiles. The vibes were good.
Ah.
You know, they didn't get disheartened after getting absolutely stomped in map 1. They made map 2 a bit more competitive, but they will be getting sent down to that lower bracket.
उसका मजा था. मैप 113 आ रहे. सेकंड मैप का पिस्तौल भी आ रहे 1v4. और पहला बायरन जिट क्या उठना बे उठना. मेरे था तो टाइम आउट लेके उससे बात करने जाता भाई. क्या सीन है? इतनी खुशी. हाँ?
Cinderella runs all over the place.
बाप कहला ना इजी लेकिन
Pick your favorite up and coming team to do some damage because right now it
Sexy
is
कहला.
stacked to the brim. And still plenty more to go, of course, as well. Plenty more series left in the day. On top of it, that is going to be it for match 1, number 1. We'll see you on the other side of the break. We'll have the rest of the series to catch up to.
नेक्स्ट में किसको सपोर्ट कर रहा है? Fnatic और PRX. Fnatic जीतेगी सपोर्टिंग PRX. जीतेगी तो Fnatic ब्रो. Fnatic मेरे को एक बात बताओ भाई. Fnatic जीते PRX जीते ट्रॉफी तो EG निकालने वाली है. हाँ नहीं ट्रॉफी तो EG निकालने वाली है ना. तो काय का Fnatic और PRX EG on top.
अबे मैच 11:30 को ही स्टार्ट हो गया, जल्दी स्टार्ट हो जाएगा.
पता नहीं, हो सकता है 11:30, हो सकता है जल्दी. आइडिया नहीं है. जल्दी होना तो चाहिए.
2-0 हुआ था.
हाँ जल्दी होना तो चाहिए. कल का देख क्या सीन है. कल भी 2-0 हुआ था तो आज भी जल्दी होएगा.
उसके बाद हाँ जल्दी होगा. वही तो 11:30 तो बस वो 3 मैप के हिसाब से लिखा होता टाइम.
वही तो अगर कल जल्दी हुआ, परसों भी 2-0 था. Fnatic on top.
आज भी जल्दी
Fnatic on top नहीं यार. EG EDG सब EG on top. EG on top sir. मीर भाई क्या आप वहां पे सबको बोल सकते हैं कि मैंने EG को सपोर्ट किया था? मीर भाई लोबड़े वैसे भी कैमरा पे नहीं आ रहा है. हाँ 10:50 स्टार्ट कर रहा. हो सकता है, जल्दी तो होएगा लेकिन Here they think कृष्णा भाई
She's on Verizon, and she has
आपके
the new
लिए
My
स्पेशल
plan, where she gets exactly
ग्रैंड
what she
सैल्यूट ने
wants and
गांड
only
सैल्यूट
pays for what
लोबड़े
she needs. She picks only the perks she wants and saves on every one, all with an incredible new iPhone.
हाँ?
Get iPhone 14 Pro on us when you switch.
एंडिंग ऑन टॉप चाहिए तेरे को मास्टर सीन हाँ
Red Bull gives you wings.
प्रॉफिट तो पेनल्टी का ही है शायद चलो गाइस हम भी आए छोटे मोटे ब्रेक लेके ठीक है पेट वेट साफ करके हम भी आए गाइस अन्ना का एनिवर्सरी है जिसने भी विश नहीं किया हैप्पी एनिवर्सरी विश करो इंस्टा पे करो स्टोरीज पे करो कमेंट्स में करो यहाँ पे करो जिधर भी कर रहे हो करो इट्स एनिवर्सरी ऑफ अन्ना म्यूट कर क्या म्यूट करूं भाई चो अबे गाने का सीन नहीं है रे कॉपीराइट का कुछ सीन नहीं है as long as you guys are happy I'm happy समझ रहे हो आया मैं चटक के आया चाय का कप रख के आया ये सांस साफ करके आया
Welcome back, everyone. And Evil Geniuses absolutely stuns the world. A 2-0 finish with map 1 not even being close, and an incredibly competitive map 2 in Haven where they weren't even favored to win, and they walk away with the dub. Of course, Golden Boy here alongside with Paperthin as well as Achilleos as we break everything down. And I think we have to address the fact that there was a pivotal round that shifted the tone of this game completely and was a snowball effect. That was round 17. It looked like things could have gone very well for Team Liquid here, but Jogamo Paperthin had other plans.
Yeah, he really did. I mean, his Astro play here, this delay setup that EG has in this round, to just delay, with all of their utility, with these deep post-plant positions, even on an eco. I mean, you don't expect this on an eco. A lot of times you want to get up close and personal on an eco, fight it out with those stingers, with those, you know, dirty weapons, those shotguns, those kind of things. But this was just a brilliant strategy here from EG.
Yeah, anyways, at the most pivotal moment, because you're tied up, you're at 8-8, it's in TL's hands, you're knocked back, you have this weak bye. To be able to pull out a win like this was just absolutely immaculate. Then you go into the very next round here as EG just continue on with the dominance. They get forced all the way back out. They're getting set up. They're trying to rush the spike into the side. A lockdown comes in from Nats. It forces them to get the spike down and have to evacuate out to sea. And then from there, they're just able to whittle away at them. They find that follow-up round win. They once again start breaking down the economy on Team Liquid. They forced out 2 timeouts, just 2 rounds separated from one another. Yeah. So it was Emil just dumping everything that he had at his disposal to try to get Liquid back into this. They were able to find one more round at the end of it, but they couldn't try to make that run back into OT.
Yeah, and it's very hard, right, to do that, especially off of those eco rounds. You know, that we've really praised EG for putting together, and the emphasis that they're putting on those pistols paper then has just been so profound. And it's like, how do you stop these guys? Because it feels like they just get away with murder sometimes.
Yeah, they're hard to read. Like, they're all over the map. They're phenomenal with the sheriffs. They're phenomenal at just all their movement, all of kind of reading, making adjustments. Like, right now, everything is clicking for them. How do you stop them? You're just going to have to be better than them. You're just going to have to come in and kind of outperform them. And who knows if it's going to be PRX or Fnatic next, either one of them.
Yeah,
you know, obviously, I agree with them. Yeah, is it possible? I don't know if anybody can beat EG right now in this form. I think Fnatic has a good chance because of how similar they are.
Yeah, and really, when you think of phenomenal, one player definitely comes to mind. It's Demon One. He's actually standing by with Doug It Fresh for that Verizon post-match interview.
Thank you so much, GB. Demon One, you son of a gun. You guys did it again. We haven't had the chance to talk to you since you've arrived, but you've taken down multiple teams on the international stage. This is a different place for you to play, and we saw you take over Americas. What has the competition been like here for you?
I would say it's about the same. You know, it's still really good teams. Everyone's like doing the same thing. It's like, you know, you can VOD review or whatever, and like, you know, we're doing our thing, they're doing our thing, or their thing, and we're just beating them.
You're not, there's no like upgrade in talent or competition or anything
no,
like that.
I'd say
It feels the same.
Yeah.
That's wild. Given the performance that you put on in Americas, to be able to translate that to the bigger stage, if you will, is outrageous. I got to talk to you about Fracture, man. You keep picking it. People keep leaving it. Nobody wants to ban it, and I frankly don't understand why. What is it that makes that map so special for you guys?
We're just really good on it. I don't know. Everything we do just works, and no one can just stop us. And I don't know. I'm playing Brimstone, so like, and we're winning on Brimstone. I'll take it.
But you guys are, I mean, there are minor adaptations that you guys are making.
Yeah,
right? I was
100%.
speaking to Emil in between maps, and he said we were very prep heavy, but there were little things that they kept doing that just kept throwing us off guard. Are you doing that team to team, or can you give me a little bit of insight into that?
We are looking at like team by team and like what they're doing, and then like how to counter a little bit. But yeah.
You guys have been putting on an outrageous performance, and now I want to ask you this. You weren't even supposed to be here, right? You guys are here because of a knife from a coach. You make your way into playoffs. You guys work your way all the way up, and now you're 8-0 in maps. You haven't dropped a single map yet, and you're now sitting in the upper finals awaiting the winner of the 2 teams that are getting ready behind us. Just give me a little bit of what that's like for you emotionally, for you personally, the wild ride that you've been on this year.
I mean, I'm really happy and all that, but it's like, whatever. I just play the video game. I don't know what do I get to me like that. I'm just happy to be here.
Feel it after, right? When you're done. When the job is done, you can let it sink in. Congratulations on the win again. Best of luck to you throughout the rest of the tournament. We're going to throw it to the Verizon, the Prime Gaming. Sorry, that one was free. The Prime Gaming post-match highlights. A little bit more Valorant on the other side of this break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
2 teams from different parts of the world who faced similar adversity this season, but despite it all managed to persevere. No one gave them the time of day, but now this day belongs to them. Evil geniuses, Team Liquid, let's get it on.
Not shying away from the fight, is he? Takes it straight to tower and regains control of this one. Left up to Nats and low enough that a single bullet will do it. There's another bonus round for you. Giacomo falls, but he wants to refight. This does get a second one before it's traded, but the fight's just been won out anyway. He knows where he is, and that is just precise. It's surgical, man. Onto the spike, it's a tap, damage done, gets him off of it, he knows it, he takes the fight again! 13-2, this is the team that got 13-0'd, by the way, and now putting up close to similar scorelines against the number 1 EMEA seed. Com also gone for another attempt to hit! No way in hell! How was he getting away with that? Needed to force an early fight here, needed to win it out, but he's been revealed entirely. Nats though, he does win his one, he wins the second one, forces it down, and wins it for his team! Here's the defuse, but again, the pull is online, and there's the damage being done.
Time.
They have to get onto this right now. The shots are fired. They don't know where Jorgamo is. Here it is. Landing 3. But he's shut down, and that's just detained off to the side. It is half on the defuse, and potential is there. Turret's going to be taking contact, slowing him all the way down, and there it is. Boostio with 4. Evil geniuses are just not losing maps.
This run is something different, something absolutely different, because they're not just beating out teams, they're not having a close Cinderella run, they are smoking people.
This is Sadie. She's on Verizon, and she has the new My Plan, where she gets exactly what she wants and only pays for what she needs. She picks only the perks she wants and saves on every one, all with an incredible new iPhone. Get iPhone 14 Pro on us when you switch. It's your Verizon.
Sealing it with a kiss, sending my love, sending my love to you, praying that you are home. Sealing it with a kiss, sending my love, sending my love.
La 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 la. Hey, कैसे हो चैट, कैसे हो? टाइटल चेंज कर रहा हूँ, टाइटल चेंज हो गया. To be honest, I'm confused which team to support. Support PRX will win Fnatic. वाट भाई, क्या लगता है कौन जीतेगा? वाट भाई को फट भाई.
मेरे को लगता है कि वीएलटी जीत सकती है यार. चांसेस है. आपको क्या लगता है बंक्स भाई?
और ये पहाड़ का है वीडियो.
ये पहाड़ से आया वीडियो? कौन सा? हाँ भेजे फट भाई, फाइनली व्लॉग आ रहा है.
ये वो वाला है क्या, नज़ारे वाला?
हैं जी. चे 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 चे. और एक्सिलर कैसा है मेरी जान के टोटेस?
कैसा है पूछ रहा है बिंक्स.
कौन? मैं बढ़िया.
वेरी गुड वेरी गुड वेरी गुड.
तू कैसे है बिंक्स? क्या हाल है?
बढ़िया, सब बढ़िया हाल है, बढ़िया हाल है.
जेएनएल बोल रहा है.
क्या मेरे को जेएनएल बोल रहा है?
हाँ.
चल
जेएनएल बैक टू यू.
अरे बहुत सड़ी की भरोसा ही नहीं है उसको, भरोसा ही
नहीं
नहीं.
बोला ना इसने नारामी फाटू.
लव यू यार एक्सिलर यार, लव यू यार.
अरे मेरे को सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है, इसने हेडफोन पहना है.
हाँ कोई सीन नहीं, लव यू. भरोसा करे बहनचो मेरे पे.
दे भर भर के गाली को दो.
मैं भी लीव लेके आया आज देखने को. मेरे भाई रिफंड लो, दोनों दिन का लो. मैं तो बोलता मेरे भाई दोनों दिन का रिफंड लो भाई.
मजाक में बोलते हैं नहीं.
हाँ मजाक में बोलता है नहीं, मेरी में मजाक में बोलता.
Your views on Kang Kang? Million views. वो दो क्यूटिस का कमेंट्री पर बोला बंक्स भाई बातें करे राइट से, अभी करे बात. आप घर जाएंगा मोरे भाई. आपको हंसाने के चक्कर में पीठ दर्द हो गया इधर सोफा पे सो के. आएंगे ये दो टीम्स आज भी मेरा भाई खेलेगा. हाँ सीसी ऑन टॉप्स. व्हाट अ व्यू सर जी, थैंक यू. म्यूट रखूंगा क्योंकि जो भी डिस्कस करने का था वो हमने डिस्कस किया है. तो ये पैनल कुछ एक्सट्रीम अलग चीज नहीं बोलेगा आपने, समझ रहे हो? ये जो पैनल है म्यूट ही रखते. डर के वर्सेस जिंग बिंग, क्या मजा आएगा यार. समथिंग को मिस तो करूंगा. आपका भाई भी सीसी है यार, वो दिल से कनेक्शन है. आज जो हारा वो बाहर नहीं. अभी ये टीम्स अपर ब्रैकेट में है, ये चारों टीम्स. अभी लोअर ब्रैकेट में जाएंगे दो टीम्स. एक तो चला गया लिक्विड. अभी इनका जो हारेगा वो लिक्विड के साथ लड़ेगा, समझ रहे हो? और जो जीतेगा वो ईजी के साथ लड़ेगा. तो फॉर एग्जांपल फेनेटिक जीती, ईजी के साथ मैच होएगा फेनेटिक का. फेनेटिक वो भी जीतेगी, फिर वो लोग जाएंगे फाइनल्स, अपर ब्रैकेट फाइनल्स. बाकी सब नीचे, मतलब नीचे से लड़के नीचे से लड़के ऊपर आएंगे, समझ रहे हो? अंडी मंडी तुम लोग की, लेकिन 3 के लाइक्स ने किए, वोट 4 के होने आने. सॉली भाई न्यू कंफर्टेबल सोफा के लिए डोनेशन. यार मजाक में एटलीस्ट 10 के आया मालूम है. 2 दिन जो तुम्हारे साथ मस्ती किया सोफा डोनेशन में एटलीस्ट 10 के आया मेरे को लग रहा है. PRX जीतेगा. नॉट पॉसिबल. मैं तो लाइक कर दिया था बरू. लव यू यार. हो गया वैसे तरीके. आज ऑफिस से लीव लिया है इसलिए तेरा स्ट्रीम देख रहा हूँ, कल से नहीं देख सकता. कोई सी नहीं के पटेल. थैंक यू फॉर वाचिंग द स्ट्रीम एंड वेलकम. गोल्ड बाय चैट में सिद्दीकी भाई, वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग सिद्दीकी भाई. खुश रहे आप लाइफ। बंकरू, आज मुंबई का वेदर कैसा है? कोलकाता में फुल बारिश फील आ रहा है। यार मेरे को बारिश का सबसे बेस्ट पार्ट क्या लगता है मालूम? जैसी बारिश आता है 2 मिनट भी आया और बंद हो गया ना, उसके बाद जो स्मेल आता है ना नेचर का, ओह सेक्सी लगता है। कि अपनी इधर यहाँ पे पहली बार बारिश हुआ ना, फिर मैं बाहर गया तो मैं ऑटो से आ रहा था, ओहो हो, कैब वेब से आते तो भी मैं बोलता एसी नीचे खिड़की नीचे। फुल फुल्स फुल्स वैसा ईजी का 72% लोग जीते। क्या स्मेल आता है यार? अर्थ यार, अर्थ। अल्पा जहर डर के वर्सेस फॉर सेकंड जी। ओ वेल वेल PRX कनेक्ट। बंग्स बाय पेट्रोल सुनते हो क्या आप? लैंग्वेज भाई नहीं करता हूँ सब, लेकिन पेट्रोल और पेंट वेंट का स्मेल मस्त तो है वैसे। गीली स्मेल पसंद है आपको? मिका लैंग्वेज। माइंड फ्रिक वर्सेस क्रॉनिकल। यार तुम लोग ने सबका वर्सेस किया, मेरा भाई सीसी का क्या सीन? ये लोग ने गेको लिया है, ये लोग ने गेको लिया है, लिक्स मिला। गेको लिया है क्या? डिड आई जस्ट गेट द लीक्स? ये वो लास्ट टाइम का था वो। अनम्यूट, सॉरी, फिर से पैनल लग गया, माफ करें। वहां पे मैच चालू हुआ, क्या कर रहे हो लोग? चालू हुआ क्या? स्क्रीन दिख नहीं रहा भाई तो। बिंक्स वर्सेस एग्रेस, हाँ ये एग्रेस वर्सेस बूमबॉट। लैंग्वेज ऐसा क्यों लगा? दवाई बोल रहे हैं, माँ खुद ही पड़ी। लैंग्वेज। बंग्स बाय डीटो के लॉबी में G3 कैसे आ जाते हैं? तो रैंकिंग सिस्टम्स ऐसा है वैलो का कि अगर कोई बहुत टाइम बाद खेल रहा है, रैंक रीसेट होता है, तो हो सकता है कि वो नहीं है G3, हो सकता है। लेकिन अगर वो है एक्चुअल में G3, तो उसका मतलब वो पास्ट मैचेस बहुत अच्छे खेले, इसलिए उसको हाई लॉबी में डाला है। अभी वो जैसे हारेगा ना, तब उसको मालूम पड़ेगा आई डोंट बिलोंग हियर। समझ रहे हो?
We're going to continue to hammer this point home because he really
Fnatic का spelling
is
ए ज़्यादा डाल के मैंने।
I don't want to say the focal point of this team. I mean, if he's calling,
FNC
he
डाल
definitely will be in this matchup because he's going up against both
Oh,
of the
well,
greatest
well.
IGLs
फिर
in
से
the
करे
game right
vote।
now. But also, I think it's just that he's clearly just bringing a different vibe to the team, and they've positioned
Fnatic
their
है ना,
squad
Fnatic।
around that.
I think that the amount of time for a turnover on this
Pick out guy can nope.
you know, again,
really is.
even against a weakened DRX, I thought that they were still going to be able, they were still going to struggle trying to be able to take them down because of this addition having, you know, being forced to come through. But CGRS
Damage per round
rocky
86,
in the
घर
beginning of the
जाएगा।
first map, but then as they moved over to the bind, he goes to the Gecko, which has kind of been, you know, prior to that series, the only thing that we saw him play because he played Gecko on Icebox.
OG का क्या सीन है अभी next?
It looked a hell of a lot better, a lot more comfortable for
No
him from
idea,
him. And the
not
fact that he was
following.
looking that comfy while also IGLing the first time.
किसको
on
सपोर्ट
stage
कर रहे
with
हो
all
तुम?
his fans.
जीतेगा
Volumes about
Fnatic।
how well they've been able to integrate.
भाई
it and
वो
how
देखो
much
गेको
effort
है,
CGRS is putting
और
in.
पहला मैप वो है लोटस।
Couldn't agree more.
पहला मैप लोटस है।
Again, an impressive accomplishment for CGRS, something he has to be proud of.
रेस
The problem is
है,
that this time around,
स्काई
across the
है,
stage,
गेको
you're
है कि
facing
स्काई
up
है वो?
against the lock-in champions. You're facing up against
रेस है,
one of,
स्काई
if
है,
not
और
the greatest team in the world right now. A literal super team of EMEA's finest put together to forge this Fnatic lineup.
स्काई है
Every
कि
single
गेको था वो?
player here can
Leaks में।
contribute in an effective and meaningful manner.
पहला
Whether it's
मैप
calling,
लोटस
whether
होएगा,
it's the
फाटू भाई।
util usage, whether it's
शर्त
the
लगा रहे
ult
हो?
usage, whether it's the clicking of
फाटू।
the heads. I mean, paper than these guys can literally.
पहला मैप लोटस होएगा, ठीक है? लगा रहेगा 5000।
वीटो हो गया? वीटो हो गया क्या?
5000 पॉइंट्स लगा रहेगा फाटू।
वीटो हो गया? पहले बताना।
नहीं
वीटो नहीं हो गया।
नहीं, हाँ
तो
5000।
मुझे लग रहा है पहला मैप
हाँ
कौन सा बोला तू? फ्रैक्चर?
लोटस लोटस।
लोटस है कॉम्पी पूल में?
हाँ है ना।
एक्सएलआर भाई आप जाए लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग करे जाए आईआरएल करे एक्सएलआर भाई आप।
मेरे हिसाब से पहला मैच ना फ्रैक्चर होगा।
अच्छा अच्छा
नहीं नहीं नहीं, एक सेकंड रुको। फ्रैक्चर तो बैन करती है, सॉरी।
कितना चूतिया हो सकता है एक बंदा, उनके स्क्रीन पे दिख रहा है, कितना चूतिया हो सकता है।
बाइंड या एसेंट है।
अच्छा अच्छा
ठीक है,
डाले
आप क्या कह रहे हो?
5000 पॉइंट्स डाले।
आप क्या कह रहे हो?
लोटस
गोटस, ठीक है। अरे पॉइंट्स डालते हैं, हटो।
उधर जा चूतिए। ऑटो तेरे की मस्त चीज व्हाट्सएप करूँ क्या?
तब बता।
हाँ बोलो।
In the past, I just like threatened the cops on him because obviously he's not allowed to drink. And for
Yeah.
Boaster drinks non-alcoholic beer, and we all hate him for it. So, you know.
फट भाई ये पड़े फट भाई, लव यू।
भाई अल्फा जहर 18 साल का हुआ है आज।
हैं?
बंक्स भाई थोड़ी शर्म करो।
आप व्हाट्सएप पढ़े, आपको ज्यादा शर्म की जरूरत है।
That was one of the interviews of time.
We cut. It's one of those videos that cuts too short because.
मैं सुबह सुबह क्या खाया? कुछ
I
नहीं।
don't know where the heck Boaster is.
I think we need to run that again.
Oh man, but look, guys. I mean, look, Fnatic, right? They won lock-in, second in their region, but then they come here and then they roll NRG, and everyone thinks that this team is truly an unstoppable force. But here's a little fun fact for y'all: is that they do have a tendency, Achilleos, to struggle.
आप ऐसे कैसे हो सकते फट भाई?
Specific teams. Now, granted, this was 2020.
वाह भैया जी।
हाँ, क्या आप स्लाइड करके सर के बल गिरे थे बचपन में?
वाह भैया जी वाह।
तेरे को ये पता है कि नहीं? पहले ये बता, फिर डिटेल्स में जाते हैं। हाँ फाटू,
क्या
तेरे को वो पता था कि नहीं? हाँ ओ फाटू, तेरे को नहीं पता था?
नहीं।
अच्छा अच्छा,
क्यों?
कुश्ती है तो इसलिए।
They're just insane, like individually, mechanically. But B, they're so
Right,
good at
right,
setting up their
right.
team for success with their utility, and particularly Leo. I think the best info gathering initiator in the world right now. These Sophus guys. that he
Binks
has
versus
as
Exits
well,
होएगा क्या?
absolutely brilliant when he's on them. Yes, you're going to see a lot of him just clicking heads.
अरे
but
बहन,
he's better
mute
than
मत
that.
करो,
It's a lot
sorry,
of the way that he sets
बात
up the
कर
team,
रहा
and of course it is a entire effort along with Boaster to kind of combine all that information, put it into their computer, and spit out wins. But like they're just absolutely insane. I mean, look at these stats between the two of them. The KDAs are through the roof. The assist numbers are through the roof for both of these players.
Yeah.
Through the roof, मतलब ऊपर की
For
तरफ।
Chronicle in particular, you love to see it because as we
सुबह सुबह एंटरटेनमेंट तो है। लव यू बाय।
performances.
न्यूजीलैंड बाय,
Are they
कैसे हो?
gonna be
मीट बाय।
successful this year? Is it going to be rough around the edges? And Chronicle came out the gate and said, I'm getting myself a second trophy. Took that home, and now he's looking for a third.
Yeah, and which has been an immaculate run, honestly, from Fnatic, outside of losing out on the EMEA finals, paper thin. I do want to get your thoughts real fast, both of y'all, real fast. Who do you think's winning
Fnatic.
this one? You're going with Fnatic?
I have to.
I gotta go for
cannot.
Fnatic as well.
It kills me. It kills me inside to do it.
All right,
but-
little dead inside, right?
Look, if Paper X
Oh,
walk away with
Fnatic
this one,
bonus
I am going to be beside myself. I'll take the whole team out for some A5 Wagyu or something like that at the end of this because they will have deserved it. But man, I think.
क्रिस है खेलेगा क्या आज? समथिंग नहीं है आज। बिंक्स बाय आईटी में सिलेक्शन हो गया विद 2100 राइट। आपको क्रेडिट देता हूँ, थोड़ा कांग्रेचुलेशंस यार।
Rex, you are higher seed, so would you like team
प्लेयर किधर है इनका?
Team B, so Fnatic, you will be team A, and you can start with your first pick.
पोस्टर कुछ ना कुछ बकचोदी करेगा मेरे को लग रहा है।
Haven, map number 1. Side on left.
किया
And then map number 2. Side on
ए
5.
फिर से किया। ए पोस्टर।
Okay, we'll start next set of bands starting with Fnatic. You have a set, faction, and split.
समथिंग है क्या? नहीं
And faction.
बंक्स भाई आप तो
you're in
अंतर्यामी
set.
निकले।
Okay, so map number 3.
पार्ट
ओ, बस
बाय
भाई।
आप लर्नड हो। PRX के पास रेस भी है, ये भी बोलता हूँ, और स्काई या गेको भी है, ये भी बोलता हूँ.
First set of bans, we have Fnatic with Pearl, PRX with Haven. Map number 1 is Lotus with PRX on attack. Map number 2 is Bind with Fnatic on attack. Next set of bans are Fracture and Ascent. Map number 3 we split with Fnatic on attack. Go to both.
उसको बोलो फॉर्सकन ने मैसेज किया. मेरे को कैसे पता चला पता है क्या? मेरे को इंस्टा पे मैसेज किया फॉर्सकन ने.
बंक्स भाई,
हाँ,
सबसे ओल्डेस्ट बंदा वीसीटी में कौन है बताओ?
जैसी जे. मास्टर्स में नहीं हो, वीसीटी में था.
ये तो वीसीटी की बात कर.
ये मास्टर्स में सबसे ओल्डेस्ट पता नहीं. एंजल कहाँ पे?
Despite PaperX being the number 1 Pacific team, at the other side of the stage, you have a squad in Fnatic that have rolled one of North America's finest teams in NRG to get to this point. It's going to be a monumental effort from PaperX in order for them to take down the juggernaut of Fnatic. But when you talk about PaperX, well, anything is possible.
Absolutely. And
Navi
I'm
Angel.
still keeping my eyes on Jing. He had a stellar performance the last time. Can he continue that today? He's going to have to be the guy.
Will something return back? कुछ तो वीजा इशू है.
He's going to have a similar, if not better, performance than the last time they played.
I mean, not only that, but obviously Forsaken as well has to be in that conversation.
Considering you guys in terms of stamina, Fatu is the oldest.
और 3 साल है मेरे को.
He was right
भाई हमसे बड़ा है वो
back onto the
इंची.
jet. So I think that he and Jing as that dynamic duo back once again as the duels.
मुझे तो फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा भाई, मेरा शादी भी हो चुका है, काम भी अच्छा चल रहा है.
CGRS, what is his role going to be today? Is he doing more calling? Is he going to be more of a side caller, or does Forsaken really undertake that role once again? And
जाना नहीं है मेरे को.
what agents do we see from CGRS? What kind of figures can he put up? Because this is about as tough as it gets.
Talk about Durka.
जान पूछ कर ये चाहता है मैं जाऊँ ताकि ये व्लॉग बनाने के बहाने वहाँ पे आए, लेकिन आएगा नहीं वहाँ पे, समझ रहे?
आऊंगा व्लॉग नहीं करूंगा, पक्की बात है. आपके लिए मैं मूव करूंगा.
व्लॉग में करेगा मतलब अकेले नहीं आ रहा.
नहीं, क्राउड में बैठ के चीयर करूंगा बाबा, ये बोल रहा हूं.
अच्छा.
मैं अपनी घंटी भी लेके जाऊंगा और वहाँ पे सारे क्राउड वाले गोइंग क्रेजी.
आपका घंटी का साइज का तो है फट भाई.
Maybe. A lot of pressure is going to be on Durka. I'm really glad you brought him up because
Outgoing
like one of the things that really gives PaperX a big advantage is their individual trading ability. Like they are some of the best in the business.
बहुत गंदा लगा इसलिए नहीं जा रहा.
In their region.
पेपर है आज मेरा, यहाँ पे भी पेपर
I'm
है.
really curious about what PaperX wanted to run here. I mean, I figured CGRS was going to be on the Gecko. It's just kind of his perma role other than
क्या बोला था गेको स्काई रेस? क्या बोला था तेरे भाई ने? क्या बोला था?
better than anybody in the world.
We had, and I asked him what's up with the Gecko. Said Alex told CGRS go into the lab, play Gecko, learn the ins and outs of this agent. Maybe that could be the difference maker.
Ben's guy language.
Utility gorgeously on Bind.
Guys, चलो रहा.
Plan with it. We'll see though.
Yeah, still minor adjustment here for the side of Forsaken. He's going to be
यार
coming out running the side.
Spider-Man बना दिया. Cause you are perfect, the mole ultimate.
It's really going to come down to CGRS. Can he
Mir bhai.
set up for these explosive entries on that race to try to take over sites?
A lot of pressure on that young man to step up on that stage. And Fnatic, it could very well just be another day at the office. Let's go ahead though and send it over to two incredible casters as we have Pansy and Hypox standing by.
आ रहा.
Thank you, GB, and the desk. Lovely to have Achilles and Papers in here as well. Always good to see him at the event. Had a wonderful cast, but again, let's focus on the game in front of us.
कर रहे फोकस कर रहे गेम में. चिल्ला क्यों रहा है यार? दो फेवरेट टीम्स है.
Only glimpses of these two teams. So can you just compare and contrast the form thus far?
Yeah, and I do want to start with PaperX because I think obviously the opening series, there's a lot of comfort there with a familiar opponent. I think as well I mean, Paper Thing was talking about, you know, what plays into their strengths, what kind of gives them advantages in the series, but to be able to execute that versus a familiar opponent, it feels easy to execute, sure. Versus Fnatic, the structure that they bring, it's a tall ask now to carry that confidence across and actually really build behind
आप
that.
कैसे ज़्यादा fighter discard?
Coming into today's series, the fact that we start on Lotus,
अंगे का shot देखो
losses
push
this
के
year
आज का.
all the way back at
इसके साथ ही
Lock-in,
खेल रहा था
but
मैं.
Fnatic have a ton of reps from the regional season here.
Absolutely do.
चलो,
We do want to discuss
W
the
दबाओ,
NRG
चलो.
game. There's a lot to take away from
अब
that.
तक rotation कैसे नहीं किया Fnatic ने B पे? 5 बंदे होने चाहिए थे B पे.
PRX starting out on the attacking side, of course, that then means Fnatic going to be having to hold back on these sites. And you're right, they do have a great deal of reps. And again, some specialists here too, taking some of the very few wins against certain teams who made this very much a home in EMEA. For now, though, PRX looking like they want to end towards C, testing a little towards B, but the end goal looks like that C site. But there are already 2 players here. And Forsaken has to be cautious on the way in. Leo waiting patiently, as is poster. Contacts made.
Does actually slip away here, but tag
5 HP पे बचा, heal भी नहीं है.
He's going to give up a lot of space as well.
अपने पास तो है heal.
To retrieve.
इसको देखो, दूसरा भी Pokemon उठा.
Hesitant on the second, but Fnatic, I was going to say, might get a shot at a kill here, but Chronicle not able to pin one down.
No, felt so close to it, but it looks like PRX actually want to swing CT. Not necessarily a bad idea. That pain shell going to send them scattering. Does a lot
Jing
of
को
chip
मारने
damage.
पड़ेगा.
But where's that next layer of pressure? Fnatic not quite working in perfect unison yet. It's going to give opportunities to PRX
Jing नहीं
to
मार
hold this
पाया यार,
down.
डर के ने 2 मारा.
You still
एक
see
और
two
नेड़ा है.
standing. That one's going to hurt though. Durka posts it to the pocket. Oh,
भाई
that's
जीत
not a bad
सकता है
shot
ये.
back for 1v1 Durka.
Oh, जीत सकता था दवाई.
Lovely start for him.
The first stage was beautiful, but then picks up 2 kills off camera.
वो
to
swing
find the
क्यों
reset
किया
there.
उसने?
And so much chip damage done with the first that actually the follow-up pain
यार
shell
मैं बोला ना जिंग अगर
does
सिटी मार
secure a
देता
kill.
ना जीत गए थे
It
PRX.
looks a little dicey there because PRX are able to
चार
take
मारे
so
थे
much
डर के
space.
ने
And
भाई shit.
I said CGRS actually sets in motion
Stunning.
this push into spawn.
30 HP में 4
just
मारे.
can't find.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, 30 HP on the right click potentially to close that one out.
हाँ?
Durka's now over
फाटो वगैरह चैलेंजिंग करेगा तो जाओ कॉम्पी. मीम मटेरियल मिलेगा.
फिर
फाटो की शादी में सेम वीडियो चलाना.
I'll see Fnatic.
शर्ट पहन के चैलेंजिंग करेगा तो लगते शादी होएगा उसका.
Did seem to become common practice when we saw them throughout.
2 चीता मैप लोटस एंड बैंड लैंग्वेज
Now,
बाप
I'm
मैप
going to
है.
note the orb has disappeared over towards B.
हाँ बाप मैप.
But it's just going to be PRX taking that tour. Do what they can with this.
I'm curious as well. We've seen 2 new setups so far in the first 2 rounds. Again, haven't seen that pistol round setup from Fnatic previously. And here, Chronicle's actually committed towards the C site.
भाई उसने दूसरा विंगमैन उठा लिया रहता तो.
Because this is a very, very heavily invested round 2. Maybe a different setup shown here by Fnatic. Conceded a lot of space outside A as well. You can see the spam coming through from Durka and Leo, but no real damage. Forsaken down to 66 HP.
That's a nice bit of info though for Durka there. The jump spot should reveal potentially 1 or 2 players. Not sure if it was the same player he saw, but that's enough to indicate that this is maybe worth pulling the additional player over. Yeah, Leo now going to start feeling that scrutiny. Sight under contest. Yeah, Leo comfy on this.
Jing bhai,
One able to really close that gap here. PRX desperate for an opportunity. Durka's farming.
वापस मारा ना
He's got the showstopper ready. Yeah, beautiful from Fnatic.
फिर से 3 मारा उसने.
Pretty much largely in control, not falling to any of what PRX would have wanted, and a Prime Gaming flawless there in the second round.
I'm curious actually if on the buy round now, Chronicle is going to drift back towards that A site anchor that is demonstrating very comfortably throughout the season. But already here, seeing some changes in the setup.
Sexy
But I quite like that because we were starting to not necessarily question, but we were noting that again when you're the team coming in with a big target on your back, you have to adapt. Yes, we obviously watched that gave us a lot of worries. There were moments throughout the regular season where there were gaps in Fnatic's approach, but obviously we're just being very critical of one of the best teams there. We have to be, right? It's you got to look at it.
क्या B का सामान तोड़ेंगे अपन?
Nice to see during that downtime between regular play and here in Tokyo, they've definitely come up with some new bits and pieces.
Yeah, exactly. Even seeing changes here in a 9-1 record this year on this map. That's what we know Fnatic for. Another setup variation here once again as well. Alfaya, a little bit of utility here to help Leo and Poster on this hold, but Safe. CGRS actually.
Oye, क्यों?
Jing will find it with a paint shell though.
क्यों?
So much invested just to clear both.
नेट से मरना ही था उसको.
Leo sit towards CT, so I think Alpha's gonna dip away from this, give up the space, maybe allow them to get that plant here. Actually, get the spike and back away.
ओह, यही मैं बोलता हूँ हमेशा. भले साइड के अंदर जाए, चुपचाप बाहर आ जाओ.
So much space on the other side of the map.
I wonder how diligent Fnatic can re-clear this area. Obviously, there's a problem, right? Forsaken's position is brutal. Mindfreak still going to try and sell that they've got that end goal on C, which does draw a player back, but Leo's got his eyes set elsewhere. They haven't got an entry yet, though. There's still utility in the way. Forsaken has very well climbed in, but this is still a non-starter. Durka's going to take down Forsaken, and they still haven't made it in towards that B site. Alpha's got this on lockdown. They haven't made it through at all, so they look back towards C. And now they're down to 15 seconds. They've got to make this one stick. Chronicle's gotten close, but the flash will force him away. 10 seconds now. If they deny the plant, that's where it could get problematic. They haven't. So with 5 seconds, wait. Okay, denied. Hold on.
He's got it.
Has he got that down in time? I think he's just about. Yes, he has. Durka, though! He's got him right back. Beautiful work from Durka. Divine out. V2. Alpha's position will be considered. Flash in 1 second. What can he do with this? Not an easy situation. Spots it, loses it. Alpha's got it. And Fnatic trying to mirror them.
आधा सेकंड बाद सचल डालते तो जीत जाते थे राउंड, लेकिन क्या मारा ना डर के भैंचो.
So well handled. The fact that PRX actually don't capitalize on all that space that Forsaken's taken and try and find the timing, a window of opportunity towards A site, very strange. Because he's here for so long.
तीन मारा
Again,
फिर
they know
से
that
इसने.
Alpha potentially started towards C, and again, you've got to argue that the assumption's there that his utility is still set up towards B site. And Forsaken's way ahead of that. He's gone all the way through A. I don't know if the question mark is there that potentially there's another player unnoted from Fnatic towards 3 or maybe towards drop or something, but very strange.
10 kill 3 round में 10 kill.
And I'm pretty sure Durka is 10-0. That's the start though. Jim flies in, takes away Chronicle. So that does open up an avenue towards C if they want to lean into it early. But there's space being taken elsewhere. Instantaneous answer back from Durka, taking the space away from Forsaken. And look towards B. 3-play stack. Fnatic still controlling so much space in this map, even after conceding the C site.
Yeah, they counter that first blood by finding 2 elsewhere on the map. Divide very disconnected from this right now. Plants coming through. Jing, gotta be careful. He's caught on the way back through. CGRS is going to be under a ton of pressure here, Lauren.
बंदा रुक ही नहीं रहा है. 12 kill मारे उसने.
Doable for Divide.
Does the flash come through from Divide here?
He's got 2. He might as well give him something. There's 1. Tries to swing on it. Doesn't get what he wants. Just the tag. That's not enough. He needed more. And Divide's fallen. CGRS can only do so much. Overwhelmed in the end. Let's take stock, Mike. We're at 4-0. I mean, Fnatic are looking very good here.
मैं तो बोला था Fnatic जीतेगा.
What we're seeing thus far.
I mean, this is a beautiful example of where actually you do get an advantage versus Fnatic, and immediately they aggress on the other side of the map. They look for the weaker side of this potentially default, or at least the setup here early on. After that, things just spiral out of control for PRX. Except Device lost so far away from this. I'm not surprised to see a PRX timeout so early on, because there's very few tangibles for them to take away from these rounds.
क्या कर सकते हैं? आप A fight करना पड़ेगा भाई. Option नहीं.
That's one that
5-man A fight करो, या 4-man A fight एक B के बाहर, फिर तोड़ के B जाने का वैसा. हाँ.
Fnatic EG में ना.
हाँ.
स्टैट्स तो दोनों के पास है, पर फायर पावर Fnatic के पास ज्यादा है मेरे को लग रहा है.
स्टैट्स करने की यूटिल यूसेज बहुत बाप है. Fnatic से अच्छा यूटिल यूसेज अभी फिलहाल के लिए देखा जाए तो EG का.
EG के पास है, वो तो है, पर फायर पावर Fnatic के पास है मेरे को लग रहा है.
हाँ. That is true.
Best anchors we have in the game in the form of Chronicle.
ये लोग एक्चुअल में ना दोनों राउंड जीत जाते थे. PRX अभी 4-0 Fnatic मारते थे.
लैग हुआ.
हाँ लैग हुआ. PRX 4-0 मारती थी. एक तो उसने विंगमैन ने उठाया पहले राउंड में. जिंग सिटी पे मार नहीं पाया, और जिंग सिटी पे डर के को पहले मार देता ना, 4 किल मारता ही नहीं था. 30 HP पे था वो. और फिर फर्स्ट बाय राउंड में इतना अच्छा लर किया था 4 सेकंड ने. वो लोग ए नहीं गए, बी प्रेशर देने का ट्राई किया.
नेक्स्ट बाइंड देखने में मजा.
CGRS से नहीं होगा वे लेस फायर पावर भाई. ट्राई तो कर रहा है बंदा.
it didn't really amount to much.
और कौन सा उसको खेलने का था भाई, उसको बुलाया गया.
Over on A, and obviously the entirety of PRX here too. Jing trying to do some of that early work. He's been quite good for it. Actually, the flash is fantastic. Makes something of it. He desperately
Oh, 1 second late आया blind Manfred का.
Starting to dwindle a bit, but look at the damage.
वो 1 HP पे है.
Leo is tagged up, and maybe a rifle can be recovered. It's a little deep, but they can probably get hold of that. Maybe get 2 into their hands here. There's something.
और उसकी ammo भी खत्म हो गई थी पता है.
Up the second snake bite as well. So luckily enough, able to get back up on the rope. But Fnatic gotta be cautious on the reapproach here. We'll concede the plant. Actually,
Andy.
Lovely work from PRX. Yes, the flank's on the way. Alpha, hold on.
उसके मारा.
He was the monster on their initial debut. Dirk has somewhat taken the role here.
Sound आया reload का गया ये.
Freebie. And now down on 1. Divide, it's all on you. 1 flash to hand and the spam starts. Alpha spots him. For the time, it doesn't even matter. Fnatic taking back the site. PRX had a good start. Again, they find that first pick. But then exploring beyond that.
Fnatic EJ से अच्छे teams से सामने Pacific teams का real potential दिखता है. Pacific की best teams भी बहुत पीछे है अभी. हाँ. जो है वो है, क्या कर सकते हैं.
Sets Jing in motion, but I feel like he's got to be good.
क्या shot था भाई, वो क्या shot था भाई 4
Unless he
second
gets too cleanly, and Fnatic can't reset after that initial exchange. Nice. It amounts to nothing.
Yeah.
5-0.
Okay, I'm seeing operators out for Durka on the other side.
Seth Gaming, thank you for the membership, Mary Jan. Ashish bhai, thank you for the 110.
Sorry, Fnatic are switching up once again on the defense.
Is this maybe the operator in play? Is it? They've got some.
बोला था 5 मैंने.
Read so far. This is an all in piece towards A so far. It looks like for PRX. Just maybe for the spam to try and deny that jump spot on the corner. Sorry. Being cleared through here. GRS going through the protocol list, but Fnatic seem well enough.
अभी सब ओडी नहीं चलाएंगे क्या?
You're gonna have Leo and Chronicle.
अब भाई spammable है ना, A side भी चला रहा होगा, कहाँ
बुलेट्स
चला रहा
भी
है?
ज़्यादा है बंच.
There's not much beyond just the standard progress towards A here.
Once again, Fnatic conceding a lot of space. Don't want to give up anything towards his.
जिनके पास अल्टी है, assassin मार के जाएगा क्या ऊपर?
PRX will find themselves on site. Wingman will find the plant as well, and actually an aggressive showstopper here from Jing.
So many ults, Mike. They are investing everything to this. Fnatic already sitting pretty deep. There's nothing there. They've completely evaded all of this. Plant finally going to go down, but now the counter utility from Fnatic.
लेकिन सारा यूटिल्स आ गया क्या गेको के पास?
They're playing actively on site. They're going to get noted by this. Now, did Jing get pinged on this one? Might get away with a little bit of something here. He's a little bit further ahead than maybe they expected. Still going to go through all of the kit for Leo. Perfect synergy, allowing Durka to swing.
भाई नसीब.
That's fantastic.
2 मरते थे अगर फॉर्च्यूनर नहीं मारता उसको तो.
CGRS, can they hold this one back? Not like that. Alpha keeping very competitive in this.
अबे बाकी कैसे मर गए?
कैसे क्या 4v4 तो अटक गए थे वो लोग.
PRX is desperate to find a peek from somebody from Fnatic, looking to get this retake started.
प्लस Astra ulti मारा, वो लोग को आने ही था.
Can't find anything.
Astra ulti से बाहर.
This is even with the showstopper being completely denied from Durka. And in that exchange, there's still 3 members of Fnatic standing. I didn't even catch actually what denies the initial plant from.
भाई क्या चल रहा है यार पे?
From the wingman.
भाई prodigy बंदा है भाई, बाप मारता है भाई, बाप मारता है.
This is a masterclass. This is very impressive to watch. Really, for PRX. Again, yeah, they're getting a couple of plants down. They're doing
5 diffuses on the timeline.
It must be incredibly frustrating, right? You think of it in that regard. You're doing what you're meant to be doing, and it's just not really working out. You can't hold on those retakes. And once again, with no challenge across the map.
Post plant better चाहिए था यार ये लोग. ये लोग क्यों post plant पीछे से नहीं चला?
Spam. Not finding as much as he'd want here. Maybe a little bit of chip towards Forsaken, and that's about it. A little bit.
Forsaken down to 89, not too much damage done, but PRX feel as if they will have success towards A once again. This time around, Alpha has the lockdown. No other ultimates available, but minimal utility invested so far from Fnatic. Seems to be the game plan.
जिंग को बाहर आ जाना चाहिए था. वो अल्टी नेट डाल के ये तोड़ सकता था. जिंग को बाहर आ जाना चाहिए था. उसने देखा नहीं लगता है. अब भी जिंग बाहर आ रहा है. डाला नेट. नाइस. क्या हुआ?
Sense of paranoia, not going to find much.
Need miss हुआ क्या?
Going to move on. Can they clear these lines? No, not like that. CGRS going to find Dirk and put him down. Jing next to one looking vulnerable here. Now they're starting to clear out the side, but they got to get on the defuse. Time is running low, but can Forsaken and CGRS do anything to deny him? Flies in! Fantastic work. Back on the defuse though. Boaster holds it down. Barely getting it.
PRX do everything
ऐसे नहीं देखा वो लोग ने के जेल
प्लांट पता है क्या प्लांट थोड़ा सा ओपन हो गया बाहर की तरफ
but still Fnatic
हाँ
get the half defuse and even with some heroics
वो बॉक्स को चिपका के डालता तो भी जीत जाते हैं स्पैम में मार देता फॉर्सेकन
like I said this is just
और ट्री में भी दो बंदे रुके ट्री में नहीं रुक सकते जब वो लोग बस सारे
यूटिल्स हैं all this space happy to get the plants up because the lockdown's there and they have so many tools to retake once again.
Without sounding like a pessimist, unless I don't know if they can overhaul enough here for PRX to really change much of this outcome. Maybe they can get a couple of rounds off an individual, right? Maybe Jing activates a little bit. Maybe you get, you know, a round here or there.
Yeah, but he needs to go nuclear.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, then best the likes of Dirk, who's having a big game. Alpha's starting to activate too. It's such a hard team to look at and go, okay, well, this is where your win condition is against Fnatic. Very well rounded as a collective. Looks like PRX trying to test another option towards B here. Haven't seen them fully start with this intent.
Woman blend
see how that
किधर है
goes
वहाँ
for
पे?
them. Sending out a bit of kit there. That should be Leo confirming that they are indeed on the site. And maybe going to get themselves a block.
Tough to hold on to though. Another situation where there's quite a lot of utility to come back through.
Positions अच्छा है, guns अच्छा नहीं है.
Maybe going to slow things down.
Positions बहुत अच्छा है.
Actually, PRX getting a little bit aggressive here. Got to be careful. Alpha's found the first. He gets the second as well.
Yeah, the Wonder Kid looking real good today. Fantastic tournament from him so far. The last two as well, Divide and Forsaken only with Sheriffs. This is the best attempt so far, but it looks like fate will repeat itself. History repeating itself. The defuse is going to be happening, and PRX can do nothing to deny. Fnatic are going to make it to 8. This has been very clear-cut.
Every single round, and we know where PRX's strengths lie. It's in creating that chaos in some of these.
भाई कितना अच्छा पोस्ट प्लान था क्यों पुश किया वो लोग ने
They back up, they mitigate.
ओमन का ब्लाइंड भी
They want to
है
get involved in the scrap on site.
वही नहीं वो एकदम डीप पड़ा
था. It's a beautiful adjustment. They know that wave of utility and, like I said, chaos is going to descend upon the site, and Fnatic aren't even there.
Oh, that's not super deep.
Yeah.
They've read this very well every time. And then also keep in mind they've got that nice amount
Fnatic
of
to good man.
They haven't been challenged super early. They haven't been brawling out early round. But they can still play these retakes so well. It's
Fnatic को काउंटर करना बहुत अच्छे से आता है. Main वो है.
is out of reach for them.
हर चीज का आंसर
समझो. Okay, well, what can we make of this half? We're down massively. 8 rounds against you.
मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना PRX ये पोजीशन में नहीं रहता. फर्स्ट राउंड वो हुआ डर के कोई मार नहीं पाया. 1v1 सिचुएशन पे था. PRX जीती तो वो 2-0 था. नेक्स्ट राउंड फॉर्सेकन ने इतना अच्छा लर्क किया. फॉर्सेकन ने एक को मारा भी. इक्वल ट्रेड्स था. PRX के फेवर में था. वो लोग वो चीज को ऑप्टिमाइज नहीं कर पाए तो वो भी राउंड उनका मिस हो गया. 4-0 होता था. प्लांट वाला राउंड गेको ने बॉक्स को चिपक के प्लांट नहीं दिया. वो वाला राउंड भी वो छोटा मिस्टेक की वजह से हार गया. किलजॉय वाला अल्ट वाला राउंड पता नहीं देखा कि नहीं क्योंकि उसका अल्ट ये तोड़ सकता था इसका नेट, और जब तक उसने नेट डाल दिया लेट हो गया. बहुत छोटा छोटा मिस्टेक. PRX क्लोज तो जा सकते थे. जीती थी नहीं जीती थी बात के बात है. क्लोज तो जाते थे.
A bit of a switch up here. Alpha might get caught. Dirk is there to find it though. Jing removed.
Yeah, and Alpha is sticking around on this. Now the old school this way, he's going to have to handle that, but he's still tucked in the corner, spots out another pixel, and gets away. Paranoia does land, but he's got to safety.
Look at that investment though. All of that. Just to find mound control. And they concede the first blood. So what does the mid-round look like for PRX?
Well, with Mind Freak going down, not great, I think is
there's
the
your
outcome.
smoke's gone.
And now how are you going to force Durka away from this as well?
Well, CGRS is actually tucked into a corner here, and he doesn't have any utility to cross back over.
Nope.
Oh, there you go.
And that's
Spike
down.
No.
You're playing
जी
perfectly.
ऐसा लग रहा है कि सर मैं बहुत से रिंग मास्टर उसके 4 सारे एक ऑर्डर पे MCG कर देते हैं. Too brutal Fnatic nowadays.
They know exactly what's going to happen.
Nice attempt for Durka. He's not giving this one up.
PRX बाहर जाएगा या नहीं?
अरे 13-0 नहीं Binks भाई बोलो को चलो.
So impressive. As it
Niggas is great. Too many mistakes.
So aware that they try and get that.
Too many mistakes.
Behind the wire at the start of it, when basically saving Alpha's life in that.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but there's not much else to really discuss about the rest of this map. I mean, if PRX can come back and find 3 here, it doesn't feel likely, but that would potentially change the conversation.
And Dirk
Too many mistakes.
Yeah. He's in the right place. He's on 17-4. I'm terrified for PRX. Because Dirk in good form is already terrifying. Dirk in great form is almost unbeatable. So we're going to have to see if he continues this level of performance. Obviously, Alpha in that first series against NRG was
Please bolo ye log darwaza tod ke bhi jayenge.
Yeah, it was kind of the rollback to like, okay, this is the kid that everyone was terrified about. But PRX, we're looking to see, can they find something here? Boaster could be actually very vulnerable, yes. Lovely timing coming up from Divide to break that wall. Even Boaster in no man's land. And first, really, the... Oh, that doesn't seem fair! It doesn't seem fair!
The accidental headshot coming through for Chronicle. Bring it to a 4v4.
Bhai, ye to unlucky
Another
tha
shot
bhai.
of the retake here.
Wonder Kid himself has to get past CGRS. Does so. Easy work for him, making it look so comfortable. And look at this synergy. It's perfect. Absolutely pixel perfect play for Fnatic.
Bhai, wo to unlucky tha.
Oh, if anything, I've got to say, Mike, this is statement worthy, right? This is when all the other teams go.
ये भी डर था. वापस वही क्वेश्चन है. वो अकेला गेको फाइट क्यों ले रहा है? जब उसके पास ब्लाइंड है. उस पर डबल पिक ले सकता है. भले सामने 2 बंदे हैं 3 बंदे हैं.
I mean, this is ridiculous.
ये देखो भाई, ये क्या है
You
भाई?
don't need to give Chronicle those sorts of kills as well, but even here, Jing, the reveal comes through, the boom bots zipping towards him, and the swings come through at exactly the same time. Nice. This is so well drilled by Fnatic. And like I said, the perfect adjustment.
It's
completely nerfing PRX's win condition. Not even giving it to them.
Oh, not even close. They're calming the chaos,
This is something,
right?
but
there's no opportunities.
big
here
upset.
for them.
Upset kaise?
Absolutely outplaying them.
Fnatic is better only.
And proactive on the other side of the map.
He's not
Deep
upset,
gonna
yeah.
It's going to reveal, well, there's no one here, so you can either push up
There is
Dirk lead in there with
alternative, but
Fancy. You
lot
don't
of
even have to
mistakes,
really
yeah.
do much behind that, because they can't back away now. Cornered into the map. Hello and goodbye, Forsaken, dead in the blink of an eye. Most, yeah, got to get out of there. A little bit.
Hands out here.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Oh well.
ये देखो.
You've walked into the blender.
This feels. This doesn't feel like an upper game. This really doesn't.
No. For the watershed too.
It's just. I mean, somewhere in the world it's late, I'm sure. Well.
जब इतना यूटिल्स है उसका हेल्प करने में, क्यों जाने का जब नेट का साउंड है?
They're on the site. They've got the spike.
भले
I mean,
वो
they've done that
उसको
before,
मालूम
they've
नहीं था
gone
स्पिट है
downtown.
ये, लेकिन नेट तो था.
It's going to be so much for this. The flash was quite nice, but it kind of denies on the same time. Dirk's going to land. Here's Mind Freak, good for it. But again, the numbers simply succeeding in every way. Fnatic. I mean, yeah, this
Too many
is
mistakes,
quite hard to watch.
dude. Too many. Too many.
Above 5 kills.
अरे
for
Fnatic
PRX.
यार. What a team.
This is just such a beautiful way to see Fnatic switch things up, honestly.
So Dirk currently sat on 19 kills. I think the sum total of PRX is barely ahead of him.
Yeah. By 2 kills, I think.
2 or 3.
Yeah.
That's not a great stat
Ah,
if you're looking for
babe.
a competitive game here. But if you're an enjoyer of someone absolutely diffing another team, now this is quite enjoyable. Going to juggle away that operator, get that rifle back into safety as well, make sure that's not vulnerable. Leo, though, might get a little test here. Looks like they might try and explore that option on Boaster, but he's not going to fall for it twice. It's way deeper now.
वापस B वाला करो, वापस B वाला करो.
Normal swing. Nobody comes through on the other side here, but Leo and Dirk are both tucked into tree right now. Forsaken disconnected, Mind Freak set up outside B as well. Look at how much space Alpha is commanding here.
Sad ना यार.
We'll pull Boaster a little bit further back and
Next इसमें आ रहा है ना शायद something लेकिन.
We did note that Dirk did have a rifle on the ground as well, so it's not like if
he was juggling, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like they got
Ben के रहते तो भी नहीं होता था रे.
he wasn't feel comfortable with, or maybe a retake on B, for example, which is looking like the most likely option. Now Jing gets away with
Chats में, post plan में.
First pick is
बहुत
round there towards Dirk, but then Fnatic are so prepared
बहुत
for what
minus
PRX
mistakes
wants. And in a flood, in a blink of an eye, they're all gone. yes, they've got the spike down, but both players now tucked into the corner. How are you meant to deal with this? The fuse already going to be started. Nothing to stop him so far. They've got to go walkabouts. Leo's going to find it as his alpha.
क्या करेगा?
Well.
Blink and you miss it. 12-0.
क्या खेल रहे हैं Fnatic बेंच? क्या खेल रहे हैं भाई? Not even timeout ले लिया था
क्या खेल रहे हैं भाई वो एमएम की तरह बेंच पे एक ही जगह रश कर रहे हैं भाई.
Again, you talk about form versus NRG, but this year is really a test.
उन्होंने सब ट्राई किया भाई. A ट्राई किया, B ट्राई किया, C ट्राई किया, B स्प्लिट ट्राई कर लिया, A लर्क ट्राई कर लिया.
क्राउड देख रहे हैं कितना अच्छा है.
I don't think there's much more to be said about this one. This
PRX
has
पे
been
जो सपोर्ट कर रहा है वो
one-sided.
ऐसे गाली नहीं दे रहा.
PRX
देख
needs to
रहे
wake
हो?
up. Needs to do it soon.
कितना
सॉफ्टली वो
There it goes. Thank you for the $2.
Zip it up. Real talk. Real talk. Wrap it up. This, I mean, that was clinical. That was disgusting. That was physically uncomfortable. I'm not even being ridiculous. Like, I'm not trying to overdo it here, but the game started off. We'll just go ahead and roll this real fast. Just jump right into it. Durka, going to talk about it. Why? Started off the first 3 rounds with 10 kills, Clinton, already out of the gate. Obviously, Fortnite came up with an incredible pistol, but then from there, it just felt like the beating continued.
The beatings will continue until morale improves. This is just absolutely insane the way that he's performing. We highlighted it. We said, you know, this could potentially be
वो लोग इतना टाइम लिए बी फाइट करने में ये आराम से जा सकते थे.
This go fast style.
ये इको राउंड था. Basically 4-0 यहाँ तक PRX 4-0 थे.
So scary. Yeah. This is like really realistically and look.
इसमें वो जो राउंड था जो 5th राउंड था जिसमें उसने ब्लाइंड किया ऊपर 5 बंदे. स्काई भी ब्लाइंड कर सकता था मेन, क्योंकि गेको का ब्लाइंड बहुत इजी है कि एडी करके मारने का. स्काई भी ब्लाइंड करता तो वो जो पीक ले ऑपरेटर वो पीक नहीं ले सकता था और वहाँ पे फ्री किल था. तो इतना छोटा छोटा माइन्यूट मिस्टेक्स, क्योंकि वो ब्लाइंड अगर वेस्ट भी हो गया स्काई का, उसका एक और ब्लाइंड है और गेको प्लस अपना ब्लाइंड उठा सकता है. वापस साइड के अंदर जाने के लिए 2 ब्लाइंड है.
Hitting the shots with the crispness that we usually see. Something is out of sorts. I don't know. Not intended, but like I don't know if it has to do with the map. I don't know. But something needs to change.
Yeah.
You
know what? I think we'll just go ahead and take it from there. Pansy, Hypoc.
Refund lo,
we'll see you in a little bit.
Yeah. You know what?
Messi of Valorant डर के he's just illegal. क्या मारता है ना बैंक. अल्फा जेर भी बे. अल्फा जेर भी मारता पागल.
Of the 12.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, it was the comeback. I might be lying. I can't even tell you that story. I can't do it. When Dirk is playing like this, I can't do it. Right? It's just like, well,
बच गया
Have we ever had a
वो.
13-0 on the international stage?
I don't think we've casted.
इससे बुलेट कनेक्ट नहीं हुआ एक.
GB or Space or any of the others who are, you know.
I don't think we have.
I
Not on
feel
the
like we
international
haven't.
stage.
Especially not at this point in the tournament, I feel.
कोई
Like,
नहीं help करने को
especially
मिलता.
past
Upper
playoffs.
semis.
Exactly.
by the
That's
way.
ridiculous. Like the difference here. Anyway, we'll focus up for this one. 'cause
कोई
this
नहीं
might be a
help
very
करने
short
को.
half. So away we go towards B. The one man standing in their way was CGRS. Nice little trade work and take down Chronicle, but we'll lose out.
जो मैंने PRX को बोला था रे करने को,
Ready to go.
ये लोग ने कर दिया.
A little curious. Boombot sent, but doesn't make much
नेड
odds
भी है
here.
डर के पास.
Circus away. And look at this picture. That little crossfire. Actually, they deal with Alpha. That's huge. That opens up an avenue. Oh, Leo's closed it. That's much better for G.
Nice.
Gonna fill the void, and now it's all on Boaster. Is it going to be 13-0?
The clutch man himself.
Look at the HP, super low. Mind Freak down to 3, Jing down to 23.
Oh!
The
भाई
dream is
close
dead,
था,
Michael.
close
The
था,
comeback is on.
close था,
No 13-0 baby.
There it is. Here we
close
go.
था. ये भी हार जाते थे ये लोग.
That's a lot.
Close
That's
था.
a lot. Here we go.
How
Told
far
you.
down the rabbit hole?
We're all mad around here, mate. I'm down for it. You know, the worst thing is I do remember casting a game, different game altogether, and it was MR15.
तो बिल्कुल भी dissatisfaction नहीं है कि कुछ है
15-0 sort of look, and I said, there's no way. It happened. So I've also cursed other games, but I don't.
यार एक ही दिल है, कितना बार जीतोगे रे बड़े लोग. Oh sorry.
Defensive win rate.
Big.
Toxic.
Maybe a 68, but I gave him the extra 2%.
Yeah, you rounded up. I like that.
Because of the pistol here.
Oh, see, there it is. first step, take down Durka, big un. Lovely. Now let's see if they can keep it clean. Flash to follow, Boaster. A little bit of a challenge. They're going to push on this one. Okay, he should be dead. How is he alive? There we go. Spike now down. It's all looking rosy. Still Leo does connect one, but a quick trade for Jing, and we're all good here. That spike should never fall back into hand.
Nice.
PRX, look, 4 standing. Chronicle can't take them all down. They are low HP-ish, apart from one.
Well, 3 of them are 1 hit to a Sheriff, by the way.
Yeah, but Forsaken's still alive, so it's fine.
Yeah.
And look, there we go. He hasn't got a leg to stand on now. Nothing. See, look at this angle. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. There's the second.
Yep.
हाँ तो नीचे बैठ मैं तेरे ऊपर खड़ा होता हूँ.
Yeah. Here we go. Oh,
Marging mar.
It's fine. It's fine. They've got a good bonus here.
Well, at least, I mean, the positive is that PRX actually being decisive in the early rounds. That again, I'm not saying
comeback करेंगे हम.
It's likely.
Right.
But this is a difference.
अबे वो लोग का अल्टीस कितना स्ट्रांग है तुम लोग सोचो. अगर वो लोग का 5 अल्टी आ गया, वाइपर अकेला सी अल्ट मार देगा. सी आ ही नहीं सकते उसके बाद. बचा बी और ए, 2-2 स्टैक करो बस. रोटेशन भी पटपट आएगा. करके का अल्टी में एक को फोड़ देगा. नहीं, कमबैक इम्पॉसिबल है, इम्पॉसिबल. दूसरे एजेंट्स रहते कुछ और तो भी मैं सोच लेता, लेकिन इम्पॉसिबल है.
Sight is Fnatic's. Actually, they want to try and take this back early. PRX are going to try and play into this, but Chronic's going to be waiting. As this trade's going to come out. Divide does well. Now we look at the follow-ups. The damage is being done.
Nice.
Jing's there. And now it's all Alpha 1v3. Wonder Kid himself.
Alpha, भाई please नहीं, please. Demonetization हो जाएगा.
It's a flash. Doesn't get away from it.
Close था.
That's 3.
चलेगा. फॉर्म में आ रहे, फॉर्म में आ रहे, फॉर्म में आ रहे, फॉर्म में आ रहे.
Others around 300, so might see some light investment here. Sheriffs maybe. Showstopper burnt up.
क्या मारा ना दवाई ने?
Ultimate's available for PRX right now.
One enemy remaining. We have the stats man coming in hot. We're looking for 13 zeros here. Oh, that was almost our 3rd international 13-0. The other 2 were by Gambit when they had Chronicle.
Oh well.
Well. Thank
किल
you.
जाए भाई, अल्फा भाई, थोड़ा और फॉर्म करो.
Hot with that one. For now though, you can see the buy coming out. Stingers, bits and pieces. But every round is incredibly dangerous. In a very real way. One rifle recovered. Oh, that paint shell.
Nice.
Very fortunately placed for Jing there. Actually going to catch Alpha Bri. Any chance to close that gap, but the plant is in. So pressure now comes back on. Working their way in. PRX doing very well here. Durka here wants to steal some damage. That's a rifle found. And he does take one more down with him.
Chalo.
The defuse is there. We're up to 4.
चलो GG.
To come through, find the plant though.
अभी GG.
Remove, but the fun's just about there to protect.
एक अल्टी तो ऑनलाइन आ गया. 2 आया कि 1 आया?
4th on the board. Showstopper available for Durka. Leo.
2 आया. वाइपर का अल्टी 1 इसमें आएगा. कमिट करने का जरूरत नहीं है लोग. ये लोग ये राउंड फाइट हारे तो भी नेक्स्ट राउंड सबके पास अल्ट आएगा. अल्फा को और फॉर्म करना पड़ेगा 1 या 2.
Jing's trying to activate. 17 kills for him now.
Looking to get aggressive on Mound once again. Fnatic not here to greet it, but how deep do PRX force the issue here?
And the quick response looks like it's from Durka anyway, and Fnatic taking that B site. Instantly to work. Chronicles isolated one very early on. Jing with a fantastic response. Claiming 2.
क्या मारा जिंग ने?
Towards that B site. Fnatic left down.
क्या मारा जिंग ने?
That heal towards Jing. He's been a superstar for him so far. Boaster going to find one Jing on the trade. And now a 1v3. Boaster, this is a tall task for him.
उसने full heal क्यों नहीं किया? ट्रेड लेने के लिए.
If he can even get that coming through here, that spike is not where he'd like it. That's a horrible amount of players to work.
Look at the setup on X-Ray as well.
Even just the high-low from Mind Freak.
I mean, Jing's
enough,
so deep in the pit as well.
Yeah. Good luck.
Oh, अलग ही ऊपर नीचे सेटअप है. Nice, nice, nice.
I think this time around with the light shield, they will be able to reforce back.
ये round भी commit करने का जरूरत नहीं, गिल का ulti आया नहीं है.
Yeah.
Oh. Bhai, वो क्या shot था.
Well, I was just looking at the scoreboard. I thought you meant that. He's up to 21.
भाई क्या shot था यार वो. हाँ?
Force Fnatic into a timeout.
Maybe considering that snowball round we're talking
यार
about.
जिंग यार.
And how to execute with so many.
Love you यार, lip to lip देता हूँ. Fnatic number 1. बात तो है. बात तो सच बात है. Guys, let's go. We can hit 6k likes, 5.7k watching. पट से सारे मिलके दबाओ. Like का बटन दबाए. जूस पी रहा है.
There's 7 chances for them to close.
Like दबाए, जल्दी दबाए, likes दबाए. पट से दबाए.
It's down to 5, 3.
Nah, this is like, I'm worried when PRX are getting close to 10. Because basically Fnatic with this many rounds,
मेरे को तो 5 round देखने का. 4 आ चुके हैं.
To close this out.
ये लोग यहाँ पे खत्म कर सकते हैं.
Snowball rounds to close a map out. Don't say should. They will close out.
Oh, will.
Will.
Strong statement from you. Okay, so this is the round. It's done, right?
I said if you give him 2 snowball rounds.
वाइपर को C पे ही अल्टी मारना है, याद रखे. ठीक है.
Or is it just the attempt of
It's not a snowball. They haven't got all 5 ults. So
5 अल्टी लेके C जाए. TT अल्ट मारे. खत्म.
12-5. Here we go.
TT ult से अच्छे शायद waterfall ult.
There's plenty of ults to be played with, and almost all of them high impact ones as well.
Divine on the operator as well. I was going to say, he's got a deeper angle than Forsaken. Well, actually, sort of Trailblazer out here. Boaster to deal with it, so presence noted. Look at the switch up here at the B side hold from
वो लोग ने switch किया. जिंग को C पे लाया. वो लोग को लगा C8 हो सकता है. जिंग के पास अल्टी है.
Previously, and a couple of the openers. Mindfreak is fairly committed here. I'm curious of the range of his TP to retreat from this if Fnatic do actually swing out.
He's got 10 more seconds till his next smoke's back in hand.
क्यों जा रहे?
Shifting away from this.
Question is, क्या ये लोग commit करेंगे?
Just try and find a little bit of that information. Fnatic are really keeping their cards close to their chest. Now, temptation for Alpha maybe to try and swing on that, but it's not going to be.
B का भी.
It's not going to go towards B, but you can see the goal here for Fnatic is that C side, or at least the look of it.
2
but
kill
they're
trips
faking.
on the site, yeah. 2 kill trips on the site. Forsaken has the Odin, Divide has the operator.
So it's all about connector, it's all about that A-link. Divide's going to go up, and the 2 players from PRX need to try and do the damage from here. The parallel is very good, but the cross going to happen regardless. Showstopper popped. Zerka trying to close that gap. Held back 10 seconds now on the plant. You're going to have the Viper Spit as well, just to really add insult to injury. What are you meant to do with this one? Plant going to come in. CGRS is... Oh! Attempt! Doesn't get what he wants. Leo going to deny him.
Viper चाहिए उनको.
Time's on their side now. It's going to get messy. Durka tries to play his life. 3v3 now.
Sky को मारना चाहिए था. जिंग को और अंदर अल्ट मारना चाहिए था.
47 dips away, and you can see Jing trying to close that gap, trying to get closer. Left down on 1 HP, Chronicle to ground. Good trade as well.
GG.
Alpha keeping this very firmly in hand, and Mindfreak with so much to do.
GG.
So many players to find, and so little time to do it.
Snakebite on it.
Yeah, that's time. Oh my word, he's desperate to try and make something of this. But he's running low on those seconds, those precious couple of seconds. The spray from Leo, he's got him dead. The snowball round.
GG. Mara 4 ult mara.
PRX get held on by.
NTR. Imagine karo 4 rounds.
Masterclass here from Fnatic in the first half here. PRX making the best go of it in the second, but
9-9 score होता. 9-9.
So huge.
कितना close होता.
I just want to come back to.
Dostlar, साले मेरे दोस्त कर रहा है. चलो map to reset. डिस्कस. ठीक है. और ये मैच का डिस्कस मत करो क्या गलती है. ये fuck it. Go next. Fresh mind. Let's go. चलो.
Activated very well after being kind of hounded in that first half, having very little play.
Yeah,
second half did well. I love a bit of EG.
Yeah, love a bit of EG highlights. There were some in this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were so many examples where obviously FavorX
ये
are
तो
able
वो
to
लिक्विड
garner
वाला
side
दिखा रहे हो
control.
लोग.
You see how deep they actually have to
अरे
dig
ये क्या
to
दिखा रहे हैं
find the
यहाँ?
engagement, to find the kill, to convert that plant into
PRX
something
Fnatic में लिक्विड का हाइलाइट दिखा रहे थे भाई.
tangible, a little safer.
हेलो प्रोडक्शन भाई.
It's the next step up, right? This is kind of that conversation we were having of the disparity between facing someone like DRX and facing someone like NRG to base our opinions on form coming forward. But now I'm going to say it, Fnatic come out looking near on flawless. 13-5, yes, there was a little bit of wiggle room at the end, but you're right. As soon as that snowball
Binks
round
by
hits,
and
it did feel
Poster
almost inevitable.
both on shot and best agent in the world. Thank you.
8-0 scoreline. That ship's already sailed. The map's already over. And
अच्छा खेला रे PRX ने अच्छा खेला.
And go on to map 2.
Stats भी था, उन लोगों ने ट्राई भी सब किया. A ट्राई किया, B ट्राई किया, C ट्राई किया. लेकिन वो लोग का पीक और यूटिल में ना लेफ्ट राइट था. बाकी ठीक था. कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं था. कॉन्फिडेंस है बे. कॉन्फिडेंस है इसलिए मर रहे. ये जो कॉन्फिडेंस से पीक ले रहे ना और पीछे यूटिल नहीं आ रहा है. हट से हेडशॉट कर रहे. भाई ये क्या म्यूजिक है. म्यूट बेंच. ये कौन अलार्म लगा के बैठा. लैंग्वेज इनका डब्ल्यू क्राउड है. इनोवेट 12 इतना भर देते टीम को, नेक्स्ट राउंड सरेंडर कर देते. Fnatic give 5 rounds for respect. No, the first round in the Pistola round they got unlucky जब जिंग आया और पीछे से फ्रेंजी से 2 मारे. कोई वहाँ पे नजर नहीं दिया. That was the round. वरना क्रॉस फायर सेट था. Fnatic को प्रैक्टिकली 13-0 करना था. बाय राउंड में Fnatic got unlucky जब जिंग ने दरवाजा खोल के 2 मारे. एंड वो शॉट इनसेन था. वो लोग वहाँ पे अनलकी हो गए. That's how they got 4th round. ऐसा करके they got 5 rounds. वरना 13-0 प्रैक्टिकली 13-0 होना था. Fnatic का स्टैट्स अच्छा था. यूजुअली पिस्तौल राउंड में ज़्यादा अगर विन परसेंटेज देखेगा, इसका विन परसेंटेज ही ज़्यादा रहता है इफ़ दे गेट अ फ्री साइट और अर्ली फाइट ने एंड दे प्लांट बी. नेक्स्ट इयर्स मास्टर्स मुंबई पता नहीं. Headity, yes. But I'm still a little tired. But then I have to stream again after this stream. Let's see. Wasn't Venkai a better pick than Sergey's thoughts? Depends, Ray. मतलब, for sure on paper, Venkai is better than Sergey's. But agent pool, सपोर्ट, ये वो मैटर करता है. प्ले स्टाइल मैटर करता है. सब कुछ मैटर करता है. टीम डिसीजन होता है यार. समझ रहे हो? तो जब भाई स्ट्रीम आप करो, नींद मुझे आ रही है. नहीं, मैं नींद में तो नहीं हूँ क्योंकि मैंने 2 चाय पी है, नहाया भी हूँ. पैंच एनर्जी तो है लेकिन मैं माइंड में एनर्जी नहीं है क्योंकि पूरा दिन का मैं शेड्यूल सोचता हूँ ना. It doesn't depend, bro. When guy is better, what are you talking about? He's one who founded W Gaming. It depends, Ray. If team is not comfortable playing that play style or playing with Bankai, तुमको थोड़ी पता क्या हो रहा है टीम में पे.
there was a round specifically with the Raze ult. It's something me and Boss will be going over and over with him, is that like he's ulting too quick. So like when he does the satchel, you saw that round, he went to go ult, instant death. So that can't be happening next map, otherwise it could be a very close one.
I really hope you guys were able to fix those little things and walk away with the dub on map 2. Golden Boy, back to you.
I was taking that interview seriously for a moment, and I didn't realize what was being said.
It's good. I'm glad that Minnie's identifying all of the issues that they had there on that map, and that they're going to be able to clean it up and come out here and have a stronger bind, because it's getting down to the wire.
Yeah, I was
Tarzan will play no showman for India Masters.
Couple bumps, am I right? You know, I'm kidding. Jeez Louise.
Bang back pen में देते
This
yes.
has been. I was okay. So first and foremost, you know, I think it's important to note,
Sarcasm,
right, as we look at the team
mods
breakdown and where things landed. Obviously,
what the hell?
the
इतना sensitive mods है, Reddit mods भी
contrary to what
इतने
you heard in that interview.
Black Panda सीन क्या मालूम है? 2500 लोग देख रहे हैं, समझ रहे हो? अभी mods कितने? 3 या 4. 3 या 4 को 2500 2000 चैट्स फिल्टर करने के, उसमें से तेरे जैसे एक लंड लोग आते जो कुछ भी लिखते, और अगर मैंने वैसा रिएक्ट किया कि लॉल, तो तुम लोग बोलोगे हाँ बेंच फनी था. हाँ, अगर कुछ रिएक्ट नहीं किया, मॉड्स ने रिएक्ट करेगा तो बोलेगा सार्काज्म था. हाँ, क्या सीन है? ठेका लेके बैठा है मॉड्स कि तेरा सार्काज्म ये समझे. हाँ, कि तेरा फूफा का चाचा ही है बेंच. ओह ओह व्हाट द हेल वाले बाहर आए, बात करें मेरे से 1 to 1. गलती से भी मॉड्स को मत भरना, समझ रहे हो? समझ रहे हो?
First half to second half. Give me that Jing.
युवराज भाई, thank you for the one gifted मेरी जान की चोचे.
So, you know, there's going to be some inflation in that regard,
This
but
is
also
Bang
the numbers he was able to put up were just incredible. So the turnaround that he was able to get going into that defender's side,
माफ
where
करें,
it's
माफ
worth noting,
करें, माफ करें.
oddly enough, this
Under
was a bit of
sorry.
a defender-sided map in Pacific, you know, for the most part. So they're a little bit team dependent, but even for Paper X, that's a side that a lot of the
पानी पी लो, पानी भरना है भाई.
kind of see that there where they started getting their groove once they had swap sides. But
मेंबरशिप लेने के बाद क्या फायदा है? एक तो हमारा प्रॉपर कूल व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप है, कूल, समझ रहे हो? कूल व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप है. दूसरा, मेंबरशिप करोगे तो लोगों को लगा फैंस ये बंदा कितना अमीर है. समझ रहे हो? स्टाइल पॉइंट. तीसरा, तुम्हारा नाम ग्रीन में आएगा, वो तीसरा. प्लस नाम के आगे ही 69 आएगा. जिंदगी में तो NHK, समझ रहे हो? नंबर का बात कर रहा हूँ. तो ये सब
They didn't give up. They still
से.
tried to, you know, on that second half, they won the bonus. They came through, stringing together some rounds. So I would say, like,
क्यूटीज हो गए, उसमें क्यूटीज है लेकिन रिप्लाई नहीं
be a strip of W
देगी.
gaming, right? Or sometimes it's just really brilliant. Other times
मेंबर्स को ज्यादा मेल मिलता है क्या? हाँ, 2x मिलता है.
maybe we're on the other side of the Mobius strip from that start. Maybe they have figured things out. Maybe they're going to be able to bounce back, use that slight momentum they had. Because this is a team that doesn't get mentally fragile.
चाहे छोटी मेंबरशिप ले ले, हाँ, lowest 150
PRX in the Pacific Grand Finals.
युवराज भाई, thank you for the one gifted मेरी जान. फाटो का क्या बैठा है? ओ फाटो. ओ बड़ भाई.
गया ये.
क्या?
सो गया ये. सो गया.
सच्ची?
लेटा है. नहीं लेटा है, सर दुख रहा है उसका.
सर दुखेगा ही. एक स्ट्रीम करके बाहर घूमने जाएगा तो यही होगा.
लेटा हूँ आंखें बंद करके भाई.
लेटा है आंखें बंद करके यार, सर दुख रहा है उसका.
क्यों, कल किधर गए थे यार? हाँ,
उससे पूछ.
उसका आंसर क्या था पता है?
हाँ?
यार मैं एक स्ट्रीम किया, फिर मैं बहुत टायर्ड था कि मैं सोया, मैं सीधा रात को उठा.
नहीं
फिर
सोया
नींद ही
वो,
नहीं आ
रात
रही
को
थी.
उठा वो. हाँ, यही हुआ
हाँ.
था.
तो किधर
रात को
बाहर?
नींद ही नहीं है इसको.
तो मतलब बाहर गए नहीं तुम लोग?
नहीं फिर रात को जब थोड़ी देर जब उठ गए थे तब निकल गए बाहर थोड़ी देर के लिए.
अच्छा. थोड़ी देर कहाँ? डायरेक्ट पहाड़ों में गए थे बहन?
नहीं 24/7 गए थे.
इतना बंदा तो के कैसा सिर दुख सकता है? इधर 4 घंटा स्ट्रीम करके, 4 बोल रहा हूँ, 14-12 घंटा स्ट्रीम करके फिट एंड फाइन हूँ मैं. हाँ,
स्टैमिना
स्टैमिना नहीं, बाहर
बड़ा खाएगा बड़ा.
बाहर जाके कुछ तो उसने जूस पिया है।
नहीं रे, कुछ नहीं भाई।
तो कैसे?
Let's go with the
So in between half, basically, I think we're just trying to not get
Proper
13-0. You know, we're trying to keep the moonlight because there's nothing you can do when you get like boom there. That was an impressive half. I think like props to them. It was incredible to play against. Probably should have started defense. We just try to keep comms light, and it's the same thing for now. After the map, we're just making sure that everyone is okay. You know, we just wanted to get our momentum going, and I think we did a little bit at the end of the map. So I think we should see a better map too from us, hopefully.
Yeah, Jing played exceptional. Hopefully you guys are able to continue that. Best of luck to you, Golden Boy. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Doug, for that. And actually, a few things from there. Coach Alex saying probably should have picked defense.
हाँ बोले.
हाँ. अरे 24/7 गए थे हम रात को.
ओह.
कुछ खाने के लिए भूख लग रही थी तो. और तेरा कैसे चल रहा है?
चल रहा है यार बेंच.
बढ़िया बढ़िया.
रुको कब कमर टूटेगी.
कुछ बोलने वाला था मैं बोला नहीं मैंने.
ओपाड़ी के स्ट्रीम करके लवड़े. स्ट्रीम करके.
बहुत ही बुरा जो आया था वो है मेरे.
आराम जादे स्ट्रीम तो तू क्या बोलने वाला था मेरे को पता है.
नहीं नहीं.
हाँ?
कुछ नहीं बोल रहा भाई, कुछ नहीं बोल रहा.
साला इसके मन में पक्का पलंग बिलंग ऐसे कुछ तो था बहिंच.
अरे नहीं यार.
आराम ज्यादा. हाँ? इतना आईआरएल स्ट्रीम क्या 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 देखा है तूने. समझ रहा हूँ मैं. और करो आईआरएल फ्रॉम जंगल वंगल. हाँ और करो बहिंच.
ये मजा आता है बट आईआरएल करना है. अब बस थोड़ा स्टैग्नेंट हो गया है. अब वापस अभी आ रहा हूँ मैं महाराष्ट्र आ रहा हूँ
घूमने.
हाँ महाराष्ट्र घूमूंगा.
क्या कुछ ऐसा प्लान किया है कि इतना दिन ऐसा करेगा.
नहीं मेरा
ए ब्रिमस्टोन है रेस है ऑलरेडी लीक्स मिल गया पैच.
मेरा अनप्लान्ड ही होता है ट्रिप सारे.
Probably not so many PRX fans, I guess, here after map one. Maybe they've taken a little bit of fresh air.
ग्रीन कलर के ग्लव्स है उसके पास. जिंग के पास रेस खेल रहा है.
I'm just saying the fans looking good spirits. It was just, you know.
ये लोग शावर लेने वाले हैं.
Regardless.
Really?
जिंग शावर लेने वाला है.
Yeah, you love them unless you're playing them. However, map 2, hopefully, it's a little bit closer here. I do want to have a competitive affair between these two. I don't want to see this being a massive blowout, but even just the caliber on map 1 has me worried. However, this is the best opportunity for PRX, right? This is the map they chose. This is meant to be the one that they feel safest coming into.
इतना बनाया.
As well, Fnatic are well versed in dealing with these sorts
चार
of things.
बंदे टिपी मारने वाले लग रहा है मेरे को. माँ की.
Something to know for the second half.
चालू
I'm actually a little
W.
surprised to see Fnatic stick to the cypher pick here, looking to still execute the same game plan as previously. But hold that thought for a moment. PRX a lot of space away from Fnatic here, force them to rotation towards Fountain. Say whether or not actually Forsaken was going to hold an active angle here because there's a big gap between him and Jing right now.
If they get the timing right, Forsaken can say nothing about this. They've kind of herded them into the side that really Fnatic seem pretty comfortable with here. Yeah, so Plant should be coming in the next couple of seconds. Durka is joined by one of them who's got Chronicle by his side. Forsaken flies in. Great trade as well for Jing, but
Nade.
Right, so it's just who comes out on top in the trade.
Nade क्यों नहीं मारा?
Puts his body on the line. The Plant gets
held. Nade नहीं था क्या उसके पास?
To back up that fight.
Alpha has to find something from Long here. Boaster and Leo isolated right now, separated, but Boaster still nice and healthy. Divine Mind Freak.
Spike तो अटक चुका है. Spike अटक चुका है. Cypher क्या करेगा देखना पड़ेगा.
This is tense. It does have to be kind of in the hands of Boaster a little bit here.
नहीं था.
Just swap out to the Ghost, so an opportunity to potentially find a pick here, but Alpha creeping back into hookah. Yeah.
I like that from Alpha. But Device, did he catch enough of a glimpse or maybe consider it? Flash there for Leo. Good flash. Boaster can't quite close the kill until then. Better fall.
1v1.
Freak making it all possible now in the 1v1. 6 seconds Alpha.
एक हिट का है वो फिर से.
What a way to start things off.
फिर से.
You can see the reposition from how Device playing that, from how Mind Freak is playing it. They had no idea where Alpha had slipped through to. Expecting a flank through from spawn.
Last player standing. One enemy
Heartbreaking as well, because Mindfreak's in a committed position here. Alpha 33 though. Crucial headshot to hit.
Squeaky bum time on
Yes,
that.
yeah. Yeah, because he's got to make the drop out. He has to reveal his position as well.
फिर से वही वाला पिक दिया जो फर्स्ट राउंड में टाइम नहीं दिया था.
PRX flooding through over towards A. That was
Wide pick.
audacious from them. Fnatic now will have to maybe keep that in mind, right? So, okay, we've got to take, temper ourselves a little bit. Sitting super deep here. Boaster all the way back by Xiao.
हर पिक पे फ्री फायर मारता था ना फ्री फायर मारता अपना राउंड था PRX का 8 सेकंड में पॉसिबल ही नहीं है वो. सिर्फ फ्री फायर टाइप कॉल तो दिया रहेगा ना किसने वो लो है.
What I see though is a stack, Mike. We've got 4 players here.
कि नहीं दिया था पता नहीं भाई.
How far does Fnatic get before they maybe identify this?
I think actually plenty of utility to work with here.
Where is something? Something is somewhere, buddy.
Very cautious on approach here with Divide. Spotted.
कुछ रिस्पेक्ट नहीं कर रहे भाई वॉल का.
I think now Fnatic should figure out that there's plenty of bodies here.
Scramble time. Fnatic stand and fight. They've got rifles. They haven't got too
कुछ
much to be
रिस्पेक्ट
worried
नहीं
about
कर रहे
here.
भाई.
Dealt with the brunt of it.
ये अच्छा था लेकिन.
Only a classic, maybe only maybe a frenzy.
गंज रहता तो शायद दूसरा कुछ होता लेकिन
All that pressure comes through
ये
from
अच्छा
the
था.
PRX players.
फिर से नहीं कर पाएंगे ये लोग.
Okay, Mindfreak though. Oh.
That was an 80 face.
Is there any chance? Oh, and he's seen him as well. Nice shot from Mindfreak, but yeah, position noted. 3 still standing. Should be able to get the rifle in the hands of Alpha potentially, just in case.
रीड अच्छा था, स्टैक अच्छा था, प्ले बनाया था.
Potentially. I mean, a little bit dangerous. Stack worked out, I guess. If you're PRX in that regard, you're happy enough. You got.
Punk love from Kolkata. Love it, use.
But the buyback in this bonus isn't going to be particularly weak from Fnatic, regardless. You know, this is still fine.
No.
तू ही खेल लेना जाके उधर आईडी पास नहीं दिया रे वो लोग ने, वरना खेल लेता. वर्जिल भाई जाके मेरे से आईडी पास ले लो ना प्लीज.
Actually, now going to get rifles across the board here, so it's only Boaster's Bulldog. I guess the chink in the armor here of the inventory for Fnatic.
It's just the pace in which PRX are trying to take space on this map. It's done so early. I mean, you can backfill it. Yes, I guess it'll cost you some of that utility to re-clear, but at this point, first real contact is, I guess, made here. Yes, there's a little bit of a scrap towards long, but it wasn't particularly committed behind. That's been dealt with. All this happens, still looking.
अभी दो ऑप्शन है Fnatic के पास, या फिर रिकंट्रोल ले या फिर ए चले जाए.
A bit closer here. They felt a lot of pressure towards B now.
एक मिनट है, क्या कॉल देगा बूस्टर?
It's a spy cam for the Trailblazers to come out. Both flashes used by Divide. Now got one back online, but Fnatic have burnt up so much utility from PRX, seemingly for free. So now have tons at their disposal and a huge advantage in terms of this A site here. Good molly to slow things down though, yeah.
That's very nice. Should allow another player to get over in a rotation. That's going to Jing probably.
Oi!
Forsaken. Isolating Boast here, and that does remove the smoke, so some of that safety is going to be taken away from them.
नहीं प्लांट कर सकते. यूटिल से नेड भी है शायद.
Advantage now has passed. PRX able to stall this out effectively, Lauren.
Do they take a TP?
20 seconds.
What's the plan now from Fnatic? You got 20 seconds, no safety. You need
लेना ही पड़ेगा TP.
Something going your way, and you don't have a great deal. So they're going to see Chronicle digging deeper.
Oh!
13 seconds though.
क्या दिमाग लगाया भाई.
He wants to try to deny that plant. Can't do it. Plant's in now. 3v3 post plant.
Alpha, I don't think he's.
उक्का से फेक ब्लाइंड देके ट्रिपल पिक किया.
The smoke here swings onto it. Finds the first. Forsaken will trade though.
जहर play.
As well, trying to draw out Durka, but does he respond? I think that's enough of a check now. Leo closing the gap as well.
Oh my, bye हो गया.
As soon as you think there's a little bit of hope.
चलो भाई हो गया. चलो.
8 HP.
चलो भाई.
And that's enough for Fnatic to make it up to 3.
The bonus converted. May as well
भाई हो गया भाई. ऐसा मार रहे तो भाई हो गया. चलो भाई.
Heroics from Forsaken and beautiful stall here.
वो देख fake blind.
Just a moment where Fnatic are stacked up and they're ready to go hyper aggressive.
4 सेकंड का भी शॉट अच्छा था.
Chronicle on the swing lines too.
Whoa.
And a 3-0 lead.
भाई डर के बोलते.
Not what you wanted to see if you're a PRX fan. trying to play this aggressive, in-your-face game style is going to get harder and harder as that just gets further and further away from you.
Team off कर दे नहीं देखा जा रहा है मेरे से मत करो यार.
Still got the rifle out on CGRS, but the rest left wanting.
Last game जैसा भाई चारों राउंड ऐसा है जो PRX का हो सकता था. 1v1 तक आया है. पहला राउंड 1v1, ये वाला राउंड 2v1. दुख दर्द और पीड़ा.
Utility to potentially find a cheeky kill off the plant, maybe off the spike being tapped, but Chronicle just charging on through.
नेट भी डालेगा.
And bye-bye Mind Freak.
वो नेट की वजह से इसने गलत नेट डाल दिया.
There's the threat. There it goes. You saw it on the X-ray. Jing taken out in a second. The rifle now revealed as well. CGRS will note that. Seek is going to be sent. Let's see where these players are waiting for. Seek now in trouble. Has to get out of there. You work off that flash? Not really. Fnatic sitting here playing this post plant.
Yeah, Molly goes up as well. It's going to come down nice and early. I should deal with the wingman trying to find this, but actually CGRS has found a kill.
Might try a little bit more.
Big brain ult.
Going to be noted on that Boaster.
Big brain ult.
For a second, but again you got to keep in mind Boaster was still alive, had the ult, had the molly.
अकेला करके उसने खुद पे अल्ट मारा. दो बंदे पुश हो रहे करके वो लोग एक को पीछे जाना पड़ा. शावर से मर गया. क्या?
Durka 2 off the showstopper. They have another massive ultimate. Another round jump. Beautiful shot from Chronicle. Like I said, this is potentially as well Jing actually finding the showstopper from a play like that. Right here.
भाई क्या था वो?
PRX now. They're just missing the Seekers. But walking the tightrope in terms of the finances.
Same.
Yeah, same.
दिमाग तो है bro.
I did actually.
पोस्टर में दिमाग तो है भैंचो. उसके अल्ट ने दो बंदे को आइसोलेट किया. एक को वहां भेज दिया जहाँ पे मरना ही है और एक को यहाँ भेज दिया जहाँ पे उसका 1v1 होगा. अटक जाएगा. मरा तो भी भैंचो वो लोग का एडवांटेज है. ये भी पड़ी फॉर्चूनेट को भाई. नसीब ही नहीं है भाई. ना.
I think that was a step on the decay.
Nah, bye.
Because he got taken down very low.
Yeah.
Whoa. But it's the patience coming out from Fnatic now. They're having to kind of match this.
Chiglapi.
He's a good situation.
Nice.
So we'll get played in. Gets the hell out of there too. Doesn't want to stick around too long.
A very early reckoning.
Wait, look at this push. Jing's down there. Sends it from a mile away. Chronicle's caught.
ये क्या था?
Big player advantage that they've had in some time. 35 seconds. Fnatic. They'll back to the wall here. Mind Freak going to be forced out of position, has to fall away. Looks like the molly went in though.
It's deep, it's not necessarily going to stop safe passage to site. Mind Freak has found Alpha though.
It's on Durka and Leo to try and keep this hand. First big chance for PRX. Get themselves on the board.
Oh, Boomer ने bait कर दिया. Knife, knife.
He can't get away. PRX finally carve around into the scoreboard here. 4-1.
Knife करना था ना?
Investment though. What, they had 4 ultimates here and 3 of them are burned.
ये राउंड मेरे का एक चीज नहीं समझा कि
desperate to just
सिगरेट
stop the
ने
momentum of
टीपी
Fnatic
क्यों
early on
मारा?
here. I was talking about questioning.
जब उसके दो बंदे बिलोंग आके डब्लू दबा के लड़ रही है यहाँ पे. हार्बर ने अल्टी मार दिया गेको के लिए. रेज अल्टी लेके आ गया गेको के लिए. गेको ही भाग गया.
Drifting out. The pipe so deep here.
फंस गया था वो. कैसे फंस गया था? भर दिया. भरा. मैं बोला ना अल्टी भर दिया.
It's so good. And the pace change is not complete gear shift here. They've been respecting PRX till now. And Booster strides in, kicks down the doors, takes down Jing, takes down Mind.
भाई उसने क्या मारा? चलते चलते.
What I meant to do. Now pops the Seekers. That seems.
इसने अकेले में अल्ट मार दिया.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Give it a go.
एंटी था लेकिन.
But let's kind of roll back to what we saw in this round. All these kind of starts, they've been respecting.
भाई डर के ने क्या मारा?
Almost just.
This is beautiful though, because
Spectre shot दिखाओ यार, please.
PRX are here to try and deal with this spy cam. That they come forward to shoot it, but Alpha actually gets a tag.
डर के वाला दिखाओ. अरे
Durka is in position to burst immediately. That early conditioning. PRX are desperate to take away some of the tools from Fnatic in the early round. This time they punish them for it. They bait them in.
See, and I do have to give credit in these sort of moments because, as you said, those sort of things can come out for a timeout with a coach, but just coming up with that on the fly again, just kind of noting it and working around it, really nice to be seeing. Now 5-1, this puts the pressure back on PRX. Can they halt this progression from Fnatic?
Forsaken's position. Look where Chronicles got to. I was going to say, yeah. Look at the minimap.
भाई तुमको वो स्मोक का वैल्यू पता है तुम लोगों को?
Maybe trying to catch somebody off guard.
जो बोस्टर ने डाला.
Well, the pendulum swings on the other side of the map though. Durka.
इसके ये राउंड के बाद मैं बताता हूँ. स्मोक का वैल्यू बताता हूँ.
Device seems very aware of this. And now Durka's dead. There, lovely combination work there.
Oh, nice!
Does CGRS and Leo Zed
Nice.
Down to the 1v3. This is a tall task for Alpha, but he's the Wonder Kid for a reason. Bringing it down to the 1v1. He's got the spike, he's got the block, and he has room.
बस मैं आपका उम्र हो गया वरना वीसीटी तो अपना था. हाँ यार.
Play a very safe position now.
भाई ये राउंड गया तो दुख हो जाएगा रे. Sky flash does plus position.
He's creeping closer. Does Forsaken turn? Alpha backs away. Running around each other now. Forsaken paranoid. Just the tap on the spike and Alpha gets closer. 2 kills already. Needs the third. Drawn in. Oh, the shorty seals it, signs it, delivers it. Fnatic move forward on 6 with a Red Bull clutch.
तो इससे हम लोग क्या समझे कि फर्स्ट राउंड PRX का था, फोर्थ राउंड भी PRX का था, थर्ड राउंड ये राउंड भी PRX का था. हाँ 6-1 के जगह पे 5-2 होता था इन फेवर ऑफ PRX. 6-1 के जगह पे वहीं जो क्या खेल रहा है बे Fnatic.
This is one of the maps that always stood out to us with Alpha originally as well. Like rolling back to when we first started to see glimpses of it.
थ्रो नहीं हो रहा है बे. है बेटर है तो है, कुछ कर नहीं सकते.
Great to see that diligence still there.
यही गलतियां Fnatic नहीं करते इसलिए वो जीत रहे हैं.
As you said, it could be any of them.
भाई वो स्मोक वाला मैं बता दूं. स्मोक वाला क्या होता है यूजुअली हम लोग जब भी खेलते हैं तुम लोग ने सुना रहेगा कि स्काई ब्लाइंड से बचो, तो हम लोग किधर बचते हो? डब्बे के पीछे. ठीक है, फिर डब्बे के पीछे स्काई ब्लाइंडेड अगर नहीं होता है और अगर वो लोग का बिलोंग पुश होता है तो जब भी हम लोग पीछे से आगे वॉक करके जाते हैं तभी वो लोग ऑलरेडी एनिमी लोग इतने फॉरवर्ड पोजीशन पे आ जाते हैं कि वहाँ पे लड़ना थोड़ा इम्पॉसिबल हो जाता है. लेकिन वो स्मोक के वजह से ना लोग डब्ल्यू दबा के ऑलरेडी आगे गए, तो अगर वो लोग आगे रहने लोग 4 बंदे स्मोक से बाहर आ सकते हैं, वाइट स्विंग कर सकते हैं और वो लोग कुछ नहीं कर पाएंगे क्योंकि 3 ही बंदे आएंगे बी पे. अंटिल अनलेस इको है, 2 बंदे तो दूसरे साइड पे रहेंगे मिनिमम और मैक्सिमम. दिमाग है पोस्टर का.
Pretty much have free roam here. Yes. Across the entire map.
Yeah, I haven't seen one, like a singular.
सेम वो पुश रोकने के लिए स्मोक डाले लेकिन वो लोग कर लिए पुश. ये पोजीशन का बोल रहा था.
Just doubling down on this, and while they do this, they've lost territory over towards Hookah. You're going to have Durka taking that space, and they should have the information. Oh dear! Oh dear! And Chronicles caught them on the run. There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide. Fnatic are in full form. CGRS.
भाई क्या राउंड है. वाइपर ने यहाँ पे स्मोक मॉली डाल के यहाँ से भगाया, यहाँ से कुत्ता करके बिलोंग पे काट के वहाँ पे अल्टी मार दिया. भाई वो लोग ने प्रॉपर काउंटर किया है.
Wasn't CGRS the one that actually got stunned by the Trailblazer?
I think so, yeah.
प्रॉपर काउंटर किया वो लोग ने. 3-man बिलोंग पुश का प्रॉपर.
Like I said, Fnatic aren't scared to use some of these big ultimates on the anti-ecos just to secure rounds. Shame it only got to 1.
Well, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. So you might as well, have a bit.
यार दिल जीत गया सर्विस भाई. W.
And now they have to back away. You pick your poison, don't
TP.
you? There you go.
Alpha's here to greet the TP on
फिर
the
से
other
हाथ
side.
रहेगा
We'll
साला.
see some pressure come through from Showers.
No wingman on the way.
दोनों पोकेमॉन ने इन्फो ने दिया. ओ मारा.
Oppos's like, yeah, I'm
गोस्टर भी लाइक कैसे मारा रे तू उसको?
That was a impressive trade, honestly.
ये मेरा पिक था.
Chronicles just battered Jing, hasn't he? And now he's just walking
जिनका ये
inside.
fight
Anything
जीतना था.
stop him? Actually, yes, there. Forsaken does well to find Chronicle. After he had his eyes drawn by Dirk.
3v3. क्या TP होगा?
Smoke's still going to be in place for this. Forsaken
Bye.
very well.
Bye.
Exceptionally well, actually, to even make this
It's a
doable.
big balls.
This is a 1v2 now, but look
Big
who's still alive.
balls.
Dirk, and he's on the run. You should be able to get a plant here.
Smoke से निकल के दो मार दिए भाई. Hello.
You want to see Devi and Mindfreak stacked up here for a trade. Problem being, Devi has an operator. Dirk looking to play deep on this. The smoke going to force him back in.
Did he get spotted?
There was no ping.
No. Hold on. Tries to go for the first shot. He has to be almost proactive in this, right? He's committed to this sort of play style. Does Devi even expect it? The barrel surely shows. First, it doesn't matter. Dirk is so
Nade
quick
as
with
well.
it. Oh dear, he doesn't want the nade. He wants the rocket. Oh, Fnatic just ripping down PRX. This looks done, Mike.
Played to perfection. This said no hesitation at all. Even
एक और
he
clutch.
gets the paint shell reset as well off that first
एक
kill.
और clutch. 2v1.
Devi, unfortunately, with the operator has to come forward, take something, and the spacing just not there.
लेकिन ये ठीक है. ये तो जीतना ही
The
था.
scoreline here on Bind.
ये तो जीतना ही था. लेकिन
Ultimates online now for
ऐसा
PRX,
नहीं था
only
कि
missing
वैंडल
the
वाले को
orbital
पहले
sniper.
आगे जाना चाहिए.
Very little for them to work with here. Almost back to stack roulette here. 4 over towards A side.
Yep.
Forsaken left to try and anchor here on the other side.
This is a lot to handle.
PRX dumping everything here, Lauren.
Yeah,
everything.
Including the kitchen sink at this point. There's a lot of pressure on Fnatic, but there has been no kills. There's been no blood drawn at this point. They're still just holding towards
भाई
life.
अगर count cut करके
here with CGRS posted up deep now.
B पे गए ना वो लोग.
Now drifting into a 3-man stack onto B. Fnatic. No damage taken yet.
That's the first. Divide as well. That's not bad. Flash. Mindfreak swings it. Gorgeous. Lovely.
Nice.
Finally getting
Nice.
right back here. Now a 2v4.
टर्गरेट आगे आया तब बेंच से साइपर ने अल्टी मार दे फिर से पीछे गया हो. अरे यार वो बंदा बेचारा ट्रैप है तोड़ फोड़ के पुश किया था यार.
Forsaken should have this cross though. He does.
Nice.
Clean with it. And now Alpha, this gets very difficult. And it becomes
Nice.
impossible. Forsaken is putting in serious work.
चलो 2 more rounds चलो.
It really is. Thank God they convert that because
पंख भाई थोड़ा सिक्का डर के से थोड़ा सिक्का डर के से अल्टी मार के पीछे भी नहीं देखते इतना कॉन्फिडेंट.
finds this kill, then Mindfreak doubles down on it.
I know.
2 on the board now. PRX string anything
शिट
else
भाई
together.
5 राउंड यार PRX का गया ये मैच में.
Only got the
5 राउंड fuck.
so not too many tools.
7-3 लीड पे रहते थे भाई PRX.
Throw at this to convert.
They're going to hear the jump spot. They're going to get another punish on this. And you can see Durka trying to close the gap. That was the call at the start there. Going to force the hand a little as well. Utility going to slow on the back of the mosh pit. Taking space.
Targets भाई बोला यार heal चाहिए.
There's no stone left unturned this round.
It's another 4-man stack towards B this
Heal
time.
चाहिए dudes.
Mindfreak, I guess, with the orbital strike and ability to stall out.
हर राउंड जाता है तो इसका मतलब ये is not a mission. Fnatic is just better. मैं तो बोला भी है. मैंने वही बोला. Fnatic इसलिए 8-2 पे कि ये छोटा मिस्टेक्स वो लोग नहीं कर रहे.
Depends on the timing that he gets here. Okay, right about now. Smokes to go up.
Mindfreak के पास मॉली है और अल्टी है. आराम से 40 सेकंड वो रोक सकता है.
Long, going to be tested. Anything to stop it.
प्लांट अभी तक नहीं हुआ है.
Nice. A lot of ults coming on in. Forsaken does find Durka. Plant gets denied. 28 seconds.
Molly.
Most is detained.
It's going for 2 here. CGRS will fall as well. Fnatic now in a 4v3.
Thought you'd done enough taking down Durka, but Leo's still alive. There's still a chance. Mindfreak, though, has been critical, as has Forsaken. They lose out Mindfreak, but with 11 seconds, can they get the plant down this time around? Fnatic, yes, they can. 3-player advantage to the 2. Make it just 1 now. Forsaken struggling here. How do you find these three? First couple of steps in, managing to navigate past
the bait works for him actually with the weapon drop. The decay taking effect though. Forsaken will fall.
40 सेकंड में भाई 40 सेकंड में
It doesn't even come down to the
40 भी नहीं शायद 38
here so early.
मौली होके अल्टी होके गेको का तीनों चीज होके अल्टी होके इससे क्या खेलती है ना यार Fnatic क्या खेलती है भाई
We're in a drought here.
Yeah, round 12, a stinger comes in, a sheriff's here, no ultimates available.
9-3 course.
Staring down the barrel of
another
demoralizing first half performance.
I think that's a pretty fair assessment. This isn't fun to play if you're PRX, really. I know they've still got smiles, still trying to keep their heads up, but you've got 2 rounds on your map. This isn't really how you want things to be going, but that's a good start. Isolating Alpha towards the backside of Shower could be great, but you could already see the consideration. This is going to be an A-piece ending. Dirk is already creeping closer. Work with this utility going forward.
Molly invested fairly early, actually. The Cove as well to cut off the sight lines.
Booster को देखो.
It's going to be difficult for...
Plant tap करके जाएंगे कि नहीं वो देखना
पड़ेगा. Do much once this first wave.
क्या टाइमिंग हो सकता है बूस्टर का? ओह दवाई ने चेक किया.
Now a 5v3.
I love your दवाई.
No, Leo was waiting back for a really long
टाइमिंग तो था बूस्टर का.
Hoping that Chronicle and Durka will find kills here potentially.
Maybe. And on the drop, wait, Chronicle found the kill there. Took down. Wait, Chronicle found
उसने smoke वापस लेके घुस के मारा.
Leo's got the spike here, and he's in so much trouble. Durka needs to try and bail him out. He can't do it in time. There we go. A little bit of relief at the very end there for PRX. Making it to 3. It's not a complete loss, but it's certainly.
ये लेकिन वो mistakes नहीं करते ये लोग जीत सकते थे ना मैप PRX.
Hope or cope.
अच्छा खेला PRX ये मैप एक्चुअल में अच्छा खेला छोटा मिस्टेक्स यार अच्छा खेला लेकिन Fnatic तो दूसरे लेवल पे है फाइनल भेज दो जल्दी
vibing yeah just vibing I mean I don't know what you're meant to do against this and I don't think PRX does either. This is their map choice. They got 3. Yes, it's a little more than they had before, but it's still not much to play with. Fnatic looking fantastic.
उसको देखो भाई जिंदगी में ये खुशी चाहिए.
Fnatic are cooking with fire, even though it's a 9-3 half, and maybe some hopefuls will be praying for the 9-3 curse. I would be honest with you, you would just be left in tatters because I don't know how that's going to work out for you there with the way that Fnatic's playing here at Kilios.
Yeah, they managed to scrape by that final round. Still was looking a little bit close. Chronicle coming up with 2 big ones there to make it look like it was going to end up.
If PRX had something, they would have still lost.
A very dire situation.
Would have, could have, should have.
However, PRX were finally able to get themselves on the board. They started things off. They had
you can't say.
Very nice round.
ये होता तो वो होता वो होता तो ये
round 6. Fnatic turned it on its head and they said, no, we will not let you build momentum. We will not let you.
और छोटा-छोटा mistakes नहीं होता तो PRX भी जीतता. लेकिन जीतना नहीं है.
Yeah, they string together a couple really nice ults there to get the showstopper going. Then Boaster, here's Jing's blast pack.
मुझे तो ADG best लगती है अभी ना.
They're going to expect it. You know, they're probably
कितना matter करता है util usage. मालूम पड़ रहा है
the confidence here for Fnatic is clearly flowing. Yeah, sure, there's been, you know,
PRX बहुत चलते हैं in the whole visit
here and there. You know, CGRS seems to be having a good
तो
time
में
up there, but
chaos ही
right
तो
now,
हो रहा
certainly it is an outclassing from Fnatic.
And when you look at those series of rounds, and the reason why we wanted to highlight them is because the amount of effort, and Hypoc pointed out immediately, the investment, it was 4 ults that they had
कब का ये वो
invested
बोल रहा है मैं possibilities दिखा रहा हूँ तुम लोग को.
And then on the flip side, Fnatic's like, well,
वो बोला कि अगर ये होता something होता तो भी हार ही जाते. वो नहीं है लेकिन.
It's quite scary to play against Achilles.
दोनों चीज में फर्क है. पहले बात सुने. भाई something not playing next match शायद से आ रहा है शायद से.
Yes, they do need to start with a pistol, but it will be a long and treacherous journey to try and take
Strats
this lead
अच्छा है.
Fnatic now.
Timing
they do have
अच्छा
more on
है.
the first map on that first half. But it's still not much.
No, and I want to come back to a point here after the
4-1 कर रहे बे attack में 4 shower 1 shot.
Once again. For for Fnatic. Chronicle, lots of bodies outside this, yeah. Why is he going to give it up? Tries to deal with the Trailblazer, not stand up, so...
Oh!
He's backpedaling away! They're all here!
God.
They're all here! Mind Freak is the last one alive. He thought Chronicle was
क्या नया टिपी भूल गए क्या लोग? हेलो?
Drags them to their grave.
नया टिपी शावर के बहुत क्लोज है. हेलो?
They're desperate to follow up on this Trailblazer. Denies the
Guys, okay,
possibility
चलो,
this
Fnatic
time.
GG.
Then gets 2 kills on top of it, by the way.
Look at this. Oh, an A.
I mean, it's just ridiculous.
क्या भाई?
This guy's very good at the game, isn't he? What's all that?
कुत्ता बिल्ली मार के मारा भाई.
Well, starts with a pistol. Oh, ahead of the ball. I'm hoping that.
वो स्मोक अच्छा दिखता है भाई. वॉल कितना अजीब लगता है ना. फंडा दोनों का सेम था.
So we get the test. It's not really a stack. It's 3 players.
फंडा दोनों का सेम था.
Leo by his side. That's one. Spike down B. Main shot.
वो वॉल कितना अजीब लगता है भाई. क्या? कैसे?
Okay, they've taken down one. That's a recovered weapon. Oh, that's 2. That's a bulldog.
भाई लोग जीत सकते हैं राउंड.
Spike
कितनी है इसके पास?
Yeah. Just trying to speed run behind here.
I'm pushing long. Huh? Fair enough. Oh.
Gets spotted.
Oh,
he's in the iPad, his elbow sticks out. That's ridiculous.
Spike वहाँ पे तो ये लोग को मालूम नहीं पड़ा
elbow में. Stinger and a bulldog to work with here, but
मालूम पड़ा.
Spot this. Should be. Oh, the dink as well. Bloody hell. Yeah, Alpha's feeling a bit of pressure there. They're both on this side. He doesn't know that. Yeah, cross through. They still haven't found him.
भाई हो गया भाई. चलो GG.
How did he see? How's he found
हो
the
गया.
second there
चलो.
so easily?
ज़ालो.
something we don't.
Chocolava place.
First and second on the board here. You talk about the mountain to climb once again.
क्या खेला बे.
Start with a pistol, really.
भाई क्या स्टार प्लेयर्स है बे Fnatic में. बेंचो अल्फा वहाँ पे अलग मारता है. डर के वहाँ अलग मारता है. क्रॉनिकल अलग मारता है. बोस्टर दिमाग है. लियो क्यों खेल रहा है पता नहीं. 4v5 खेल लो बेंच.
Still feel as though from one of these players on Fnatic they'll give you a round. So it's like, where does PRX now find any semblance of safety? There isn't much. They're going to go for a little bit of a B piece, it looks like, or at least imply they are.
The utility investment here was all very early on.
भाई बस्तर देखो.
They haven't actually played the Fnatic players either. Dirk has found a little bit of room to watch that cross.
बस्तर देखो भाई.
Leo going to be able to catch the cross. Oh
my God!
Doing that.
लियो भाई sorry.
Twice. It's put a fork in it. This one's done. That's
Leo
12.
didn't even blink.
Nah, he knew exactly where he was.
Sorry लियो भाई.
That is ridiculous. It's instantaneous
I love you.
as well. This last shot. I mean, these guys are just different.
लियो बुरा मान गया. अरे यार.
12-3 now.
लियो भाई sorry यार. Sorry. आप भी स्टार प्लेयर हो. हाँ? आप भी स्टार प्लेयर हो. भूल गया था. Sorry.
With a judge. And they're going towards Alpha setup.
Cool.
It's Alpha and Chronicle to try and hold down the fort here on A site.
Good luck, PRX. This is the one that has to count.
अच्छा ना दोनों बॉल एक साथ आते
Series
हैं.
out and make it look easy.
और बाकी लोग को क्रॉस करने के लिए कोव डाला है. उसके बाद
for a reason, but PRX adjust now.
Sergeant
Moster
TP.
on the other side, all alone here.
Sergeant TP.
Rotations are on the way, but no one said save him yet.
Molly under the window is going to slow things down here.
Oh, there's the savior! Alpha comes around, gets 2 just. So you can see Jing getting towards the site. It's down to 2v2.
2v2.
Jing and Mind Freak up against Chronicle and Durka. Spike is down. They're yet to plant it, and Jing is desperate to try and hold on to this, hold that close territory. 91 HP. The first challenger emerges. Second, he's got him dead. Jing holding on for another round.
ये राउंड फुकट का दिया Fnatic ने. हर बार देखा Fnatic पहला वही करता है. पहला सैचल मार के वाइट स्विंग होता है और फिर दूसरा बंदा पिक लेता है वो 3-1 में 2 में निकल गया वाइपर
a couple of members of Fnatic to swing out spawn, but
ये देख
doesn't come through. I think Dirk is maybe a little bit hesitant just because
उल्टा क्या वो लोग ने
kill on Boaster.
क्या कमबैक होगा डिफेंस में
Give me a reason to believe. Give me something. If it's off the back of this player, sure. I'm down for it. Jing, show me what you got.
2 राउंड में क्रॉनिकल का अल्टी आएगा, डर के का अल्टी आएगा, क्रॉनिकल मार देगा ये शॉट पे अल्ट ये शॉट्स नहीं आ सकते, बचत 3 जगह
Dirk or Leo are ready to collapse. I guess kept in position.
लेकिन ये अल्ट वाला ये लोग काउंटर कर सकते हैं, लोग पास स्काई का अल्ट है, जिंग का अल्ट आ सकता है, नहीं कर तो सकते कमबैक, देखो अल्ट का काउंटर्स तो है, सिर्फ तब तक बचा के रखना। कर सकते हैं, मारा कैसे थे वो अभी तक?
PRX finally stabilizing a little here, and
nice.
Jing takes away Leo from
कर
this.
सकते
7
rounds more. यही वही फॉर सेकंड है ना, नंबर 1 रेडियन, हाँ वही है
We're about to potentially swap out here to one of these weapons close by. I said it wasn't clean on the previous here. 5 standing.
अभी इको है, ठीक है?
In terms of the comeback,
5-12 इको 6-12.
get in motion early on.
फिर जो अल्ट वाला राउंड है ये लोग के पास सारे काउंटर्स है, वो उनको जितना पड़ेगा। 7-12 फिर इको जाएगा 8-12, उसके बाद लवड़े लगता है। I think the max they can go is 8-12.
Got to say, PRX within an advantage here, at least in the next 2 to 3 rounds potentially. They could be frugal in approach.
नंबर 1 रेडियन मतलब वर्ल्ड का नहीं, अपने रीजन का।
Jing is starting to find a bit more value here.
अपने रीजन का नंबर 1 रेडियन है।
Scoreline not look atrocious in that one. He keeps doing that now, joined by maybe Forsaken. Those two could really get going.
गाइस जो भी लोग देख रहे हैं लाइक करो, सब्सक्राइब करो। 6k लाइक्स नहीं हुए, यूजुअली अपना गोल 7k लाइक्स होता है, मेरे को मालूम है क्यों नहीं हो रहा है। 6k 2020 हो रहा है, वो भी सिंगल डिजिट, लेकिन करे यार, लाइक्स करे फट से।
Try and take that space. Nice slow down though. They're just going to go through it, disrespecting that utility. Careful, Jing flung back in. Hosts the ult, almost caught on the cross, but not.
It's only the Cove that saves him there, I think.
I think so. I just heard it break as he was spamming. Trying to bait in.
He detained both of them.
Oh, wait, he got Leo as well? Oh dear. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Okay, good. Nice work between Forsaken, CGRS. Wasn't bad. I was a little worried that Leo...
Julo! Jing by Julo!
Chase down Boaster.
They just can't split up quick enough.
यार ये लटकने वाला ट्रिप है ना, सच्ची बीटी है भाई।
Problem being, I said they needed to be frugal. Massive investment to get that one on the board.
अब क्या काउंटर खत्म।
And now Fnatic actually
ये राउंड में चाहिए था उनको वो सब अल्टीज।
On a light shield purchase, but rifles across the board and 3 ultimates to work.
चावर अल्ट मार रहा है क्या?
Chronicle actually going to shut down showers immediately here with the pit. He will.
चलो।
That was a little bit more. I don't even say less pressure on Alpha. It's a lot of pressure on Alpha anyway. He's got the whole team going towards him here. All that utility invested. No plan to be seen just yet. Toying with it now. And Fnatic still holding their ground here, and Jing is a little too ahead of himself.
Yeah.
That's a mistake.
डर के पास अल्टी है, नेड है।
Trade from CGRS though. Is Chronicle going to finally show his head? Alpha swings out as well. But it's down to the 2v2 and there's still no plot.
GG's.
Zerka's got showstoppers, he can deny it even further. Boaster with 1 smoke available here.
Pain shot, heard that sent. Is this a TP? Do they take it? No.
Yeah?
Not yet, at least.
Booster का kill था।
1 off the orbital strike, but Dirk's anticipating a rotation potentially. So yeah, he can't deny this now.
अयो booster का था kill।
Molly in the orbital strike available.
Mind Freak needs to play carefully though. He has to play his life, right? Like he got...
She's preemptively.
That's not what I expected here.
लग गया.
There's the showstopper. Does it find anyone? No. Forces them out into the open though.
Dirtball
56 can't connect the shot. And now it's on Poster in the 1v2. Close down the account. Now he's only going to get one. PRX making it up to 7 now. Got a game on our hands here.
That gap getting smaller and smaller. Whilst I was questioning the investment for PRX, actually Fnatic now burn up everything.
Just saying, मैंने बोला था 8.
2 off the orbital strike, 3 from the Seekers.
मैंने 8 बोला था.
They will actually call a timeout here.
फिर अचानक से एक ऑपरेटर आएगा.
Maybe try and take stock, slow things down just a little bit.
And वैसे एंड होगा जैसे हम देखते हैं.
Again, I'm surprised, obviously, with what you expect PRX to pull out here. Initially, this Cypher application for Fnatic was tailor-made towards some of the Viper compositions to deny that kind of mid-round flexibility. But what do you expect from PRX? It's all about the early round.
PRX अभी भी aggressive है, हाँ. वो लोग में वो सब एक बार वो लोग वापस सब जाके देखेंगे ना कि क्या-क्या mistakes हुए, कि बहुत छोटा mistakes हुए, बहुत छोटा.
There's 5 stacked up on shore. These kill trips don't really amount to anything because
अभी भी lower bracket में chance है PRX के पास.
slow things down.
बस वो crispy कर दिया ना ये लोग ने utils का और वो.
On the raise, Divide's obviously got the Trailblazer.
जीत
There's
जाएंगे.
multiple tools here.
लोअर ब्रैकेट से लोग फाइनल्स आ सकते हैं. कैपेबिलिटी है रे. वैसा वाला गलती नहीं कर सकते लेकिन एटलीस्ट यहाँ पे नहीं.
Unfair almost at times, but
so I'm surprised we haven't seen
Fnatic always off. 300 more likes for 6k. like करो. बात तो है. बात तो है. बात तो है. अंडी बंडी.
Very characterized in the last. This time though, leaning back to
Without something बहुत मुश्किल है.
So haven't committed to it fully just yet. But we'll see how
खेल तो अच्छा रही है without
take nothing away
something.
from
ये
them.
मैप है पहला वाला
Are
मैप.
playing fantastically on the defensive side.
बहुत
There. It's
गलती
not
है
to take
पहला
anything
वाला.
away from them individually at all.
No, if we're just talking composition kind of outdos, it is very hard to play that cipher when you are up against 5. Now, the switch outs come in here, and Chronicle's gone over towards Fuka this time. Going to take first contact on the back of that dog, and slips away deeper towards the site.
वो लोग वो चीज का फायदा उठा रहे हैं.
Invested here, painted shell might cast, but Boaster actually finds a kill. Gets the orbital
Ulti.
strike off that as well.
This could be massive. When does he commit to it? Maybe off the back of this info.
अपने क्लोज लेफ्ट में मारेगा क्या? राइट में मारा.
Very well from Chronicle. Capitalizes. And now a 4v1. Defy with it all to do. Insurmountable odds against him now. And he can't get across the line. Fnatic look
Boaster और उसके अल्ट्स भाई.
here making PRX look irrelevant to the outcome. This felt like a good
ये भाई अच्छा खेला. बाप खेला Fnatic लेके.
but the damage
कितना easy भाई.
Yeah, I feel like PRX
Anti
just
repair,
totally
anti.
suffocated, silenced almost
From lower
by the
bracket
approach
with
here from
something.
Fnatic.
Let's go. हाँ?
The amount of control you see in some of these rounds and
रो रहा है क्या वो?
players like Forsaken and Jing made to feel or look
रोना चाहिए
passive.
तो नहीं वैसे.
There's
वो
so
लोग अपने
few
full
options,
potential
yeah.
पे नहीं खेले.
So, first map finishing at 13-5, 13-7 here in the second. Good try from PRX. But I think we've all noted it. Those who watch EMEA aware of it.
रो रहा है नहीं रो रहा है नहीं रो
The Fnatic of past times is long gone now. This new roster is the full package. The upgrades were perfect. The selections were great. We saw it kind of
बाप
really
खेला भाई
showing that
Fnatic में.
ability. Over, obviously a lock-in. Followed up here. That
बाप
form
खेला
has
भाई.
really knocked
Team
in.
game on point.
We haven't seen Fnatic have to
Brains
avoid
on
individual
point,
talking about
utils on
constantly
point.
coasting, not having to dig too deep in the playbook. This is a masterclass of preparation and adjustment, especially on Lotus.
मैडम
Again, to
को
make
शर्म ही नहीं है.
PRX look
मैडम 2-0 आ रही है.
bad, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And
Huh?
completely mitigate all that aggression that we know they like to.
भाई कुछ भी बोलो भाई. W audience है.
Was beautiful to watch.
It's very
W audience है. कुछ भी बोलो बहनचो. बकचोदी अलग लेवल की चल रही है.
Questions coming out of that regular season. That little dip at the end up against Liquid definitely caught our eyes. seeing maybe there is a weakness there. That's
They've embraced it though.
Yeah,
they've embraced it, and they said that from literally the moment that
Fnatic
final round
have
ended.
become
They've
way too
embraced
long.
it, and
Mere by
I think
refund, mere by.
that's already been demonstrated here in Tokyo, Lauren.
I completely agree. And there were two ways they came out of that. It was either going to be they rebuild, they get stronger, and they look even better, which is I think what we've come out with, or there would have been doubts, there would have been potential weaknesses, they could have been exploited. That wasn't the case at all. They truly
कैसे ये टीम को तुम लोग प्यार नहीं कर सकते बेंचो?
should be in a finals now. And I think we all recognize that they are currently the most stable team here. They have proven the best.
Sure.
Yes, we have underdog stories.
ये टीम्स को कैसे कोई प्यार नहीं कर सकते बेंचो?
The best by a country mile.
Yeah, EG on a tear for sure, but you look at NRG coming in, and then the #1 seed from Pacific, and you look at these score lines and how well handled, how well composed they
टीम
are.
लिक्विड 3-0 से हारे फनाटिक को कुछ दिन पहले पे फाइनल में.
Game plan. And I hate
अभी
coming back to
देखो
that phrase again,
लिक्विड
but
किधर
this
है?
is a really good example of that.
It's very nice to see a team this capable right now. We've seen a lot of issues with other teams across.
ये मैप
various
चांसेस था
regions,
PRX
they're
का.
not quite finding that same synergy with the rosters, not quite
वो
finding that
5
same
राउंड तो वो गलती
capability to transfer here. I mean, Loud was meant to
भारी
be a
पड़
big
गया.
team
5
to watch
राउंड
live
बहुत
on,
ज्यादा
right?
होता है यार.
Joined by Fnatic.
गलतियां
How did
करने
they
में
look
बहुत
when they
ज्यादा.
got here? Well, Loud aren't here anymore, but Fnatic are, and Fnatic are looking.
और ये उनमें से एक
incredible.
राउंड है
I
भी नहीं.
can't wait to see how far they go in this, and who their first challenger will be.
ये सब तो
Really,
राउंड
I mean,
फनाटिक डिजर्विंग राउंड है भाई. बिग ब्रेन अल्ट्स.
That is a banger matchup with the form both of these teams are in right now. That one is so highly anticipated.
I can't wait.
Flavor of the month.
Yeah, absolutely. What an absolute treat is on the horizon there. I can't wait for that one. But what we have now is Fnatic in the best form that we have ever seen them.
क्या लगता है कौन जीतेगा इवेंट? EG अनबीटेबल है. EDG बाप खेल रहा है. Fnatic बाप खेल रहा है. PRX बिना समथिंग के अच्छा खेल रहा है. हाँ गाइस मजा तो आएगा. क्या बोलते हैं? मजा तो आएगा पैंच. चले गल्टी मार रहा हूँ मैं. ओ एक्सलर.
हाँ बाय बाय बाय
बाय बाय बाय बाय.
गुड नाइट. सुन बाय.
गुड
मेरे लिए
नाइट.
गुड नाइट. मेरे लिए गुड नाइट है भाई.
आप हो नाइट में. बाय 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 बाय
पता
एक्सलर.
नहीं भाई. पता नहीं भाई. अभी तो लगी पड़ी है.
हाँ सीधा कल सुबह
मैं
उठोगे.
मैसेज कर दूंगा. मैसेज कर दूंगा उठ गया तो.
अच्छा अच्छा ठीक
चलो
से.
बाय.
चलो.
ए बेंक्स रिप्लाई नहीं आया तो समझ जा. बोल दियो. हाँ
हाँ डन डन.
ठीक है बाय.
चलो guys, that is it for today. Take care. Adios, chedme fadios. I'll be live on Loco in a short time. Please make sure जो भी लोग देख रहे हैं आ जाए. बकचोदी करेंगे, बीजू में खेलेंगे. हाँ बकचोदी करेंगे. 12 किल 15 किल मारेंगे. ठीक है. चलो बाय बाय एवरीबॉडी. यू गाइस मिलते हैं. बाय बाय.